New York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans. At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
Oh, this is perfect. This is how it should be.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
Hey, hi.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
It's me! I work here!
Glad I got that one out.
Are we on live now? Is it happening? This is it?
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
I like where this is going. I'm seeing a lot of options here.
This is like different than any other radio.
No telling what we're going to hear in here today. Tits, ass, tons of cuss words.
It's just not like radio. It's just like hanging out.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
This is why. This is American freedom of speech.
It's good on every level.
Insane.
Every second is funny.
Wildly funny.
And philosophically spotless.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, Jesus. Give us a good show, Jesus.
Please, Jesus,
Oh,
Lord.
Jesus. King of Kings. Make
Lord.
this a good one, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Hallelujah. Praise Jesus, King of Kings. Please, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Give us a good show, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, you are Lord. You are love, Jesus.
Make sure everything works, Jesus. King of
Jesus.
Kings.
Jesus, please calm management. Please calm management, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, 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 Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus. Nick Wallenda blew it. That Jesus stuff was a bit uncomfortable.
That's the thing. It's like everybody...
Maybe it would have been better that we didn't have a mic.
you think? Just some
Jesus, Jesus,
background
Jesus.
music?
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you didn't watch The Walk? What's wrong with you? The whole world was watching,
I
Jim
didn't know where
Norton.
I went and
Jimmy.
looked online actually last night.
Yeah.
And
After the fact?
I didn't know when it was on. And I went and looked. I looked up Tightrope Across, and every video I saw was promoting that it was going to happen. What time did it happen? I looked at like 9-something.
Yeah, it was happening around, 24-minute walk, something like that?
9:40.
Yeah,
Oh,
about
I was actually
9:40.
probably too early. Okay.
Ah, Jesus, 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 Jesus.
The second he stepped out on that wire, it just started the whole way. Praise Jesus for this beautiful view, Jesus, what you have created, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Calm the winds, Jesus.
Please calm me down, Jesus. Calm me.
Right.
Calm the winds, Jesus. Jesus, you are the King of Kings. You are the King of Kings, Jesus.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus,
The
Jesus.
whole
Jesus.
fucking way.
Every step there was a Jesus, I believe.
Although, let's be honest, in that position, I guess that's the one you want, the guy who you want to be on his fucking good side. That's not where you want to have your fucking theological debate.
Right.
You know, I'm not too sure this is all
Right.
horseshit.
Right.
You have a good point, because that was, I mean, the guy, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus the whole way is one thing, but, man, that's pretty fucking amazing to be able to do that.
It's easy to make fun of the Jesus stuff, but you're right, man. I mean, that one view from pretty much a GoPro, what was how did they get that one shot? Because he wasn't wearing anything on his head.
It was on his chest.
Was it on his chest?
Yeah, he had a camera there, but I think it also had like a prism, so it could look down.
Oh, I gotcha.
But not have to stick out and down.
Because just seeing his chubby feet, Nick Wallenda's a bit on the chubby side.
He's a pudgy guy, isn't he?
I want to see that. They had video looking straight
and
down.
was he wearing
crazy.
bell bottoms? What the hell was that about?
And some faded bells.
Why would you risk anything getting caught in your fucking tightrope
Didn't you ever
shoes?
see cartoons? If you fall off wearing bell bottoms, they act like parachutes.
Okay. All right.
And then you just ease yourself down.
I guess you don't really have to do a lot of cardio in the gym if you're a tight rope walker.
No, apparently not.
A bit of a pudge. But when they were showing his feet, like you were just saying, just on the wire, looking straight down into the canyon, oh my God, look at this. Did you... His jeans should have been fucking flood pants, don't you think?
Well, that's where he started. That's actually the start of the walk.
Yeah, it's, the Jesus stuff was a little rough, but we could just play this in the background.
It's only like 2 months.
I'm glad they had a delay, though.
Because it feels slippery. There's dust on this cable. Yeah, I'm sure it's covered in it.
Well, he said there's dust on the cable, but he's going to keep walking. I would say, how about somebody redust the cable? Dust removers, get out there.
Oh, my God.
Praise God. This is awesome.
Awesome. Praise God.
Oh,
God.
I would just go back right there.
Oh, my God.
He's way up there.
All you see is his feet sliding to step.
Beautiful view.
On the tightrope.
How's that dust on there right now?
Oh, it's all right.
Jesus put it there. It's absolutely
Jesus dust. Yeah,
fabulous.
Jesus cut a fart. What's that yellow thing mean? He's pressing.
Those are just markers.
That's a pendulum.
Yeah.
They have these heavy pendulums there that kind of damper
keep it from swinging.
The way the thing will
as best
swing.
they can.
Yeah.
It's moving that rope though. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
How heavy were the pendulums?
Cable reaction.
I'm not sure.
It's
I should have known from hearing it 8,000 times.
Look at that view. Holy.
Oh my
What's
God.
he doing? Why would you do that?
What's he doing? Is that dizzying?
This is amazingly well done.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, Discovery did a great job of this. Absolutely great job. Unlike those pussies, what was it, ABC?
Yeah.
Making them wear that fucking...
Skywire Live with Nick Wallander.
Just like fucking Evel Knievel would do, right? Because we watched Evel Knievel break every bone in his body.
Yes.
And we're still here.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, this was the same guy that did the Niagara Falls walk, but he had to have the safety wire on because of stupid ABC, and he was polite about that during the preliminaries last night, saying, "Well, my TV partners at the last minute came to me, insisted."
Fucking lawyers fucking ruin everything.
Right. Look, I mean, these guys.
You know what his
he could have
safety
pretty much
cable?
ran across that.
You know what his
thing.
safety cable is? Jesus.
Jesus. You think he would have added Christ if he fell?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Son of a bitch. Praise Jesus.
King of Kings.
Oh, is there more? I want to hear more of that audio. There's only 2 minutes.
Is there more? That's all he said.
20 fucking minutes of him praising Jesus and walking.
I want to hear Jesus.
Jesus. Yes, just slow your
shitty
step
fucking
down.
Is that the best version we can find?
HD version.
Dude, that's so high up.
It's so crazy.
Oh, it was.
They have a view from the bottom too, up, and he's a speck.
He's a dot.
He's a speck.
Oh, that's not nice, Ant.
Oh, speck.
Oh, you cut it down to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's fucking Sam just made it very easy for us, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
What's
Praise
the helicopter
Jesus.
for?
Praise
That
Sam,
brought him
praise
over.
Jesus.
That brought him over to the other side because he was on the one side, Jesus.
Right.
It brought him over there, praise Lord. And, and then he walked back.
Right.
Praise Jesus.
Christ. Oh, no,
King
not
of
the
Kings.
Christ part.
King of Kings.
I guess the Christ part makes it bad.
You're right,
You can
Jesus.
say Jesus a lot, but you can't say Jesus Christ.
Yes, Jesus.
Right? Or something. I don't know.
Calm the winds, Jesus. Calm the winds. And then the guy from Jurassic Park was watching him on the other side.
That's his pop.
His pop.
That married into the family, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever fucking got on a wire in his life.
No.
He said, fuck that shit.
Look at that.
Isn't that
Oh, he is a dot.
I don't.
Like, look at how, what do you do if all of a sudden you wake up at that moment and go, what am I doing?
What am I doing? Yeah, you
I can't
freak
do
out.
this.
Yeah.
If you freak out.
But he said it during the pregame. Basically, if he slipped, he would just, grab onto that wire. Unlike his grandfather who had weak muscles back then. And he would just wait for a helicopter to come get him.
Really? With that fucking 30-pound thing around his neck?
That's what I was saying to Ant. Like, if you do slip, then...
Oh, you probably know how to throw that thing right off of you.
You think?
I bet.
I don't know. Look at that thing. It's fucking swing and moving.
What are those things sticking out from the sides?
Those are pendulums.
Pendulum. It's hanging down. You can't really see it. It looks like it's coming off the wires, but it's actually on a pole behind them. The pendulums are hanging down.
Yes.
Swinging back the other way or what?
Swinging back the other way.
Well, I mean, usually they got those things fucking fastened.
Yeah.
But you can't fasten them because they're high above the Grand Canyon, obviously. So they just weight them down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Is that crazy?
That's dizzying. That is fucking...
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Terrible.
Watching it here, it's dizzying. Could you imagine being that guy, looking like that?
Right.
Just looking down, Jesus?
Oh, Jesus. With his bell bottoms that are very close to his heels. Why would you do that?
Little chubby thighs.
Well, we're going to play it. We're going to play it this way. Because we got it all edited nice for the people.
Praise Jesus.
Did you do that?
No.
Praise Sam.
Why couldn't you do this, Sam? What's wrong with you? You should at least try.
That's windy. Look how windy that is.
Oh, yeah. He asked Jesus to calm the wind.
Yeah, he did. And
Calm the
Jesus
winds,
did calm the
Jesus.
winds.
Calm the winds, Jesus.
I'm glad Jesus.
Instead of working on the other problems in the
Right.
world, he fucking calmed the winds for
He had a little time.
Melinda.
He had a little time.
And then some asshole. I went for a couple jokes on Twitter. You know, he could do more than one thing at a time. Just go for a stupid fucking line. A dumb, and I'll admit it, a stupid,
my
dumb Twitter
God.
line ends up, you know, obviously don't know anything about Jesus.
Jesus.
Then I got Warren Sapp to tell me to stop it. He goes, stop it.
Why was Warren stopped?
Huh?
Warren Sapp told you to stop it?
Yeah, because one of my tweets, it was just, everyone was making fun of Jesus, the Jesus thing. So I wrote, yo, Jesus, solve the world's hunger problems or get Nick Wallenda across the Grand Canyon. It's your call.
That's great.
It's a dumb, fucking quick Twitter joke. So Warren Sapp writes, stop it.
I like how his gut was hanging on the fucking pole, too. That was great. He has a little gut kind of hanging on the pole there.
Wouldn't you want to be in incredible shape?
Oh, you would think.
Because just walking that would be a little bit of a...
You'd think you'd want to
With
be
30
you know.
pounds. I mean, how... What is that thing called? The pole?
Yeah, his little pole.
How much does that weigh?
It's got to be heavy.
To keep you from falling off
40
thing.
pounds? 43 pounds. 43 pounds. So, look, his little paunch.
Yeah, he's got a paunch.
Did you hear the first
He's
thing?
E-Rock fat.
As soon as he got off the rope, did you hear what he said he was going to do?
What?
Go get some prime rib.
Some prime rib. Yeah, he
good.
loves the prime rib.
Yeah, in a martini glass, you think?
Oh, look at
Definitely. He was even fatter before, though, when he was walking all the other things. If
He
you
was.
watched the 2-hour pregame to the pregame,
Dude, I blew it
Yes,
off after,
pregame.
like, I just went right to the walk.
he had titties when he was walking across Puerto Rico.
that. Yeah.
With his mom, did you see that?
Yeah.
Where his mom decides she has to do it too, and then
Oh.
almost like she hasn't tight-roped in a while, and then she just does it and sits down in the middle, and he steps over her.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that was way more crazy than this, I think.
Oh, there's Jurassic Park guy telling him
That's Pops.
what's going on.
He looks like Dennis from the Bunny Ranch. Come on over. I'm going to get you blown by 3 girls. Just cross this fucking wire.
Oh, Jesus.
Praise you, Jesus.
Praise me, Jesus. Praise you, Jesus. Praise everyone.
Look at that view. He's a dot. It's nothing. You are so high up.
Oh, man.
Higher than the Empire State Building.
Why didn't he go across, like, where it's really wide?
Yeah. This is a pussy move right here.
Give me a bottle of water.
All right, here. We got the highlights. So
Can
Nick,
he drink water or no?
how are you going to drink water?
He's got 20 minutes.
I guess he could have had, like, a Camelback or something on.
He probably didn't want to have any extra equipment.
Yeah, that's true.
I would have put one of those fucking hats on with the fucking 2
Yeah.
beers.
Yeah. Just be the party type.
That's right.
Look at how fucking much that
I know.
thing is.
know.
There were a couple
it's
times the pole
crazy.
really went over one way, and then
What does that mean? Like if that happens, is he in
I
danger
guess
of
he's
falling?
trying to balance himself, but
It's windy.
yeah, it was very windy.
I
Praise
think-
Jesus.
Yeah, I think that 40-pound pole really keeps you fucking all nice and
Oh,
tight.
without that, there's a fat guy at the bottom of that fucking
That's what
ravine right now.
I think you should have to do these things without the pole.
Poleless, yeah.
Poleless.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
So they got a category where they go poleless?
I don't know. I guess they put their arms out.
Right. Go
Whoa,
poleless.
Whoa.
Or ride a little bicycle across like they're
Oh
doing
my
in Circus.
God.
Would you ride a bicycle across that? Me and Ant were talking again about this shit, because then there was another guy
Oh,
like...
he was an asshole.
Another guy's like, oh, the wire's as wide as his feet. Not impressed.
Not impressed.
And I wanted to write the guy back. I'm like, then you do this. I told... Me and Ant were talking, if there was a sidewalk across that... with no fucking wind, and they said, look, go ahead, go walk across the Grand Canyon on this sidewalk.
On the sidewalk.
I bet you fucking 90 out of 100 would say, get the fuck
No
out of here.
way.
No
Yeah.
way.
And it took him almost 25 minutes. Can you imagine being 10 minutes into doing this
Yeah.
and not even being halfway done yet?
Oh, you just petrified.
And
Yeah.
why is that Joel guy there? What's his name?
Joel Osteen. Oh, that's right. He helped him pray before, right?
Praise
Yeah.
Jesus.
He was helping him praise Jesus.
Well, how about
Jesus.
Olstein goes help some fucking homeless people somewhere? Or I don't
think?
know,
What's he?
fucking-
He's running up. Well, you can't see him running because they have the fucking graphics.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that
yes.
was at the end.
Oh,
At the
Yeah.
end, he decided to give it a good run.
And
Right.
He kissed the ground.
No, he kissed some dude's foot.
Oh, he did. Okay.
He kissed the black man's foot. Was it a
There
black
he
man?
is.
His wife's refusing to hug him. Like, yeah, wash your mouth.
He's
Praise Jesus.
I know.
All right, here we go. Nick steps
Exactly what
up
it
and
was.
notices the view. So we got just the highlights
All right.
here. All right, from the 20, how many? 24 minutes?
It was 2250 something.
Wow.
2250.
You would never do that for a minute.
I couldn't even sit there. I was laying in bed watching it.
Is that
freaking
uncomfortable?
out.
That's uncomfortable to
Freaking
look
out.
at.
Oh, I was freaking out.
I'm glad those aren't my feet. I'll say that.
Of course. It's really impressive, obviously.
So I was so tense watching it. I figured that like he had this because I watched him practice. I was like, this is gonna be stupid when it's on because he knows what he's doing.
Right.
But then once he started, and he was like, oh, I didn't think this rope was gonna be this shaky. I was like, oh no!
Right.
Come on.
And then when they show the view where he's a little speck, or that sweeping shot where it looks like everything is moving incredibly fast around him.
And then it shoots him from behind, and you're like, he's got so much more to go.
I know, just to look.
But I think he blew with the Jesus thing because that's all anyone's talking about is
Praise Jesus.
praise Jesus,
got
King
him
of Kings.
across.
It's like, well, what about holy shit? Look what this guy just did.
Yeah.
And
Jesus
people were
took the
asking
wheel
on
this one.
Yeah.
people were asking on Twitter, this or Evil Knievel. You got to go Evil Knievel every fucking time.
Yeah.
With that spaceship thing.
That was so dumb.
Evil Knievel, though, he just
sky
designed
cycle.
stunts that he was like, all right, I'm going to break some bones, but I'm not going to die.
Right.
Well, he didn't care.
I know I'm not going to make it.
Well, the new stuntman,
Yeah.
new stuntman's got it all figured out. They go on the computer and everything and figure out every little nuance of the stunt. Evil Knievel and his guys were like, I don't know. Well, maybe move the ramp just a little. Give me another 10 feet, I think.
I think. It looks
Yeah,
like...
they didn't figure it out on a computer.
Well, that's what he was saying, too, in the pre-show, that, like, now they have meters on the rope, so you can tell exactly how much tension is on it by the pound and
Right,
everything.
yeah.
And then, except when his great-grandpa did it and fell, back then they would just kind of flick the rope with their finger and say, yeah, that's tight.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right.
Look
That's
at
tight
that
enough.
fucking view.
The worst part of his grandfather dying
God.
was the comb over got all wacky
His
before he
comb over went wacky.
he was trying to grab the wire.
His little chubby legs are rubbing together.
He is a fat guy.
Those yellow things would freak me out if I was walking. It's like that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, those are the pendulums and the markers, I guess. They marked pretty much, I think, every 10th or something, was
Well,
it?
they said there's like a pendulum every 50 to 75 feet, I think.
Right.
What is he
So
looking
was
at?
Counting them.
Is he looking down or is he looking
I
straight
think he's
ahead?
looking
Straight, he
ahead.
said, yeah.
Ahead, yeah.
He said the pendulums were fucking him up too because you see the canyon wall that he's walking towards, and then the pendulums were going back and forth, and it would give that illusion that the wire was moving. So he's looking and had this optical illusion that he was actually moving back and forth, and the pendulums were staying still. So he,
And how do you,
you know,
and how do you figure that out mid-walk?
He just had to fucking figure it out.
Jesus helped.
Jesus
Yeah.
actually
All right, here
helped.
we
Jesus
go.
wouldn't do that.
Here's Nick stepping up and noticing the view.
Ooh, that's a view there, buddy. Praise God. This is awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jesus, for this beautiful view.
God is an awesome God.
Remember to slow up your steps just a little bit.
He's a coach.
Is that Jesus?
Cable reaction all right?
That's his dad.
It's okay. It's not my favorite, but... All right. Praise you, God.
Why is he
Praise you,
kneeling?
Jesus.
He took a little break because of the wind and the wire
I
was
love you.
oscillating.
He loves Jesus.
Loves Jesus.
Yeah, it got a little windy, so he decided to kind of almost sit
It
down
was
on the wire.
actually the wire started oscillating a little back and forth. If he keeps the same rhythm as he's walking, the wire will start like a swing. It'll just start going more and more. So he's got to break step and just stop for a minute and let the wire calm down.
I would start running and panic and just fall.
You think you'd panic and just want to run?
You just throw the pole like halfway
Throw the
through.
pole, start running. You fucking make it a half a step and you're off the wire.
Wow, he really fucking stopped though.
And then like a minute and a half in, he said, no, I don't want Willie Geist talking to me. Did you hear him? Like he goes, I don't want anybody talking to me.
Oh, we did.
Because the hosts were supposed to kind of talk to him. Hey, how you doing up there, buddy?
Oh my God,
No, shut up.
assholes!
As soon as he got up there, he was like, hey, Dad, I don't want anybody talking to me up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, good for him. Good for Nick Wallenda.
Just the wire, guys.
I'd be asking him like, "What the fuck, Nick? How high is that?"
Oh
right?
my God! Look at him.
Stupid
He's
questions.
Look down.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. All right, so then Nick is not happy with the cable, but Jesus has his back.
Trying to get a shot of your feet so I can see what the cable's doing underneath. Well, it's just getting some reverb in it. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I think by the time you get to the next pendulum, some of that's going to come out. Oh, I praise you, Jesus. Oh, I praise you, Jesus.
Just loves Jesus.
Lord, help this cable to calm down.
Oh.
To command it in your name, Jesus, with the authority of God. Praise you. Praise
Authority
you,
of God.
Doing fine. You're handling it good, Nick. You're handling
Praise
it
you,
very good.
Jesus.
Jesus. Calm the cable.
It's got
Authority
a
of
little
you.
more movement with that one, but you're handling it just fine.
Under the co-signing of God.
The authority of Christ.
Authority of
Praise
Christ.
you, God.
Wow.
That's his. I mean, that's the chant.
That's his mantra.
It's a mantra.
Whatever that is.
A mantra, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I get that.
Allah Akbar.
Yeah.
Allah Akbar.
Pray. If I looked down and saw my tootsies on a wire, I would be fucking singing to Jesus too. You're a good egg, Christ. Thanks a million. Sorry about those holes in your hand. Thanks a lot. You saved me. You bled for me. Good for you. And as soon as I hopped off, where's a chick who has extra?
Who has extra? Wow. Praise Jesus.
Well, praise his name.
Yeah, this is the sweeping shot. Look, it makes everything. It just makes everything
dizzying.
Look like it's flying by him.
That is a great shot. They go around them with the helicopter, and then they kind of keep going. Once they pass a certain point,
is there a helicopter?
You can really see where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it pulls
It was
back.
shot beautifully.
He's helpless.
Looks great.
Totally
Look. He's in the middle of nowhere.
Dude, you're watching a guy.
Holy fuck! Look, he's just a tiny little speck.
Oh my!
He's saying "fuck you" to death for 22 straight minutes. That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
without a doubt, it's crazy.
Praise Jesus and God's
Fuck!
authority.
I wish I knew when this was on. I thought I missed it, and that you just couldn't get the video.
It was great, and it was only on a 10-second delay. So,
but just the fact that it's like,
and they said that's just standard TV shit. I guess.
I think it was on a longer delay, dude. I saw one tweet from a breaking news guy that was there, and he said, Nick is squatted down on the wire while the wind calms down. And I swear to you, like 10 minutes later, that is when he squatted. It was very weird. I don't know what the guy was fucking...
The show was about 10 minutes?
Yeah, it was a long time.
Wow.
Because when I saw him squat, I'm like, wait a minute, that guy said that fucking a while ago.
And then you just tell everyone, nah, it's only a 10-second delay.
Yeah.
What do you do if your asshole itches?
Oh, you just wait.
Praise
till you hit
Jesus.
the other side.
How do you
praise Jesus?
Hope Jesus could get one of his Jesus fingers.
Jesus, scratch my asshole under the authority of God.
Right.
Praise Him, King of Kings. Scratch my bunghole.
The devil's tail is tickling my anus, Jesus.
I have one of the devil's horns in my asshole, please, Jesus.
Dude, just try not to itch for 22 minutes.
Oh.
Even worse, you get that weird little itch on the nose there? We have to...
You're probably so distracted, though.
Yeah.
Right, itches don't bother
That would
you.
bother. That would drive me nuts, though.
This is going to fucking give me more anxiety.
It's terrible. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
Nick is still talking to Jesus, but doesn't want as many updates from his dad.
Oh.
How I love you, Jesus. You're my King. You're my Savior. You're my protector. You're my shield. You're my strength.
This is everything.
Beautiful shot, Nick.
You're an amazing God. The only God.
How is the dust on your feet now?
It's all right.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you for calming that cable, Lord. Thank you, God.
You didn't know how to thank.
Forget.
Thank you, Satan.
That's my Savior. That's Jesus.
Isn't that a new hit show on
take a
CBS?
deep
That's
breath.
my Savior? No?
I know it's a little dusty, but take in a nice deep breath. Okay, you're 16 minutes on the wire. Doing great.
Okay. You don't have to tell me how long I'm on the wire.
Oh, boy.
All right, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Fine. Get into the argument with him.
Hi,
Fine.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Look,
Fine.
asshole, I'm just trying to help you here.
Right. Fuck you, fall. What am I going to tell you? Hope you slip.
You're the one on the road.
All right, Mr. Needy.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured you might want to leave Jesus alone. He heard you the first time.
Right. And then he finishes the walk.
Doing good.
Whew, my arms are tired.
I'm sure they are. I won't tell you how long
Ooh,
you've
that's
been
a
on.
long way down. Maybe
time
it's
to
true you
realize
shouldn't
that.
look down when you do what I do.
It is a long way, but you're conquering it. Remind me of a true artiste, Nick.
I know about that.
Praise Jesus.
Did he just thumbs up on the wire?
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
We'll get cocky, dummy.
Wow. It's a long way down.
Yeah, it is, but you take your time, man.
I am.
That's when he started running. Oh
Yeah, he should have done that the whole time.
Yeah.
Cocksucker. But it seems like it's easier to do it that way because you got the nice wide foot.
It's always
sideways.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, man. Without a doubt.
He's probably a lot stronger than he looks. To be able to do that for fucking 22 minutes,
Hold that
balance
thumb.
yourself.
Right. How much did he make for that?
I don't know.
A couple mil? Couple mil probably.
Some kind of deal.
Holy fuck, Jesus!
Now he wants to do a couple skyscrapers.
Philippe Petit did that back in 1970. I want to say 4, right?
After you do the Grand Canyon, you pretty much blew your load.
70. No, it was Twin Tower shit. So when was Philippe Petit's?
72, I want to guess. I'm guessing 72, 70. No, maybe 74.
Yeah, I went with 74. But that's what he wants to do next. And Mayor Bloomberg will never allow him to fucking walk between two, fucking skyscrapers.
You don't think, no?
Without major safety shit.
And how much distance is it between two skyscrapers?
A block.
Yeah.
Right?
But
That's like 4 football fields.
Unless you go from the top of one to the top of another over other buildings.
Look, Willie Geist hugged him. I guess you have to. If the guy wants to hug you, you hug him.
Willie Geist had tight pants on.
He certainly did. Look how tight his pants are. I can see his penis, Jesus. Praise Jesus.
Jesus, his helmet is offending me, Lord.
Lord, please protect me from Willie Geist's penis. Jesus, help me, Lord.
I'd kick that rhythm into the cable, and it took every
pretty
bit of me
emotional.
to stay focused that entire time.
I think it's a put on.
My arms are aching.
Yeah, he's wiping his eyes like for 20
I
minutes.
want you to strain those arms any further.
He's going to go and yell at Christ for all the things that went wrong.
You go down to the
Thanks for the
wire.
win, Dick.
Readjust, get the balance.
Well, I was building a huge rhythm in the cable, and I had to sit down to hopefully take that rhythm out. That was the only thing I could do. Is what happens, as I talked about, you can put a rhythm in that cable, and if I didn't go down and kept walking, it was just getting worse. And it was totally an optical illusion. You know, you guys talked about it leading up to this, and the fact that those pendulums swinging this way,
yes,
and the cable moving this way, and a wall that's solid, really was confusing for me to have anything to focus on that I can counterbalance off of.
Were you fatigued by halfway point? It looked like you were getting
I was
tired.
fatigued until I was 3/4 of the way all across, and then it was just all adrenaline.
I could tell when you stopped thanking Jesus and started thanking people like the Discovery Channel.
Yes.
You were probably feeling.
That's pretty funny. Now, Willie Geist is going to be a rock star, man.
Well, we want to bring your family in if that's okay.
Come on over,
Because
guys.
they deserve as much congratulations as anybody here.
This is Evita, Amadeus, Yanni, and Erendira.
Erendira, how are you feeling after the walk?
names.
Oh, I'm so relieved. I can finally, breathe again. Were you nervous when you saw him just kind of take a breath and step down to the
Yes,
wire?
Jesus.
I had no idea what was going on. I saw him go to the wire, and I was like, "Oh no!" I started freaking out because I didn't
I
have
think his son was
binoculars
like,
or
"I'm going to be on
anything.
TV. I'm going to wear my
Praying.
fucking Superman."
Compared to the night
Superman.
Man of
Was this
Steel,
one a lot more
motherfucker.
I bet the father doesn't like that because Jesus is
They're
more powerful than
equally as
Superman.
stressful.
Son doesn't
my
think
husband's
so.
risking his
No.
life.
But I'm here.
Yes, you
I
are
can finally
here.
stop with the
Wow, my
Jesus
throat's so
nonsense.
dry. I can't believe how dry it was out there.
Did that come into play as you were walking across? Was dust kicking into your eyes?
There was dust. I mean, definitely my contacts are filled up with dust right now.
Oh, that's
but
why
I
he was wiping his
extremely-
eyes.
My mouth is so dry. I feel like I walked in the desert for 3 weeks, not 20 minutes.
Sounds
I don't know
very
how long it'd
religious.
take me.
Just over 22. We'll have to get the official word from your dad. He was counted. It
No,
was
he's
a little
got
bit over
dry mouth.
22, but
Yeah.
not much. It helped that you ran at the end. You made
Yeah,
up
that
some time.
probably helped
You
a
made up
bit.
some time. Hey, kids,
Yeah,
what's
it
it
is.
like watching your dad cross a line like that?
It's amazing watching him do this because no one else ever even thinks of doing this.
By the
Well,
way,
think about it.
22:54 was your
I
time.
think about
being
it.
told
Me
right
too,
now.
all the time, liar.
Evita, when you saw your
Suing
dad
him.
run across, you were
This
one
is
of
when
the
they were
first
trying to
ones
stretch
grab
for
onto
time.
him and hug him.
You can see they were trying to get to 10:20 really, really.
I don't
Dickhead had to run at the end.
Yeah.
I guess you're used to it at this point, right?
Yeah.
She just wanted to be in front of the camera.
This is not easy
Jesus.
to watch your dad do this, is it?
No.
You're always happy when it's over.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of celebrating tonight. What do you,
Let's
we
bring
brought-
mom and dad in.
Come on in, Terry.
Jesus.
July.
They had nothing at the end of
What
this.
were you seeing
Tell
as
this
safety
chick to let Willie
coordinator?
Geist
Those
do his
winds
job.
were
She
propped
keeps
out than
interrupting.
we
Yeah.
expected them
Yeah.
to be.
You know, it was. I mean, the winds really kicked up again.
Why are you dressed like Hannibal Lecter at the end of the movie?
That was not
Having an
there
old
that he
friend for
couldn't
dinner.
Cable started reacting a little bit different than we had hoped. But, again, Nick
It's
and I
windy.
talked through the whole time, what was going on. And he earned every step. I knew that he would, but, he performed like
And then dramatically, he has to go off by himself.
Terry, did you have any moment of doubt that maybe this
and
wasn't
look
a
over
good
the
idea? Was
edge
there
and
ever a
stand there
moment
for a
where you
moment.
questioned?
With
Praise
every
Jesus.
walk, the first step, I mean, there's always that
Talk to the mom. She
single
walks
point,
herself.
moment
Yeah,
where,
this guy don't fucking. He walks to the
Does the mom
fucking
walk
early
too?
bird special.
That's what I was telling you. They went back to the spot where the grandfather died and redid it.
On the
Nick
cable
Walenda
itself,
did the
I was-
walk.
I was confident. in
They all
memory.
walked at one point, but this dad hasn't walked in like 30 years or something.
Oh, the dad used to walk.
He did walk at
Your
one
husband
point.
is across. Excuse me. Your
And
son
finally
is across
said, "Fuck
safely.
that."
He was much
How are you
thinner.
feeling right now?
Well, I'm feeling wonderful. It was
She
very
walks.
stressful because, like Terry said, I knew he was working for every step he took. I
Wait,
could
that's
see
the
that,
mom?
so-
Yeah.
As compared to other walks, worse,
sexy.
better.
They're all nerve-wracking. Niagara, we
There he
had to
goes.
work too, but this, it just
Looking
seemed like
over
he
the
was
edge,
really working
praising
harder
God,
than me,
having a moment
what
with the
I was
Lord.
seeing.
It looks like he's taking a piss.
Yeah, it probably is. He's showing his cock to some Satan worshiper for us. Suck this, bitch.
Some Navajo Indian.
Celebrating online, as you can imagine. So let's go over to Chris Jacobs, who is checking all of the social media reaction on Discovery.com. Chris?
Wow, that's
Not
amazing,
bad.
man.
Pretty fucking amazing.
Very impressive.
You see, they showed how the cables are laid in there. Like, they fucking drill massive fucking holes at an angle in the ground and then put cables in there and then pour cement in there. And there's like 6 of those that go up to a big turnbuckle with 2 and then 1. It's fucking amazing.
Like the Verrazano.
Yeah, it's like really, because they got to anchor it somewhere.
Well, the engines want it all put back to how it was, though.
Our land
That was
must
the stipulation.
be put him back. Yeah, the Indian guy came out at the end and gave him a bolo tie.
I saw that.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, but then Nick gave him some dumb Empire State Building statue.
thing. And
you can get for what, $4 in the gift shop?
Nick said, this is what we did with your land. Yeah, you did nothing with it. Here's what we did.
Yeah, you got a bolo tie. Thanks. Yeah, some guy on Twitter said, he goes, oh no, the Indian doesn't know he just sold the Grand Canyon. Yeah, fucking smart ass.
Yeah, very fun.
Praise Jesus.
Dude, that
Praise
is
King of
Praise
Kings.
Lord, King of Kings, under the authority.
King of Kings.
Under the authority of God.
Oh, Jesus.
Praise God. Praise
Him
Jesus.
for everything he does. Yes.
When he was like putting it together, he was like, the wind needs to calm down. Jesus controls the wind. Jesus, I hope you will control this wind.
You can control that spirally wind in fucking in Texas.
No kidding.
Texas.
He let
Oklahoma.
that wind blow.
Oklahoma.
He had no desire to stop that wind now.
Yeah, praise God. Praise Jesus. Under the sponsorship of God Incorporated.
And of course, another person. Don't you realize it's our responsibility?
There's just
it's the free will thing. It's like I understand the
God.
basics of everything, yes, but you kind of throw some of the basics out to get a stupid fucking tweet joke out.
Ricky Gervais tweeted something like, after all the Jesus thinking he's doing, Nick Walenda must feel silly for doing all that practicing.
Yeah, he's quite the atheist.
Yes, he is.
Oh, praise Jesus.
That tightrope shit is pretty impressive, but I think you got to shut the door on it now, because what else could he do?
Oh, yeah.
You know what,
The
though?
building thing, I mean, Philippe Petit did it, and the cool thing about Philippe Petit, he didn't ask any permission, which made everyone go, holy fuck, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
He was a godless fuck, though, you know.
True.
Was he?
Yeah, now you get praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Going across Manhattan.
But what else could he do? Like they said, we're going to reveal what he's going to do next, and then with skyscrapers, it's like, oh, okay. That's not as impressive as what he just accomplished. That's
Which
amazing.
ones? He should do the ones in those the Petrosian towers or whatever. Like you got to find equal height buildings.
How about he does R2 buildings, and he could bring you lunch.
Oh.
I'll buy lunch, and he can bring it over to your building.
Nice. That would be lame.
But there's nothing he could do in New York that comes close to the
Praise
Grand
Jesus.
Canyon thing. What could he do?
I don't know. What would he do in New York?
Cross the river, go to Jersey.
Maybe go to Jersey?
Yeah, but it's not as... Even though you know
it's the Grand Canyon. Like, there's nothing else he could possibly do.
I guess just because of the showbiz aspect of New York. There'd be more people there. And
there's a building you could... If you could fall 1,000 feet, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah, but... It was 3 football fields officially? 4. He just did 4 football fields. He's going to do 2 skyscrapers in New York?
Well, Philippe Petit went back and forth, too.
And laid down completely on the wire.
And he didn't have the fucking whole team. And he had a team doing it, but they
had to fucking shoot an arrow to get the wire across. And they didn't have any pendulums.
They had no idea what the tension of the wire was.
No. The documentary is good because, unfortunately, there's no real video, man. But they explain how they snuck in with all this equipment. Then they had to shoot an arrow to the other side with a tiny little rope, obviously. And then they used that rope to get bigger ropes and then eventually get the wire across. And then they just hoped they could find a way to fasten it.
Yeah.
They took it across with a helicopter this time. They had a rope, and they took that across, and then the cable, they pulled that across.
And did someone get in that little metal box to put the pendulums in place?
Yeah. Little metal box on
Could you even do
pulleys.
that?
No.
Wait, did they?
I don't think so either, man.
What metal box?
There's a little metal box they showed. I guess that was a way they might rescue him as well, or if the helicopter couldn't, do it.
Yeah, they and then they just with pulleys on the little box, and they'd go and put a pendulum where it needs to be.
There was somebody who went across that already on a box.
Yeah, and a little.
Did they have video of that? I would love to see that.
They didn't show him actually doing it.
They didn't want it to take away from the amazingness of Jesus.
Of Jesus, praise praise everything he has done for everybody.
What made that go across?
Ever.
I think people actually were pulling with a rope.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck that. No, I couldn't do that. Was the box exposed and open, or were you just...
Yeah. It was almost like a window washer type.
Yeah.
Like they put on the side of the buildings?
You wouldn't take a ride in the metal box across even?
No, praise Lord. No.
That's just...
I have trouble on the sky thing in Hershey Park. I don't think I could do over the canyon. Yeah.
I don't like the fucking train at Newark. That little, the tram.
You don't like the little tram?
That makes me nervous. We might fall over. Tram accident.
Oh, George. This is good. Go ahead, George. Go ahead. Hey, morning, George. Go ahead.
Could you just imagine if he ran into a swarm of bees while he was up there?
That would be the worst. The worst thing ever.
A bird?
Or a bird taking a shit on the wire.
A pesky bird pecking at his head.
Tommy boy.
Oh, God.
All right.
Bees would be fucking.
Would be
he's just he can't swat at him. He's just gotta be like
Would you swat?
Walking across the wire going, ouch!
Ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
Or, it'd be fucking. They wouldn't bother him because he'd be so calm. The bees would probably be all on his wire. Like, this is the calmest guy we've ever fucking encountered.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Not flinching.
He's trying to hold a grape Fanta soda with one hand while bees land on it.
Jesus, praise Jesus. Please take these bees away, Jesus.
Well, bravo to the Discovery Channel for allowing this to happen without the safety wire, like stupid ABC.
Like pussies.
They're fucking lawyers.
Isn't that sickening? The Disney lawyers.
Well, our point at the time was then don't do it.
Right.
The guy doesn't want a safety wire. You're insisting he does it. And they probably tricked him into it somehow with the contract. And Discovery turned around and said, look, what do you want to do next? He says, Grand Canyon, no safety wire. All right, let's sign the fucking contract.
Yeah, Discovery don't care.
Remember ABC, oh, my God. It's like, no, oh, my God. It's because nothing can happen to the guy. He falls, he just hangs there and waits for a helicopter.
Yeah, they were trying to make it that it was death-defying. And it's like, no, it's, you got to have a set of balls just to be up there. But don't make it sound like he's going to fall into the water. It's just not going to happen.
Nah. And I don't think he used the whole Jesus thing. Was he mic'd for Niagara
Falls? He was saying Jesus.
I don't remember him saying Jesus like he was saying Jesus last night.
Well, he had a fucking wire on. That's why he's quite cocky.
Right.
Go ahead, make me fall. I dare you.
Right.
He is a religious dude.
David Blaine was sending him love last night.
David Blaine is trying to fucking get in on the action?
That's my homeboy, David Blaine.
What's he going to do?
I think his next stunt, he's going to stand in a circle and hope that he doesn't step outside the circle.
Right.
I think that's his next stunt, if I'm not mistaken.
He's walking on a sidewalk and not step on a crack.
Right, exactly.
His mother's back could be broken if he steps on it. What?
David Blaine's a hack. He started doing morning zoo radio bits.
Yeah.
He's a hack.
You see him getting electrified?
Yeah.
We did that.
It's amazing.
We did that. Remember the girl that just sat there and was electrified?
Yeah.
I did that when I was 8 at the Science Museum.
Right.
Put my
But he
finger
does a
on the
whole thing about it?
Couldn't have been less dangerous.
No.
He's a hack. I like his street shit. But a lot of that stuff's set up too, but
And he
fun
always
to
makes it seem like he's on the brink of death when he's done.
Oh, yeah.
Like he collapses. He's,
oh my God.
I was in the ice cube.
Right.
Fucking shut up.
But I don't want to tell everyone it's actually really warm in there.
warm in
because
there.
my body, he kept me warm. It's like being in an igloo, but we need the people to think that I'm frostbit now.
Yeah.
Oh, God. His hamstrings were tired. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his deal, is that he can be uncomfortable for long periods of time.
Well, who cares? Nick Wallenda wasn't breaking down crying and needing an ambulance to take him away.
No.
Yeah, even though he only did it for 22 minutes, I'll bet that was significantly more uncomfortable than standing up for 4 days.
I don't know, man. I think the jury's still out.
You think so?
Yeah, that's right.
Halfway through, you just probably get that anxiety that you want to rush. You want to get done. You're in the middle of this fucking span. What are you going to do?
It's crazy.
Oh, insanity.
Dude, I went across the Grand Canyon in a helicopter, and I was out of my mind. In a stupid helicopter.
Oh, my
God. Can you imagine just standing out there on a wire?
You were
dumb.
You were panicking in the rescue vehicle.
Yeah, the thing that took him to the other side of the canyon.
Like, that's the safe thing.
Right. Yeah.
He had
Very
to take a
impressive.
helicopter just to fucking get to the wire.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
This is when he was in Puerto Rico. I don't know if this is it or not. This
is it, right?
He's in Puerto Rico and he's crossing the wire and he's wearing a shirt that's buttoned up the front and it's open. It's like the wind is just going to be blowing
Flapping it.
Why would you do it?
Show Jimmy the. Yeah, he practices.
Oh, is that what he does with fans?
They put big fan motors on him so he could get the wind.
Yeah. Yeah. Here it is. This
might be a montage. I don't know if it'll be on it.
Even to the point where when I was a child and I would
Yeah,
get
this
off
is all just
Okay.
Was that the
one where his grandfather fell? He went back and did it with his mom. His mom decided she needed to do it too. So they were walking toward each other. Could you find that clip, possibly?
Maybe.
That was maybe crazier than what we saw last
And then what
night.
they do when they met him? You move over. You move over.
She freaking sits down on the wire. She's a chubby older woman now.
And he steps over
and he
her.
steps over her. It's crazy.
Get the fuck out of the way, Ma.
There it is. Is that? Yeah, this might be it. Here it is. Here it is.
Okay.
Look, there's Mommy. Mommy's on the wire. She sits and then leans
Just sitting
down.
would be hard.
And then watch. He has to step over her.
Whoa!
And
Yeah.
she had to bend down and sit down. She's a woman of a certain age at this point.
Right.
It's crazy.
And now he's stopped. Now, why is he stopping so she can get up?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And then she's got to figure out how to get back up.
How do you even get back
Look.
up?
She balances with her one leg.
How do you get up? The pole is very important at this point, I would think.
Oh my God.
Mom is panicking. Get up, you old bag.
You got to counterbalance. How the fuck on a cable do you stand back up after?
Oh
wow. That's some fucking strength.
Crush strong legs.
And you know that she didn't fall because you don't hear horror gasps.
That is amazing.
And then they both start walking again. How crazy
And he
is
has a
that?
camera on the end of his stick.
Right.
Cool.
His pole.
Yeah, his pole has a
Camera on his pole.
That family's been doing this since like the 20s.
Yeah.
7 generations, Sam Roberts.
But Disney made him wear a wire. That's disgraceful.
Yeah.
That's literally like a black guy doing a stunt and them going, "Hey, could you fucking put on this mammy hat?" How humiliating that is.
Yeah.
That's what that's like.
Mammy hat.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is what your family's been doing this, and we're stepping in saying wear a wire.
Yeah,
which
I
goes
think I
against
got
everything.
it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
I think I got it.
Snipers on either end of the tightrope to shoot down birds.
Oh, are they?
No, there weren't.
There's no way that's
This
true.
guy is such a fucking liar.
Well, let's see. I love liars. Rich, you're lying.
No, serious.
It's in the windage and the Coriolis of the Earth movement.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snipers to shoot at birds. That sounds safe.
Yeah, I think the Navajo Indians would allow that. Is it Navajo over there?
Oh, Navajo. Yeah, I think they got some Navajo. They got some Hopi.
Oh, they
got a few Hopi Indians.
Oh, they got the Hopis?
Yeah.
Nice.
And, yeah, the guy came up and gave him
You've
a
been
little
to the
time.
Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How cool it is.
It was fucked up, though, because at one point, this fucking old guy who was cool at first.
Right.
He, for some reason, thought we were jumping his claim.
No.
And we were checking out this ghost town, and there was a jail in there.
Right.
And he, like, said, check out this cell. And we all went in, and then he fucking shut the door and then stole our station wagon.
Whoa, that's
I know.
crazy.
Fucking pissed. But,
did he get lost in the Grand Canyon, too, a little bit?
No, my little sister did, and my brother.
Did he call out to her?
Yeah, we were calling out for a
Did
while.
she finally come, or?
Yeah. They had
Okay.
lived off of some, I guess they were baked beans and a flashlight or something.
Really?
Yeah, they met some Indian kid.
It worked out in the end, obviously.
It all works out in the end.
Terrific.
Everything's fine now. Except Dad had AIDS, and he died.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Can we get Nick Lewenda on our show?
No
He was
way.
in here like
What?
a week or two ago.
What? Did he,
He
go
was
on the
in
morning,
here.
morning mashup?
What do you do?
I don't know. He did a bunch of shows.
Who?
Nick Walenda.
When?
A week or two ago.
Why did we talk to him?
Tightrope channel?
I didn't even know he was here. I would.
You went on the Tightrope channel? You
Tightrope
didn't do
channel?
our fucking channel?
Grand Canyon channel?
He would have done the show. I mean, he wasn't being picky.
What
He
other
did
shows are on the Tightrope channel?
I don't know if they're,
They got
that
it.
channel exists.
Did he do the Catholic channel?
He did like.
Oh, I bet he did.
The trucking
Praise
channel.
Jesus.
He did a ton of them.
Oh.
Praise
bet.
the Lord, praise Jesus. Did he do the...
Can we get some like duct tape and make
Thank
a,
you, Sydney.
a line
Thank
all the
you,
way
Jesus.
down this hall?
Thank you, Jesus. Praise Jesus for our interns.
Yes.
Praise Jesus.
Yes. Praise Jesus for the way that thing moves. Thank you, Lord.
Let's put a line of duct tape all the way down the long hallway and see who could fucking make it to the end.
Without, what, falling off the line?
We should film it for worstbitsever.com. That was a big fat wire.
Oh, come on.
It was 2 inches.
It was like the size of his foot, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
And the bottom of his shoes are really soft. You can see he takes his like big toe and then the
squeezes it
next
in.
one over and goes over the wire.
Yeah.
And the shoe kind of bends.
There's special shoes Mama makes.
I would think there'd have to be a special shoe.
Mama makes the shoes.
Mom makes them.
He should have to wear tap shoes. How slippery that would be.
Yes.
With metal taps.
Yes.
He's just shuffling off to Buffalo on the...
Yeah. And do a little scat man in the middle.
Yeah.
Give him Gene Simmons.
Okay,
boots.
do it. Yeah, kiss boots.
Fucking
Some kiss
sock
boots,
shoe
right.
for us over there, you fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Well, that was some terrific TV last night. I definitely enjoyed it.
That was easy.
I enjoyed
yeah.
it.
Come on, Chip.
Fuck yeah.
Chip, stop. That wasn't easy.
But Twitter sucks because you just watch the Twitter feed to see if you fell or not.
That's true.
I guess I should have just shut that part.
Somebody would have said that was there.
in a
tweeting,
second. It would have
like,
been
oh my God,
instant.
he just fell.
Right, before it happened on TV.
Yeah.
And you think they would have shown it?
No. Absolutely not. They would not have shown it.
They would have went
had
to a
guy-
helicopter shot or something?
They had a fucking contingency plan and a guy on a button that was like his fucking one job is to punch out of that show. Sound and audio, sound and video. Done.
You think, right?
I'd absolutely.
Guarantee it.
There'd be lawsuits up the ass.
But why?
People were traumatized, things like that.
I bet they'd show him stumble off the wire and then immediately cut it.
Then you'd have to go online.
I don't think they would show him stumbling. I think that's right. It would just be a quick cut to whatever, something.
Yeah.
And just say, oh, just so you know, he fell off the wire.
I don't know if they would even say anything. They would probably just go to another show and make believe they never broadcast.
Never put it on.
Just straight to Scared and Naked or whatever that show is called.
Yes, yes.
Bears in Alaska or something. I don't know. They would just fucking make believe.
Yeah.
They would make believe
It never
they never had
happened.
anything to do with it.
What happened to Nick Walenda? I don't know. He wasn't
who?
on our channel.
What do you mean, Nick Walenda? Who?
Yeah, it wasn't on our channel. I don't know.
Oh, he finished it. He's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we didn't.
What's the naked show about?
It's like Survivor, but they're naked.
Everyone has to be naked, though?
It's the dumbest show. I was watching it.
Really? The reviews on the
afterwards.
show were good. It's stupid.
There's a guy.
Right.
He was like 40, I think, in his 40s. And then there's some chick, and she was like 22. And then they put him out in the middle of the jungle. It's naked and afraid. And they take all their shit, their clothes, their fucking supplies, and they got to kind of make do for a couple of weeks. A couple of 3 weeks, I guess. But they have everything blurred out.
Right.
So you didn't see any you didn't see any what I assumed to be a giant hairy pussy on her. She got really wide hips there. And then this, guy was a psychopath.
Really?
And then they just mostly sat around complaining naked.
Yeah, but they finally figured out a way to start selling DVDs again. Because you're just going to want to get the uncensored DVD.
Right. You want the naked version, maybe.
So, yeah, it just looks like Survivor.
Yeah.
Naked.
And then you got the camera crew that always fucking takes you out of it. Because you know that if anything really bad happens, there's people there to help them out. I hate that. That's why I like Survivor, man, because he was filming his own shit.
Yeah.
With that shitty camcorder.
Set the camera up and...
Yeah, but this camera crew's naked.
Oh, everyone's naked?
I don't know if the camera crew's naked. But this is the show that the producer of the show got bit by that snake and his foot was rotting away. And they showed,
really? That was that guy?
They showed it online.
Sure.
Yeah. That was him. Oh, look how cute. Little monkeys.
I would never go into the jungle naked.
No.
I wouldn't come in here naked.
Why would you go?
So stupid.
Why would you go in the jungle naked?
Yeah.
He got to kill a snake, poisonous snake.
Wow.
He beat his head in with a stick.
Well,
imagine fucking fire ants crawling in your anus.
Oh, God.
In your pee hole.
Ow.
That could definitely happen if you were naked in a jungle.
Is he barefoot?
Yeah, he's naked.
Yes, Jesus.
What's the point of this guy doing this?
Exactly.
It's difficult.
They fashioned some crude clothing out of leaves and vines and whatnot.
There's people who live like this all the time. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. And then he gets overly dramatic after he killed the snake. He looked up. He's breathing heavy. This guy was such a tool.
Why did he kill the snake? Just to protect himself?
To eat it. And so, it wouldn't go around, biting him.
To make cool TV.
And then
There's probably other snakes.
Yeah, I bet there's other snakes in fucking Costa Rica. And then they went back, and then they also, the chick got a tortoise. She got a little turtle. So they cracked that thing open and ate it. And then the next 3 days, she had like explosive diarrhea.
Oh, my God. Food poisoning from a turtle?
And to keep warm at night, they were spooning naked. So imagine how shitty his dick got.
Nice.
She's squirting fucking diarrhea.
You think they, did a little of that fucking?
I don't know. It did, well, not much indication. The guy was.
If you're naked in a jungle with a broad, I think he just
got to do some fucking.
It has to happen.
He was a bit misogynistic. He had a problem with girls and women and whatnot.
Yeah.
He was calling her kiddo for a while, and it was really kind of twisted. There was some paternal thing going on, but they're naked.
Right.
Were they wearing any clothes?
No.
Naked.
They're naked.
Oh.
It's in the title of the show, by the way. Afraid and naked.
And naked. Nice.
The naked part made no sense at all. I was questioning. It's like, why? Like, why? That's purely for shock.
Can't they have, like, a bikini and swim trunks?
Right.
We're taking everything, but here's your swim trunks.
Yeah.
Living in the scary jungle.
Right.
Naked.
But also naked.
Naked.
Their penis just rubs up against so many things in the jungle. It's just bumping into shit.
Yeah, at one point he's going down a steep embankment that was pretty muddy, and he's carrying wood, and he slipped.
Right.
And he's just falling down, and all I'm thinking is what is going up his ass, and and his dick and balls are hitting the ground.
Just bouncing off everything.
Oh, yeah. You're getting those parasites in there, probably. Going to be with him for the rest of his life. Dick worms or something. The Costa Rican penis worm crawls in there. Lays its eggs.
I'd be worried about getting a tick on my penis, let alone everything else that's in the jungle.
Exactly.
Why would your penis start fucking making a weird movement?
Tick. Oh, boy.
Like the hole of your dick just keeps going.
Hello.
All right, why don't we take a break? We got a busy show today. We got Bob Kelly coming in today.
Nice.
I believe he's got a TV show right around the corner.
Oh, right.
On Travel Channel or something?
Yes, it's called Naked and Afraid.
Bob's going to be on Naked and Afraid.
Only the
Nice.
viewers are afraid.
And then Melanie Monroe, she's been tweeting that we can't handle her, and she's coming in today. Watch out, guys. Watch out.
Who is she? Comes highly recommended
by the Who Kid.
By DJ Who Kid.
Why highly recommended?
He loves her. She's on his show all the time, all naked.
Who is Melanie Monroe?
Afraid?
She's a big-titted penthouse.
Oh, good.
We got a penthouse broad coming in.
She's over there in the in the Shade Studios. Then she's naked and afraid, I bet, too. Goes on over there.
Queen of the MILFs.
Well, she's been tweeting that we can't handle her.
MILF.
So let's, oh
boy,
take a deep breath here.
And I believe the idea,
get prepared.
Everyone relax.
The idea of her is that we want to audition to see if she has the potential to be one of the bitches to come on the bus trip.
Oh, I thought to be on Naked and Afraid.
Naked, Afraid.
Let's do our own version of Naked and Afraid
We
today.
are. It's called the bus trip.
Let's get her naked and let's see who can make her very afraid.
All right.
Like E-Rock will hide under the desk and be like, boo!
Boo! Right, there you go. We can try that.
That's good.
Naked and afraid.
Afraid.
E-Rock, you were tweeting like crazy about the Nick Wallenda. What were your thoughts?
Oh, I was panicking too because I have a thing with heights just like Sam does.
Whoa.
But I was wondering if he fell off, would they have to cut off the mic if he's cursing Jesus?
The whole way down. That's a long way down.
Yeah.
And you would hear some stuff.
No, you'd hear some shit.
I was wondering if they dub in Goofy falling over the cliff.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm coming to you, Jesus! Jesus, I'm coming!
Yeah, you think?
My Lord, take me home!
I don't think he would understand Jesus at that point. I don't think he would be thanking Jesus like, thank you, Jesus. I know it's my time to go, Jesus. Thank you.
The shot would be on Willie Geist, but they wouldn't have figured out the audio. So Willie Geist is just staring awkwardly at the camera.
No, he would be saying something like,
to you, Jesus!
they're going to ruin Willie Geist. It's too bad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, he's a rock star right now, but they're going to get to him. They're going to get to his brain.
Get to his brain.
I hope not.
Because he would be the type of guy that would just go, that is awesome.
He just
if he fell,
plummeted to
he
his
would just
death.
be, that is awesome.
You see, at one point they didn't know what to do with the camera, so the camera shot is just on Willie Geist's crotch.
What?
It just
Yeah, I
cut
saw
to
your
a scene, and it's just the camera's just on his crotch while they're talking. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Then they cut back to the scenery.
Willie Geist had very tight pants on. I don't know what that was about.
He did.
He decided, I need to fucking put some tight pants on.
Looked like he had a segment of that wire in his pants.
Right.
Amazing.
That is a thick wire.
Yeah, very.
All right, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
We come back
to the first break, Jesus,
Yes.
King of Kings. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Can we
Jesus.
talk about fucking Canada and their
Canada?
fucking sickening Supreme Court decision?
Oh.
Why? We're keeping it
Please.
fun right now. What's happening in
do it.
Canada?
Let's talk about Canada.
Just a fucking lack of free speech. Ugh.
I hate the Canadians. No, I'm kidding. Of course, Canada.
I love Canadians, but that fucking they're worse up there than we are here.
Well, that's obvious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That comic has to pay money to that fucking lesbian couple.
Oh, that story's still going on.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll get an
the
update
Supreme
on
Court
that.
upheld.
That's crazy.
Wow,
Really,
all right,
that's embarrassing. You should be in Canada. You should be fucking embarrassed.
Wow, we'll talk about that next. And, of course, Paula Deen. Paula Deen. And her apologies. How many did she make? How many is she up to? Like 10 or 12 now?
Yeah, I think so. 15.
Oh, my God. And what, she put one online and doesn't understand?
Embarrassing.
All right, well, I guess we'll get into that after
Oh,
the
yeah,
break.
it's fantastic.
All right.
My dick's so shitty. My dick's so shitty from your ass. So dick's so shitty. My dick's so shitty from your asshole. Say you won't blow me, like it in your face. Say you only take the cock in your dirty place. thing.
This is the Opie and Anthony channel. Opie and Anthony channel. Opie and Anthony channel. On Sirius XM.
We should do a montage of the first things we say when these mics go on. We should do a montage of the first thing when these mics go on. We should do a montage. 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 Because even after all these years, it's just dumb little noises.
Noises.
Make sure all the tones are there.
Yeah, you gotta feel it out.
Make sure all the tones are there.
Yeah, you gotta feel it out. Get some lows. Get some highs. 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 How we doing this morning?
Let's do it.
How we doing this morning?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Noises.
Let's do it.
Noises. 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 Noises.
Shit, on the scene. Shit, on the scene. Yeah.
What's that? Well, can we interview you for Chipper TV? It's talking to people at Comic-Cons. What's your hat supposed to be?
Supposed to be the mushroom head for Toad.
The mushroom, uh-oh. Like magic mushrooms, like you're gonna get zooted or something?
Yeah, we're magic brownies, right?
I got so fucked up one time. I was smoking reefers and doing Mary Janes and whatnot. And my friend's like, you wanna do mushrooms? I'm like, fuck that shit.
No, it's just at that point, you're just like, no, maybe later.
Yeah, I get too zooted. I just get fucking crazy, you know? Fucking throw shit at the cops and whatnot. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Makes sense, yeah.
So, how's your Comic-Con?
So far, so good. I'm trying to meet girls, make friends. Where's your boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh, that's nice. You want to go out for some pea soup or something?
I gotta go meet up with my cousin. She's a
What the fuck?
She's an artist here.
Damn it. Where you from?
I live in France.
Oh, what brings you here from France? Oh my God, look at that guy's bulge. That's the biggest pecker I ever seen. I like you. Where's your boyfriend?
He's walking around here somewhere.
Shit.
I gotta go before he gets mad.
Thought I was gonna get that too. God damn it. I can't get no puss here.
Shit, on the scene. Shit, on the scene. Yeah.
Fucking home run, Chipperson.
Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Thank you, Jesus, for my oatmeal.
Wonder what's
King
going
of
on.
Kings. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, and these wonderful blueberries, too, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. What is this?
Wow. What's that? 50 years? 45 years? I'm not even going to say what it is. I don't know. I'm just throwing out, like, how many years? Is this 45 years?
72 years ago, the Beach Boys released their greatest hits album, Endless
72.
Summer. Endless Summer, yeah. What?
I don't think it was that one.
So, yeah, right there. Look, 72 years ago.
Damn. Who did that, Sal?
Al from Happy Days is still alive?
That's too bad.
Get the fuck out of here.
How old's Al?
94?
No way. No, he's not.
Yes, he
really?
is.
Wow.
Is he still alive, really? What was his name?
Maybe.
Al Molinaro.
Jesus. How old's Fonzie?
Fonzie's 82.
82.
What?
The Fonz.
He is, though.
No. Yeah. Come on now. Now you should
Fun.
All right.
Sam. Anyone could do that. I could have been a Beach Boy, Sam.
You could not.
I did good there.
You didn't. That's a great song.
Huh?
That's a great song.
You like that one? You like that Beach Boys stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look, I know Paula Dean should be able to say nigger. But I was just thinking how much fun Patrice would have with the
oh my god,
the old white-haired fucking woman saying the word.
This racist old white lady.
Oh yeah, he would be. I hate when this shit comes up because I just picture Patrice immediately. He would be laughing so fucking hard at Paula Dean and how ridiculous she looks.
You know, she said everybody said she is a racist old white lady. He'd be like, let's be, you know.
He would be laughing at how she's groveling for forgiveness from black people.
That apology.
No one's going to listen to your apologies.
It's please, black people.
Please, my life was great.
Let me work, black people.
Please, Jesus.
Please, Jesus.
Jesus.
Under the authority of black people, Jesus, please.
King of Kings, please, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
You understand. Sometimes you just have to say that word, right, Jesus?
All she had to do is say, no, never use that word.
Never said it.
I don't believe there's a person alive that has not said that word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, that's why
I mean, when Sean Hannity once said on our phone, he never said the word or never thought the word. I was like, all right. I threw my hands up that day and then went, all right. I understand why you have to say that, Sean Hannity, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Sean's smart. You're not rewarded for honesty in this
No,
country. You're
right.
rewarded for lying.
Right.
We are rewarded for being a liar. So Sean is smart and Paula Dean is dumb.
Yeah, you can't say that shit.
But for people to make believe that people don't use the word, that's just crazy. That's just crazy talk.
Of course they use it.
I think every person has used the word
in some context.
Yeah. Right?
Even if you're just describing somebody else use it, you say what they said.
Yeah. Or you just or you're listening to Biggie Smalls and you're singing along.
Exactly. Or you can't hear the movie. You're cooking with Brazil nuts.
But here's Paula Dean. It's her turn. It's her turn in the old racist / you can't say shit barrel.
The apology.
And I like her red-faced apology the best.
You do?
Yeah, but then she decided that wasn't good enough, so she decided, oh, we got to get that off YouTube before everyone sees it, and I'm going to make another one. And she has no idea how this shit works, that it's there forever.
Forever and ever.
Like, she thought that she could just get rid of that video and no one would fucking see it.
You can delete that, right?
Right.
Well, I deleted it. How is it out there?
Now, how do they have copies of it?
Right, Jesus, those people.
I'll be honest, I got lazy with this story. I don't even really know what this is about. So she
was being sued
for sexual harassment.
It was like harassment, workplace harassment. They said she was saying nigger, and she talking about some party she wanted to have.
Right. Some plantation party. So what was the problem with that?
Well, it would have been like everybody would have been dressed like Plantation Days, like Django, you know.
Sure.
But she also wanted the black people in servant uniforms.
Would not be renewing her contract, but now her supporters are dishing out plenty of criticism of that decision, while others are applauding the Food Network.
When it
I
puts
want
down
to
racial
apologize
lines.
to everybody.
Paula fans are standing by the butter-loving chef and threatening to boycott the Food Network for sticking a fork in her shows.
I'm going to wrap it in bacon, and we're going to deep fry it.
At her Savannah restaurant, the line was around the block this weekend as patrons showed support.
She has apologized, and
I think maybe we ought to take that for what it's worth.
Oh,
I think it's a learning lesson for her, and it's a learning lesson for the people that do forgive. So I would forgive her.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Holy shit, we just saw something happen on TV that we've never seen that before.
They have nothing to forgive her for. She wasn't talking to them.
Her and her brother filed by a former employee.
Please forgive me.
Red-faced idiot.
And it's so great
She
'cause
issued back-to-back
showing the
video
apology that
apologies
she took
online
down.
after readily admitting to using the N-word in the past.
The N-word.
Your color of your skin, your religion, your sexual preference.
Your penis
does not matter
size.
to me.
Your
I am
inability
here
to adhere
say
to
I
the
am
law.
So sorry.
Dean is also accused in the lawsuit of wanting to plan a Southern plantation-themed party with black waiters. Just last year, Dean spoke at a New York Times event about race relations in the South and her views on slavery.
Black folks played such an integral part in our lives. They were like our family. And we didn't see ourselves as
like a
being
pet.
prejudiced.
Right.
I think we're all prejudiced against one something or another, and I think black people feel the same prejudice, that,
Just being honest.
that white people feel.
Right.
Shortly after her public apology, the Food Network said it was not renewing her contract, putting an end to her 3 shows. The scandal has whipped up more than 13,000 comments on the Food Network's Facebook page. Food Network, I'm firing you. Goodbye, wrote one user. Others applaud the Food Network's decision to dump Dean.
I love seeing
Great
this.
move, Food
Love
Network.
it.
It had to be done.
Meaning
Disrespectful
the
slurs
support.
will not
Love
be
it.
tolerated.
People fighting back for
and
once.
the fallout could continue. Listen to what
Finally.
QVC, which carries Dean's line of cookware, told CNN.
We're watching those developments closely and reviewing our business relationship with Miss Dean.
Fired.
I think they
And
fired her
Walmart,
already, right?
which sells
QVC?
Dean's products, has not yet commented on the future of their relationship. Her cookware is also sold at other chains, including Target and Kmart. The case she is involved in is still ongoing, and Dean has released a statement thanking the Food Network for 11 great years.
So her life is ruined
back to you.
because she
All right,
admitted
Pamela,
that she has
thanks so
said
much.
nigger in
So
her
let's
life.
get
In
more
her
on
life,
this with
at some
Mike
point.
Paul, known as the Reputation Doctor, better name,
Wow.
better title than anyone I have ever
boy.
had, and has been
Yo,
in
fuck
more than
this
20
woman.
years' experience in strategic public relations. So beyond the legal trouble that she is facing, let's talk about her reputation.
Damn, that's
In
a
the
big
role-
bitch.
In the role that she has, in the brand that
watching
she has,
CNN.
it is all about reputation. Do you
Holy
think she's done,
shit, she's
or do you
huge.
think this is a blip and there is a chance that she could actually come back to have a career?
Well, there's a court of law and there's a court of public opinion.
Yep.
One of the things you need to be thinking about when you look at this story is that approximately 50%, I would even lean more towards it being more important than 50%, the court of public opinion. So the attorneys are obviously behind the scenes, but there needs to be someone like myself, a crisis PR expert or reputation management expert, helping her. If you have
All right, fuck.
By the way, where's all the progressive free thinkers in this country sticking up for her?
They're kind of sticking up for her, though.
But I mean, her fans are.
Right.
But where are people who politically or ideologically find what she said revolting? Where are they?
They're too scared for their livelihoods.
They're happy that she's in trouble.
Right.
Where's the celebrities?
Right.
There's not, even though she is a cunt.
Right.
There's not one celebrity
I know.
sticking up for her right to be a cunt.
We're almost celebrities.
Well,
and we're sticking up for her.
Sure, but we're shock jocks.
Oh, right.
Look out.
Oops. It's completely ridiculous.
Yep, they just leave her hanging.
But I like that her fans are, fucking coming out of the woodwork and doing whatever they can. Because you rarely see that, right?
Yeah. No one ever fights back.
No one ever fights back. Yeah.
It also doesn't help that everybody hated her before anyway.
Yeah, she's
Why is
not
she
a
so
likable-
hateable?
She's not
Because
a
she gives
likable.
people diabetes. Like she just makes.
She really does make horrible
shows
things.
that,
Mac
everything-
and cheese
she kills
wrapped in
people.
bacon and then deep fried. Oh
Yeah,
boy,
wow, that's hard to figure out.
Wow.
Why is she a great chef for coming up with that?
She's not. She's just this sort of.
She makes tasty ass food, I bet, though.
Yeah, but,
I'm sure it's
that's that shit we were doing at the Fig House, a stupid fraternity house. We would fuck around like that.
Right.
Whoa.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
but
cooking show.
You also had
Damn it.
marshmallows in your ass.
Well, true.
You know,
awkward.
Be real.
Well, we didn't need dessert.
Oh, imagine those.
I'm sure someone had to eat one.
She's just like that, Southern grandma who everybody finds comfortable, except then you find out she's doing terrible things.
Right.
And she admitted she used the word because what? She was being held up or something, or saw like a robbery go down, or what the fuck?
Yeah, well, I don't exactly know why she said she used the word, but the fact that she also, I think it weighs in heavily that she wanted to throw a party with black people dressed up.
No, here it
as
is. It's not just a black people dressed up
in-house
thing.
slaves.
She wanted to have like a plantation party, a southern plantation party of the era of, the mid 1800s. Part of that is having a black wait staff. I'm sure she's not going to be like, let's whip them and put them in the box or something like that. But just to have that whole thing, it's portrayed in movies.
But the complaint would be celebrating. Like, oh, look, it's a party, this is fun.
What about when you're having the Civil War reenactments and stuff? Things like that. It's a historical themed party. But why wouldn't you want authentic?
You couldn't have a Nazi
It's not the smartest idea.
He does every weekend.
A Nazi party.
Probably meant you shouldn't.
It certainly isn't the smartest idea to have a plantation
Hey,
party.
look, I'm
in
not
this day
saying,
and age.
I am not saying it's a smart
she's
idea.
not the smartest fucking person.
I'm not saying it's not tacky. It's not in horrid taste. I'm just saying to put on it the same weight you would as her, like, making jokes about slavery or things like what some people are saying, that it's so horrible. No, you got to keep it in perspective.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
And the fact that she wanted to have that kind of party, who gives a fuck?
I can see why people would stop watching her because they don't like that. But the Food Network, you can't fire somebody.
She's an old cunt. Like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's not a cunt or just an old bag.
Exactly.
And, like, to want to do that, you're kind of an old cunt. But it shouldn't cost you your job.
No.
Of course not.
It comes off as an entitled old white woman that, like, is downplaying the struggle of blacks and the history. So all that, sure. But to lose your job over something like that is
the dishonesty
ridiculous.
in the whole thing is what's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Right. I mean, I guarantee the guy who had to make the decision to get her off the Food Network used the word. I mean,
guarantee.
Who are you kidding?
Unless everybody...
And enough with the media saying the N-word.
I know, it sounds ridiculous.
You're saying the word.
They're saying nigger. So if you're not going to say it, let it be uncomfortable.
Right.
And say the word.
Yeah.
And you're saying it more than when they used to not say the N-word.
They love that there's a word now that means the word, because now they can say it all the time.
Right.
I don't know how they used to get away with it.
What's the difference between the two? You're saying the word when you say the N-word.
How did they used to report on the news? Well,
they said nigger.
He said,
Did we see that Tonight Show clip recently? Did I watch it here or was it home where they it was the Pryor documentary.
How about the niggers? Huh?
No, it was Johnny Carson.
Yeah?
And he was talking to Richard Pryor. And he said, you say nigger a lot. Does that... And they were very close. And it was no...
Did the audience go, oh?
No.
No, it's really weird, though, to watch. I remember... Yeah.
They applaud.
Because the audience knew back then...
It was strange, though, being from the future like we are.
The future.
We're from the future, and then you see that, you went, whoa, that is weird, because you will not have Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, David Letterman, or Jay Leno. They would never say that.
Never.
You used to be able to use that word on the radio when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Can you find that? Can you look up Carson Pryor?
Crazy.
Because he was asking him about a legit question, because people had given Pryor a little bit of shit about it.
There's no context anymore.
It's a great clip.
With nigger, there's no context in saying it. It's always portrayed as horribly bad. Whether you're asking a question like that or using it in an offensive manner, it's the same now.
Wait, this lady wants to school us on Paula Deen. Oh. Jennifer in Pennsylvania, go ahead. What are we getting wrong?
Oh, you're getting nothing wrong. I just wanted to let you know that Paula Deen is the one who brought the Neelys, who I believe are black, to the Food Network. And she's also had gay people, black people, all kinds of people on her show.
Then I'm glad she's being fired. Very, very bad woman.
All right, well, you just turned us.
Good for her.
Good riddance.
So there you go. I just wanted to let you know.
Well, I think obviously we don't have her fans listening to us for the most part, but
all that goes down the shitter.
I sure hope the fans continue to support her because it's enough already with this bullshit.
Yeah,
it's all bullshit. If you like your show and and the host gets in trouble, you got to support them. You got to start fighting back against these corporate douchebags.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure no woman in the Deep South has ever used that word before. So.
Oh, I'm sure they have, miss.
We all have. We've all used the word.
Oh, and I love you, Chip.
What's that?
Oh, God. Go fuck yourself.
You.
I'll put my pecker in you so deep. I'll give you a good pecker, Rogerin'.
Okay, I'll send you my email.
Yeah, please do. You can send it to me, and I'll send you pictures of my pecker.
I would appreciate that.
It's so fucking big, it's not even funny.
It isn't.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
all right.
Stick my
Thanks,
pecker
Jennifer.
deep. Make you come buckets.
Can we listen to the Paula Dean apology?
Yeah, well, which
She's like
one?
my mother.
Oh, you found the Johnny Carson clip too?
No, I did not find it.
Okay.
That's not online. But you want the first one or the second one?
Oh, the first one when she's a red-faced idiot.
Yeah.
A red-faced idiot.
Hi, I'm Paula Dean. I'm on The Sun.
Why is her face so red? Because then in the
Makeup.
other one...
I want to apologize to everybody for the wrong that I've done.
Especially the niggers.
I want to learn and grow from this. Inappropriate, hurtful language is totally, totally unacceptable. I've made plenty of mistakes along the way, but I beg you, my children, my team, my fans, my partners, I beg for your forgiveness. Please forgive me for the mistakes that I've made.
That's it?
Mistakes.
Yeah.
I feel
You can edit that,
Isn't
right?
that fucking just
it makes me
groveling.
sick to my stomach.
But you can't blame her in a weird way, you know? She's seen her whole empire go away for some just nonsense. It's just nonsense in the end. So now she's not a red-faced idiot in this one.
No.
And then she released this, what, an hour later or something? A couple hours later?
I'm still really sorry.
Please, I beg you, black people.
Is this the one where she apologized to Matt Lauer?
Yes.
For what?
Because she was supposed to go on Matt Lauer and then she chickened out.
Well, she was not physically able.
No, this is where she should have went on Matt Lauer and
Of
just taken the
course.
heat. Her fucking pukey rep probably told her. Fucking vomity publicist. Hey,
Exactly.
You don't want to do that.
Hello, y'all. I'm Paula Dean. I was invited this morning to speak with Matt Lauer about a
Matt
subject
Lauer.
that has been very hurtful.
And the Negro weatherman.
This morning. The pain has been tremendous that I have caused to myself and to others.
To myself. The pain I caused to myself
So
first.
I'm taking this opportunity now that I've pulled myself together and am able to speak to offer an apology to those that I have hurt.
Keep in mind, she was obviously able to speak before this because she had already released
Other
and deleted
apology.
the other apology.
The one where she was a red-faced.
The one I label red-faced idiot.
Red-faced idiot.
I want people to understand that my family and I are not the kind of people
Oh, boy.
that the
This
press
never
is
sounds
wanting
good.
to say we are. I've spent the best of 24 years to help myself and others. Your color of your skin, your religion, your sexual preference does not matter to me, but it's what in the heart.
To God it does.
And my family and I try to live by that. And I am here to say I am so sorry. I was wrong. Yes, I've worked hard and I've made mistakes, but that is no excuse.
No excuse.
And I offer my sincere apology to those that I have hurt, and I
Black
hope
people.
that you forgive me, because this comes from the deepest part of my heart. And I will
embarrassing.
continue to work
It's horrible that she's in this position.
continue to do good things for good people.
For white people.
Thank you for listening.
That's the groveling begging right before you get shot on the fucking, like, firing squad or, you know, some fucking warlord's got a machete and hacks your head off.
Another fake outrage by the Americans. Another fake fucking America. You know, I've been obsessed with it, as we all have. This inspires this dumb country into a racial chat.
Yes.
Michael Richards inspires this dumb country into a racial chat. The 4 black Marines who fucking rape the black wife and murder the white husband of their the Marine commander, and then they write "nigger" on the wall so it looks like the Klan did it. And the media says that their motives were robbery. or that the one guy didn't get a promotion. That doesn't spark any racial chat.
None.
This does.
Mm-hmm.
And none of this, by the way, is the fault of blacks. This is all white people's fucking phoniness.
Well, I'll add a little
all of it.
Fault of the black people.
No, none. All of it.
Well.
Because black people will talk about it. If you talk about those Marines, black people will talk about it. They won't shy away. They know what happened. You talk to a couple of black guys about that, they understand what that was. And they understand. If you ask black people, do you think that the media would report it differently if it was what? They would probably tell you, yeah. If it was 4 white Marines, a black male, and a white woman, of course they would report it. This is what makes us talk.
It is ridiculous.
Shit.
This fucking old battle axe.
Who cares about her?
Who cares about her?
She's not relevant. She's a fucking fat old lady.
But
gives a fuck.
You know, saying that, just let her do a dumb show. Who cares? Why would you fire someone for
the Food Network is disgusting.
And the Food Network statement, you know, trying to distance themselves from, we don't, but we sure don't have the feelings that this woman, please, in no way do we agree with the fucking blah, blah, blah. So stupid.
I bet you there's a lot of joking in the boardroom at the Food Network.
I bet.
Those old white guys trying to tell me they've never used a word. Are you kidding me?
I was saying, I tweeted, they should have the glasses like on, and They Live. Only you see everybody that's used the word nigger.
Oh my God!
It would be like everybody.
I can't imagine there's not a person that is.
It's so dishonest to think that people, if their emotions or their anger is really up there, they're personally affected by something, whether it's somebody cutting you off on the street or killing your family or anything in between, that you wouldn't want to use the most harsh language as possible against that person, no matter what they are, no matter what race or anything. You go for the jugular when you're angry. No one's going to convince me that in the case of black people, you tame it back one notch. You tame your anger back one notch because you're such a good person and would never think or speak like that. You're fucking being so dishonest. Because when someone fucks you and fucks with you, your family, whatever, you go for the jugular every time. Fucking asshole, fuck you, you motherfucker. And you're gonna at least think it, if not say it. Stop.
So, we'll see what happens with Paula Deen. But so far, the fans are stepping forward a bit.
It's crazy that they don't even wait to see if people will still watch it or not.
No.
Like if everybody stops watching it, then okay.
That was the discussion we had last week, because this happens all the fucking time. Yeah. You wait and see what happens, and then if the ratings drastically drop because she did that, and then you get rid of her. But they never wait it out. What would be the problem with waiting it out? Especially because it didn't happen. It didn't happen while she was doing the show. It has nothing to do with what she does for a living.
And most of the people that are upset, like, they don't even know. People aren't reading the story. They don't. No. They just heard Paula Deen is dropping M-bombs. So like, yeah, I hate her.
Well, that's just it. People hear what they hear on the news, and that's it.
Oh, the news.
They make their decision based on that. That's why there's so many misconceptions about the Zimmerman trial. And people are like, oh, yeah, he did this, that. Oh, he's going to be charged. Because no one knows what the real facts of the case are. They heard the news report shit a week after it happened, think they knew everything, and you still hear people quoting things that have been proven absolutely false. That, by the way, starts up today, I guess, opening arguments today in the Zimmerman trial. Shit. They have the jury. It's 6 all women, 5 white broads, 1 Hispanic mixed woman. They will be sequestered.
Wow.
And they are from, various backgrounds. But
you think the women thing is bad news for them?
No, I don't think so. I think it's all right. I think if you read about their backgrounds, it's not just, some fucking college chick or something. It's, women that have worked, their mothers. The people saying is the mother thing you think can affect it. But I don't know. White moms are a little different.
Why no black women?
I guess they were like, we don't want any black women on here.
Why wouldn't the prosecutor?
I guess they wanted it, but,
I think the lawyers should be fired for racism.
Racism. The women will, black women are very emotional in this case. from what I've seen and read, my own experience with black women in this case, they're very emotional. They kind of bypass some of the facts for pure emotion. We'll see what happens, though. They're starting that up today. I'll keep a close eye on it. Close eye on this case.
I was wondering.
Like I did Casey Anthony. Like I did Casey Anthony. If you recall, I was, inundated with people saying, "Oh, you're crazy. She's going to prison." I'm like, look, what I see in the evidence and lack thereof, actually, on the part of the prosecution, she's going to walk on this one.
You were right.
And she walked, and I'm saying the same thing about the Zimmerman trial from what I've seen so far.
But you only watched that case because she was really hot, and you were hoping that she would come to the compound for a pool party.
Exactly. Why else would I?
Are you going to do surgery on yourself or something?
Yeah. I got some little cuticle scissors right here and a mirror. But I think I got to go into the bathroom and use that mirror, the big mirror.
Why?
I can't really do it here. I can't get a good look.
What are you going to do?
Well, I got a stitch, one more stitch.
No. You are a stitch.
In there from when I had the extraction done on my wisdom tooth.
Right.
And it's really intrusive. It's on the side of my tongue. I can't really talk very well. And it's hurting, like right where it's threaded through the gum.
I'll get it.
So that's like,
all right,
it's irritating it. So I'm going to snip.
Let's hold the mirror and let's do this.
I'm going to snip the stitch. By the way, the stitch is not a tight stitch at this point. It's a loop of material that is hanging down and it's interrupting with my speech.
All right.
So it's not holding anything right now. So I'm going to snip it and then pull it through.
What are you, a Wallenda? It's very risky.
You want me to hold the mirror for you?
No, I think I got to go to a...
No, you got to do it on the air.
I want to.
All right, let's get a bigger mirror.
Let me see.
Get a bigger mirror.
Get a bigger
mirror.
What if we get... Oh, wait. I get a bigger mirror.
We're getting you a bigger mirror.
Yeah.
Wait, let me take a... I got to take a photo first.
Of what?
Inside. So I could scope it out.
Oh.
I got to scope it out.
We got a bigger mirror.
Yeah, we got a bigger mirror. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see what we got.
Do coke off that.
Okay. Hey, look at that. It's a Grand Theft Auto.
Anthony.
Well, someone's got to hold the mirror for you.
I got to hold it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll hold it.
Okay.
He's just snipping a fucking... What's wrong with you?
He's going to cut his tongue.
No, he's not. I wish he would. You see that big worthless appendage fall out? that fucking race-baiting appendage. All the hatred on that thing.
Oh, my God.
It would probably shrivel up and die like a fucking rose in a vampire movie. That fucking hateful piece of flesh.
Holy shit.
They never had a decent thing pass over it.
Wow.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
The tongue that launched 10,000 racist diatribes has been killed.
All right, where are we at?
Yeah, so just snip it. Attaboy. Snip it.
Oh, fuck.
Now you want me to do it?
Did he get it?
Oh. He's got scissors in his mouth.
Huh?
It's all the way in the back, too.
You got it?
There it is.
That's pretty impressive.
There it is.
A little
There
surgery.
it is.
Do you want to smell that?
No.
Little stitch. Oh, that's much better. Oh, thank God.
Oh, Murray, you're a
Praise
stitch.
Jesus. Praise Jesus. Jesus, steady my hand, Jesus.
King of Kings.
King of Kings,
Kept
Jesus.
that hand fucking steady.
Oh, Jesus, DDS.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
Very good.
Hi, Jackie.
Yay!
She looks very cute today. She's got a little striped dress on.
She has
She's
a
a
different
wonderful
look
girl.
every
Red
day,
belt.
yeah.
She comes right in and brings the berries. She's very good.
know.
You know what they wear? You know their names?
Oh, she bugging
Why
the
wouldn't I?
berries.
They're adorable.
This is atypical intern behavior.
It's called having respect, Sam.
Wait till
you
the
wanna
next
learn it.
batch
They're
of
human
dumb
beings,
guys.
God damn it.
It's called having erections, not having respect.
Yeah. By the way,
Oh,
whoever...
look at this.
What?
See, this to me is pretty good. Right?
Yeah.
And she's completely out of my demo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's nice, too.
You look every time, though.
Is she nice? Yeah, she got nice
every time.
Nice ass on her.
She's very friendly.
All right, our oatmeal's here. Praise Jesus. So
Praise Jesus.
We're going to do some oatmeal. We got Bob Kelly coming in. I think he's got a travel channel show or something.
Does he?
Yeah, what is it about? Does anyone know?
Yeah. It's, I think it's him and Sherrod.
Right.
Yes.
It's Men versus Food is what it's called.
Oh, boy.
But it's not
Food loses.
it's not the same concept as Man versus Food. They go to a town, and then they find, like, all these different food spots. Ooh. And then they just have to keep going and going until one person taps out. They just eat and eat and eat at different food spots.
Why would he do this?
Yeah, Bob Kelly's trying to take care of himself, I thought.
Well, this is just...
How he find an excuse to eat?
He needs everybody.
You can't say no to TV.
He needs everybody to watch because this is the pilot.
Right.
And he said if a lot of people watch, they'll pick it up for a full season.
I don't know.
He's just going to do a lot of eating.
I feel this isn't healthy for Bobby.
It's not smart.
No, it's not healthy at all.
Yeah, let's make sure the pilot doesn't get picked up.
And it's not like they're going to juice bars.
Juice?
Well, they're allowed to drink there, too. That's not appropriate.
Juice.
Do they eat little juice sandwiches?
No, juice. I said juice bars.
I don't know, but the juice sandwich thing is starting to take off a little bit.
What's a Jew sandwich?
You know it when you see it. It's wrapped in tinfoil. It's not impressive.
I don't know. I've seen some Jews make giant sandwiches.
A bit on the thin side.
Yeah?
Usually there's some kind of like pickle with it that's also individually wrapped in tinfoil.
Pickle? Mm-hmm. I hate when they lay that fucking pickle on your sandwich and wrap your sandwich up. And then you open it up and there's a green stripe of pickle juice on your fucking sandwich, and now your sandwich tastes like pickle every bite.
How about
bullshit?
How about we start with? I hate when they give you a pickle that doesn't taste like a fucking pickle. Can we start there at least?
That too.
If you're gonna give me a fucking pickle, could it taste like a pickle and not a goddamn cucumber that you left out in the sun for a day?
Ah,
I hate
what the fuck is that about?
Exactly. I hate when you're trying to pull the pickle back out and you can only get your fucking thumb and pointer finger nail on it, and you break the tip off while it's still lodged in your asshole. Don't you hate that?
Jimmy doesn't have human experiences.
I love it.
I gotta finally realize that. Jimmy's human experiences are a bit different.
His observations are completely unrelated.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Oh, Jimmy.
What is it with the pickles that aren't pickles yet? And why do they serve them?
Yeah, it's a cucumber. Stop it.
It's
dry,
the hell
right?
out of me.
It's
Yes.
like dry and fucking not pickledy tasting.
I'll eat pickles all day long.
They're called half sours. They're disgusting, but people love them.
Half sours.
I don't mind that. Because sometimes a sour is too much.
A half sour.
If you have a fissure, it burns. Oh.
Check out the big belly on E-Rock.
Although you can't eat a lot of gherkins.
Knows lots about food.
Can't eat a lot of gherkins.
I like jerkin the gherkin.
Oh,
nice.
Which,
okay.
Yes.
All right, then. Mm-hmm.
The gherkin. How do you feel about your bread and butter pickle?
Not bad.
Those are pretty good.
Not bad. I
do
good
like
dill.
a solid dill spear.
Old school dill spear.
Yes.
Now you're talking.
Yes. Vlasic.
With a little hamburger on the side.
Fuck.
Hamburger, ketchup, a little cheese on that bad boy,
No,
maybe
I
a
don't
little
like
tomato, and then that nice dill pickle to bring it all together.
Don't like a pickle with anything. Pickle is very overbearing.
You don't like pickles with your hamburger?
I just like taking a pickle and eating it. I don't want a pickle with anything else because they overpower everything. It's a very strong thing. So it's like, oh, great, I'm having a pickle burger. I'm having pickle fries. I'm having pickle ketchup. It's pickle. Pickle.
We're talking about pickles and not racial issues?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a little confused.
I like having my pickles separate.
I got a little confused.
Yeah. Separated.
Picklemania.com?
Yeah, Picklemania.
Although you got the dill spear and you got the hamburger and you want to put the pickle on the hamburger and you're all fucked up because it's all lumpy.
It doesn't
But you
work.
want the wonderful taste that the dill pickle brings to the hamburger.
every bite. I'm very good with
I need a
condiments,
pickle in
too.
every bite, too,
With
yes.
condiments, too, I don't like the one thing sitting there on the edge of something and you get one bite and that. I need everything evenly distributed in every bite.
It's funny, that's the only place you feel that way.
Exactly. I like diversity in my food. That's it, though.
Melanie Monroe's on her way. She's going to be here in about an hour, and she's been tweeting that.
Look out!
She's been tweeting. We can't handle her, so
has she said?
She wants to make sure we're fully prepared for her appearance.
What was her quote?
I don't know.
We look out.
I don't know.
Here she comes.
Those days have passed us by. Watch out.
Whoa.
I'm sure she's going to be cool as hell.
Is she a MILF?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Fucking juicy,
Whoa.
man.
All right.
Look at her ass.
All right. I see what's going on there.
I'd give it a kiss. Hi.
Would you?
She's got a bit of an hourglass figure going on.
Hourglass.
Okay, I see what's going on there. What did she do on the Who Kid show?
She's on there all the time.
Okay, I see. All right, she's bent over there.
Oh
okay.
God. What is going on there?
She's a good girl. That's what's going on there.
She's bending over in shade 45. She was over there bending over for the boys.
Oh, yeah.
What is she doing there?
That a girl.
Is she wild? Whoa, look out. She's working out with princess weights. Oh,
look
she's
at
got
the
her
big
ass
on her. That's,
sticking
Sam,
out.
you like that?
Yeah.
That's juicy, man. Oh, she's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, you're digging her?
Oh, my God. Look at the ass on that girl.
That's a man's ass.
Oh, dude, you're crazy. You're crazy. That's a fat ass.
That's a big ass.
That's a man's ass is skinny.
It's a little muscular. I don't like a muscular ass.
Man, a man's ass is a skinny.
It's round.
That's a woman's juicy, plump ass.
It's big.
Oh, yeah, it is big.
It's a big ass.
But a guy's ass is flat. Guys have awful asses.
Thank God.
That's what I'm saying, actually.
I'd hate to be turned on by beautiful man ass.
She's all right. She's all right. What's she going to do for us today, Sam Roberts?
Well, I was gonna
she
say,
said look out.
What kind of things are you going to have her to figure out whether she's good enough to be a bitch on the bus tour?
Oh, is that what's going on?
Well, we need bitches on the bus tour. And
I guess. I guess Troy Kwan wants to, check some bitches out.
So have Troy try out the broad for the bus tour.
You want to bring him in when she's here?
Yeah, tell Troy he's going to have to try out this girl to see if she's got what it takes to be on the bus tour.
Because we were thinking, it's going to be the Ant bus where the bitches are on. So, what is Ant like? Karaoke? Maybe some naked karaoke?
I've never been one to shy away from a little naked karaoke.
Right, so maybe we have her do some naked karaoke today.
Exactly.
That sounds really exciting.
Well, her titties will be out when she does it, so that's one thing to keep in mind.
Nice.
And we'll see her vagina.
What?
That's right.
I want to.
Vagina?
Yeah. I'm trying to behave and be good, and it's really hard.
Why?
You think she'll help?
No. Because I'm just too lost.
Sorry.
No,
it's just how you deliver that.
I am. I'm just a lost.
I didn't mean to laugh at that.
Dude, you can't. I meant it to be silly. But
okay, all right.
I really am. Just gone.
Bam, bam, bam.
No connection to humanity anymore.
Oh.
Steve in New York is a black guy, and he wants to talk about that N-word thing.
Oh.
Steve in New York, what's up, buddy?
Hey guys, good morning.
Hi, Steve.
We won't argue this time, Anthony. I just want to put the word nigger in a little perspective for you. The vast majority of black people in this country find the word very offensive.
Then why is it in all your music?
Well, I'll address that briefly too. But the point is, entertainers have a different perspective. They have different motivations for using the word, and they have different sensitivity levels. But they do not represent the vast majority of black people who understand history, who understand Jim Crow, slavery, discrimination, lynching, and the whole thing. And I'm not going to get into all that. It is a very significant part of not only black history, but American history.
It doesn't only have to be entertainers, sir, because if you watch a lot of videos on the YouTubes and whatnot, you will hear a lot of young black men and girls especially, using the word nigger and without a problem. And even though there are people that you say that find the word very offensive and don't use that in the black community, they will not have the same reaction hearing a bunch of kids, black kids on the street saying it, as they would hearing white people say it.
That's not right.
It is absolutely true.
Hold on, and
they will not have the same reaction.
I got to jump in on this one too, because I walk around Manhattan. You cannot walk by. Ant's telling the truth on this, man. You cannot walk by a bunch of black kids without hearing that word at least 12 fucking times.
Think about what you're saying. A bunch of black kids. I mean, put it in perspective.
Right.
All right, but why isn't it? Hold on, sir. But that's where you got to start. Why isn't that word important to the black kids? If it was such a bad, word, why would they use it so much?
Well, unfortunately, black kids are superficial to some extent, and obviously they follow rappers, they admire rappers, and they're gonna adapt to whatever they believe in.
But it takes the power away from the word if they're just throwing it around like it's nothing. Right?
I agree. And the fact.
And then we're supposed to understand that it's such a powerful word. We don't see it that way if you hear it wherever you go.
Well, that's only because you're hearing it again from a majority of black people. Black youth do not represent the majority of black people.
Right. But my point being, my point being that if an adult. A black person that has no fucking they don't say nigger. They don't like it. They're offended by it. They will absolutely not have the same reaction in hearing another black person say it and hearing a white person say it.
Again, but you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
I personally react to it when I hear it from black youth, particularly a few years ago before the use of it became prevalent in the youth vernacular. But it's still offensive again to the majority.
More offensive if a white person says it, though. It's more offensive to blacks if a white person says it.
Of course,
yeah.
because that's
that's retarded.
Well, I have a question for you too. I understand. Look, I understand why that would be more. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I get why it would be more offensive. Like if hey, look at the ass on her. A lot of people would find it more offensive if a black guy said that about a white woman than if a white guy said it about another white woman. We look at things. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but it is what it is. But do you, as you're a black guy, how do you feel about the phony? Like, at least black people will have these racial discussions. How phony do you think most white people are when they act so completely ignorant to the fact that black people have strong racial feelings, some that are not pleasant about white people, too?
Well, I think, again, you have to put blame on the media, because their only interest is, as you alluded to earlier in the show, is basically to ride an issue for as long as it's hot and it will generate interest. And they have a particular perspective and self-interest as well. So I believe that the media really doesn't support a true equality. I think they basically have a business objective, and that's what they perpetuate.
But do you think that
keep it in perspective? As far as I mean, I can't speak for all white people. I work with a lot of white people. I know a lot of white people. I grew up with white people. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I work. Right. I mean, I was educated with
no, I mean,
let's not fight Anthony.
No, but do you
teasing, sir.
It just drives me crazy that like, you're right about the media, but I think the media, more than just milking a subject, I really believe they have an agenda too. Like they purposely don't report racial, like, why won't they give black people the same thought process and motivation? It's such a really weird, like, whenever, like, the Marine case that we're talking about. Now, I know that stuff happens, but they're actually saying that the robbery was the motive. Like, they're saying that blacks are behaving in a way where they go to rob you, and they just happen to rape and torture you and try to burn you. But whenever white people commit these violent acts against blacks, there has to be a thought-out motive. It's a really weird, subtle arrogance.
Again, it's arrogance. It also sustains their self-interest. I mean, they're about selling newspapers. They're about selling their programs. So they're obviously going to deal constantly.
Well, racially motivated stories will sell newspapers. Why do they purposefully steer clear of that? Yet a racially motivated story where a white perpetrator and a black victim is splashed all over the news. That's huge. But the other way around, I still think it would sell papers, make the news, get ratings, but they steer clear of it regardless of that. So I don't even think ratings is the answer, because they're not going for the story that would get the ratings.
No, I don't think so. There has, and I guess in recent years, the media has been a little bit more sensitive to putting on the airwaves every night some, black on black crime and other negative.
Negative. It's just news. I find it offensive they don't cover all that. There's fucking another 15 people shot, 8 dead, 8 people killed over the weekend in Baltimore, and nothing.
Paula Dean saying it is headline news.
Right.
I agree with you. That's horrible. It should be covered. It should be dealt with aggressively.
Yeah.
It should be dealt with intelligently.
Because nothing's going to be done unless people even identify the fact that this shit's happening.
Well, we're too busy wasting time on Paula Dean.
Exactly. Paula Dean said nigger, so holy shit, we got to fucking crucify her while blacks are killing blacks in every major city on the weekends like it's fucking like it's festival.
Well, you're suggesting perhaps that the media doesn't give a fuck about the black community.
You know what? They really don't.
In a way, they don't. You're right.
They don't.
Right.
They understand that this goes on, and they fail to, adequately cover it. I agree with you.
Do you know why? Yeah. Do you know why? Sorry to interrupt you. Do you know why you can tell they don't care? Because they have such a higher behavioral expectation for white people, so they're scolding people they see as the other adults. And whenever, guys like Patrice always talk about, like, whenever they cover, like, say there was a black female soldier who was missing, and then when the white one wiped it, like every missing kid you see on the news, every missing kid that becomes a story is a little white kid. Like, that's how the media really reveals.
The blonder the hair, the more they'll care. Yeah, exactly.
But, God rest his soul. I mean, he was absolutely right.
He was great.
That perspective. And it is a shame also. The media is not only selling the black community short, they're selling the white community short too.
I agree.
They're basically catering to people who are not on a particularly sophisticated level, sufficiently enough to understand the problems and how to deal with it.
Oh, you think I like having to troll through a bunch of websites to get my black on black crime stats?
Well,
Jesus Christ. I would love to just tune in the news and watch it on one channel.
Yeah, but I'd like you to kind of put it in perspective.
Perspective.
Hey, more importantly, hold on. More importantly, you think a black guy could tightrope across the Grand Canyon?
I don't think a black guy would try to do that.
He'd have to pull his pants up because the pant thing would get in the way.
Opie, that's a stereotype right there.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, what's your solution to the whole N-word thing? Because,
Well, I mean, again,
goofy white people, when they see kids just throwing it around like it's nothing, we don't really see the power in the word.
Yeah, we want to play.
We understand the older generations, it means a hell of a lot more to older black people than the youth. So what's the solution?
Well, the solution is to speak out whenever you could, as a black person. I talk to my kids. I talk to black youth. Again, when I hear the word, there's a visceral reaction to it that is quite confrontational sometimes. But
so, do you try to explain that to younger black people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not hearing, the word nigga used by a lot of white people in the city. No.
You know what? Hold on a minute. Hold on. I got things to say. I do hear white kids saying it a lot when I walk around the city.
Really?
Oh yeah, when they're with black people, with black kids. It's really strange. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's almost like it's accepted on,
buddy.
Wow. It's almost accepted in like the junior high / high school level.
Well,
I absolutely have heard it. Yeah, see, that's your bit, Ant. Hold on. They're doing Ant's bit on TV.
I guess they brought a tightrope over there by Fox News, and the anchors are and the people from Fox and Friends are walking on it. Look at me!
Whoa! And it was just a beam.
With your dumb suit.
That's Carol Alt, who's still fucking hot. I don't know how she's not aging. Anyway, sorry, Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, I absolutely have. I've seen kids of all colors using the word as they walk around with their pals.
Yeah, and it's disturbing, and it burns my ears and the ears of black people like myself. When we hear that, no doubt about it. But unfortunately, the word has been trivialized to some extent, and people who really don't have a perspective about history, about some aspects of morality and unity, community, they're not going to understand the significance of it, and they're going to react in a very, very cavalier way, and they do, particularly if they're influenced by, I have to say that some of the idiots in the rap industry who don't understand the history or don't care about it.
Like Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube. He's had that in his.
Ice Cube has said it many times.
Which one we have? Ice T.
Ice T.
We had Ice T, not Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
And Adam Walsh.
But Ice T's got the N-word in all his songs, right? But if you said it to his face, he'd be really fucking pissed off, right?
But you're right.
That is so confusing to a white guy.
Absolutely.
Really confusing.
Absolutely. Again, it's a matter of what.
Not that I'd want to, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't have any desire to fucking.
Oh, please! You guys throw nigger around like it's
Not all of us.
Never. You know, it's funny. It's like when discussing the word, it's a really weird thing. Like on stage, I've been talking about Paula Deen.
Right.
And the first night, like I don't use nigger as a punchline, and I don't like saying the N-word. It's not because I think I should be able to get away with it.
Right.
It's because there's a dishonesty in it. And it's like, it's a word that you kind of should feel jarred when you hear. Like, meaning, it's a fucking harsh word. And you better, if you use it, you better use it selectively and in the right context, or people are going to pull back from you.
Yeah.
Or you're going to get your teeth knocked out.
Oh, yeah, if you use it angrily towards somebody, sure. But I mean, even mentioning on stage and saying, Paula Deen said nigga, I said that. And the audience pulls back.
They stop breathing for a second, right?
Hilarious.
And they look at the black people, and the bit didn't work as well. So last night I'm on, and I'm talking about it, and I said there's the N-word, and I address why I say the N-word, and I hate it. But the bit worked a lot better.
That's a better. That might be a better bit, because I could see how you would be just disgusted.
So weird.
Yes.
The problem with Paula Deen, though, is that she represents a public entity, a public interest. And once you are in that position, you have to be very careful about the
yeah, but it's something she said a long time ago that had nothing to do with what she's doing for a living. So why are we fucking crucifying her for that?
And
don't you understand that doesn't make sense?
I don't think she should be fired for this particular incident.
Everyone represents somebody's interest. If you have a job, you represent somebody's interest. Your life shouldn't go down the shitter because in your personal life you decide to use an offensive word.
And hold on, if we were going to think that way, then we should just all unplug our TVs, because you're not going to find one person that's squeaky clean that doesn't have some shit in their past.
Well, I agree. Again,
so let's turn off the TVs.
I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just putting it in perspective and understand the interest behind that, the interest of the owner of the entertainment entity.
I get their reasoning why they fired Paula Deen, but we're saying here today that it's completely and utterly ridiculous.
I agree.
All right.
You know what I would like to... sorry.
I think she should be fired under those circumstances. I agree.
I wish that black people would you. How old a guy are you, Steve?
Boy, do I have answers to that?
I'm in my 50s. I'm my early 50s.
Okay, so you understand how white people are. You've been around enough white people. And doesn't it bother you, the fucking fake indignation? Like, to say, hey, look, that's a lousy word and it's shitty she said it. Okay, fair enough. But this fake, oh my God!
Did you hear what Paula Deen said?
Doesn't that annoy you as an adult?
Embarrassing.
I don't see people on the street doing that.
No, but I mean the media, the press.
The media again.
Certain interest groups, yeah.
Right.
It's not the majority of people, right.
Of course. The majority of people have no reaction.
They mostly don't care, you're right. Yeah, there's complete apathy.
They don't care.
Yeah.
All right.
It's only when
brother.
the media drives their interest that these things happen.
All right, Holmes.
Look, we got some big big boobies waiting for us, and a girl with a nice big black ass that's about to enter the studio.
All right, buddy. Thank you,
Steve. Good call, by the way. Thank you, sir. All right. All right.
So nice to talk to Steve without yelling.
Yeah,
that was kind of nice. A little conversation. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I've absolutely seen the white kids hanging out with the black kids throwing the word around. Not every single time, but certainly enough where I go, wow, that is so fucking strange to see.
And I'll use nigga in my texts sometimes. I'll be like, like, hey, where you at, nigga? Because it's kind of funny, But I'm not just walking around saying nigger all the time. Hey, nigger. Like,
in context, it's a word. Just fucking stop with this outrage on of a fucking word flying out of your mouth.
It's a harsh word, and he's right. It has a terrible history, but the reaction to it is irrational and fake. Yes. Like, because people don't know the difference between somebody who admits they've said it in their private life and somebody saying it in a public forum angrily. It's like, why are we so dishonest with each other?
I also cannot stand having to walk on eggshells and tiptoe around black people's feelings. And regardless of who's to blame in that fact, is it black leadership and interest groups that have pushed this agenda? Is it the white media that has made it so taboo to even criticize a black person? But the idea that as white people we have to tiptoe around and not fucking watch out for the words we say, watch out for terms we use. What? Don't say inner city because we know you mean nigger. What? Just stop it. It's insulting to see white people begging for their fucking lives because they have to appease this fucking air of infallibility and excuses and all this other shit that goes along with having to kowtow to black people.
It's all white phoniness.
Not all.
Every ounce of it. Black people don't fire you. They're a minority in this country, like numbers-wise. The people attacking, if white people as a whole were honest with themselves about race, even when somebody slipped up and did something stupid like that, if they didn't pile on and attack,
it's true.
The discussion would happen.
It came from somewhere,
yes,
and I think it came from people. No, I think it came from when black people started getting power, getting a power base, coming out of the civil rights problems of the 60s into the 70s and 80s, and started getting a power base. They fucking poured it on, and white people got petrified. And that's where we're at now. Scared white people that are afraid to even criticize. Like, I heard on the news this morning, Nelson Mandela is in bad shape. He's like 94 fucking years old. He's in the hospital, blah, blah, blah. There's some shit to do with Nelson Mandela that was pretty fucking stupid and shitty. And no one can criticize the man because he's a fucking saint. But, and if you do, they will call you racist. Not just, oh, well, I'm familiar with his history and his fucking wife's history. Perhaps that's what I'm talking about. But there's this tiptoeing, walking on eggshells thing, Jimmy, that I'm not a big fan
but it's
of.
Not. I fault dishonest, fucking fake, afraid, because by scolding me or scolding you, the person doing the scolding doesn't have to admit the ugliness in themselves. It's all fucking fake white people trying to deflect attention from themselves. That I'm not talking about when someone is being a true racist. Yeah, you should kind of stand up against that. It's sickening. But when it's not real racism, when it's just people trying to make themselves look better, that's what we do. We take pop culture figures and we use them to make ourselves look better. Oh my God, look what she said. I've never said that. It's an opportunity for fake white people to say to black people, see, I'm a good one. That's all it is. That's not black people forcing that. That's fucking white people.
But what I see again is just another excuse that's blaming white people for things to do with racial issues between whites and blacks.
And here's my observation. We're having a nice discussion about the word, right?
Sure.
Going back and forth and really getting into it.
Yeah.
I look up CNN with that big bitch.
Yeah.
They're talking about how Twinkies are back.
All right.
They should be talking about this shit.
No real discussions.
No, there's no discussions about race.
How did this happen? We were the goofy, like, let's shove a Twinkie up a girl's ass type of guys.
Hey, I'll still go for that.
And now we get into some of this, as we like to say, that tough lifting and these controversial subjects, and they're talking about
They'll
Twinkies.
Never do it.
Twinkies are coming back, and then Fox had them bouncing on a stupid beam.
They're walking a tightrope. It's amazing.
And I'm only blaming white
which
people.
makes your point, Jimmy. They're too scared to fucking have this discussion, so they got to fill up their time, so they find the Twinkie story.
There is an element of fear. Fear does come into play.
It's
not just
it's unbelievable.
This paternalistic or maternalistic feeling that, oh, these are the young children that have the excuse. We're the adults. We have to act a certain way. They're just children. Don't worry about it. I understand that part of it. But there is also a black element of let's use our power. I think certain black people and certain black organizations relish watching white people squirm.
Yeah.
Love it and love that power base it gives them to keep white people from saying certain things, from criticizing, from getting into certain organizations. It's just
but white people like to see black people squirm too.
Not as much as the old days, that's for shit sure. But you talk
when Reverend
black
Al
people,
is
you would think
talking out his ass, you don't like seeing him squirm.
I love it,
although he rarely squirms.
But there's again that weird infallibility on these people because we have to walk on eggshells around them.
But I know you're right about like the groups that like to see white people squirm.
Yeah.
But if other white people, and I'm not saying white people should band together, I'm saying that when they do it, they're being full of shit and they're not being honest. And so real racists are kind of lumped in with people who have just said casual things that we've all said.
Right. I don't think the head of the Food Network gives a flying fuck if she said nigger back 20 fucking years ago.
It's the same thing as
fake outrage.
Gay politicians who legislate against homosexuals and then suck dick on the... It's the same
it's not as
fraudulence.
Sexy.
Of course.
Exactly. Can't jerk off to the racism story.
Right.
Wait, she said it 20 years ago.
Oh, I don't even know.
It was a while ago.
How many years?
I'm not sure, but it was
before her Food Network days, right?
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Even though she should be able to say that in her private life during her Food Network days.
Yeah, she's being.
But we're
sued.
talking about something she did before.
She should have lied and said, "No, I never said that word in my life. I'm offended that you would even suggest it."
Goes there. And we've had that discussion. You're just going to hear you're going to see really boring TV because no one's going to be willing to give their opinion on anything.
No,
because it's your job in the end.
And rightly so, because they'll ask you the question, like Jimmy's brought up many times. They ask you the fucking question. You give the honest answer, and they will turn around and hang you with your honest answer. Right. When you weren't even soliciting it, you weren't just going around going, "Here's how I feel."
No,
they asked you.
That's not how the real world works.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is.
That's crazy talk.
And by the way, who hired Reverend Al? The fact that Reverend Al Sharpton has a job on MSNBC.
Self-appointed, self-anointed.
Well, it goes to Jimmy's point. That's why he's bringing it up.
That's the white people.
The white people hired Reverend Al. They were scared shitless of this guy and the power he has and what he could do to their network.
MSNBC.
Who are you kidding? XM hired him too.
Yeah.
Let's not forget. Is his show still on? I don't even know anymore.
No, I don't think so.
But they hired him because they were scared of he starts sniffing around because of the trouble we got in, the homeless Charlie thing. Yeah. So one of the things they did was they turned around and made a deal with Reverend Al to calm him the fuck down. That is a fact. Oh. And white people did that.
Smart black people tap into that. When you say they like to see white people squirm, that just means that there are black people that have figured out how to tap into that fake horse shit.
Yeah.
Because Patrice said it brilliantly, I've never met a racist. And there are people that are genuinely racist.
Right.
And he's like, no one has ever admitted. And I'm not saying...
Patrice met a racist.
But he says he never ever loved one, actually.
Came over to my house.
I didn't say who it was.
But people won't even admit racist thoughts or racist...
so phony.
That's what drives me nuts.
Yeah.
If you do admit one, everybody covers up their own sins and goes, you're right. Instead of going, yeah, I relate. It's like when you talk about jerking off. Most guys in this day and age will go, yeah, me too. But when you talk about race, it's like the 1950s. Talking about jerking off. You say it, everybody else is like, what are you, homo? What do you grab your dick? What's wrong with you? That's what it's like now. And it's like everybody's making pretend.
Yeah, I wonder where it goes at this juncture.
Where Canada is right now. That's where we're going.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, where the PC police are literally the PC police.
Well, we could talk about it after the break.
It's in trouble.
Yeah, waiting for Bobby.
Bobby should be here soon.
Bobby.
Is he here?
Mm-hmm. All right, so Bobby will be joining the program next, and this lady, Melanie Monroe, from Penthouse,
who I love,
who Jimmy loves. She seems like she's cool. We'll
Get
have
ready
her
for
on
some titties.
We'll have her on in about a half hour, right?
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Ice-T is outside. He wants to stop in, but do we have time or we have... Well, bring it for a minute.
Ice Cube.
Ice-T.
I mean, Ice-T.
Holy shit. I'll tell you later.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. The guys are back from the toilet.
And now, back to our show.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Bob Kelly in studio. How are you, Bobby?
I'm tired, man.
First time we're seeing Bobby. Well, I am seeing Bobby
As he's a new daddy.
Wow,
Congratulations.
wow. It's so funny that...
Same here.
Yeah.
Let's hug it out.
Hi, buddy.
Hug it out.
I know it's. I try to think of people that I know as I'm experiencing this stuff. I try to people think I know what would happen to this guy? Like, and I've thought of Anthony.
Oh, like if they had kids.
If you had to do what I have had to do for the last 3 weeks, it would just be that would be a great show.
No,
just to give a guy like him a kid.
That'd be a great reality show. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Way.
For a week.
Just give you
Hey, I got a couple questions really fast.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you look? Did you get squeamish? Walk me through it fast. I know you went over with Jimmy and Sam the other day.
I didn't get squeamish at all because I didn't look at all.
Because you were panicking that you were going to lose it a little bit, right?
I was panicking.
We had our conversations.
Yeah, because it was. There's a lot of blood though. The blood starts. This is what people don't tell you. The blood starts immediately when you go to the hospital and they check her cervix because they don't check. There's not a cervix checker machine.
Right.
You're
looking
at
him. Do they pop any shit?
No, the water broke at the house.
Oh, really?
And they
didn't get to see a rod? They pop shit, Ant.
What do you mean?
All of a sudden they go, we got to break your water. And then
the water?
They have like a thing, and they fucking go in there and with a hook, and they pop shit.
Whoa. They got to go in and get the mucus plug, it's called.
Yeah.
I heard about the mucus plug.
Yeah, because it's so hard to sell out mucus. That's a gig.
Right,
play
you're
with
plugging
phlegm.
it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was. She stuck her hand up my. They just, but they don't have any tenderness in them. It's not like they just go, let me.
Right.
And then they pull it out and just
you think it's
blood.
This
and you're like,
delicate fucking procedure, right?
Did you see
the
crowning?
It's like dating Andre the Giant for the first time.
Did you see the crowning of the head?
That's the only time I looked is when she said the head's halfway
So you're up near
out.
the shoulder, right? That's
up near the shoulder.
That's where the guys usually right shoulder, right?
Right shoulder.
Right shoulder. That's the place to be.
You know what amazed me though is it's very nonchalant. There was a nurse, the doctor, and myself. And that's it. Like I thought a team of people come in and we have to put stuff on our feet and our face.
Yeah. Did they come in with a tray of tools?
Yeah, but that was there
tools you've never seen before in your life.
She didn't use. I don't even think she used them though. I mean,
really?
Did it look like the fucking table at the end of Braveheart?
Yes.
Where they fucking got the hook and the rope and the.
They bring in this fucking tray.
My
and
baby comes out freedom.
Yeah,
it's all sorts of shit you've never seen before. I think there was a catcher's mitt on the tray just in case.
It was
and then
pretty well.
She puts all her shit on and she kneels down.
Well,
the doctor
she
put her shield on so she doesn't get any splatter.
Yeah, she put it on quick though because she didn't think the kid. She's like, you're 10 centimeters, and she goes, so we're going to try a practice push.
Right.
And my wife practice pushed, but I think she's from Everett, Mass. She didn't know she was like a strong broad.
Oh, really?
She halfway pushed the kid out. So the doctor went, whoa.
How long was labor?
20 minutes. Well, she was in labor for 12 hours or I guess 24 hours, but it took 20 minutes to get the kid out.
You didn't have to sleep uncomfortably on that chair they give the guys?
I did, but she was fine. She had the what is it called? The epidural.
Yeah.
She was out.
What was the room? Messy? Our room wasn't messy.
No.
But supposedly the room gets really messy. You're in this like really, really nice room.
Yeah.
And you can't imagine. They say, oh my God, you can't, it looks like a murder scene sometimes.
No, this nurse that was there.
After they're done.
There was a nurse that was there. Was this, she was really a young girl. And then I'm not kidding, halfway through the labor, just before we're about to push the baby out, or right when we started, after a couple pushes, this nurse comes in, listen, you have to go downstairs. I got to take over for you.
What?
And my wife goes, what?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah. And she's like, yeah, this girl's really nice. She's like, I have to go. I'm a traveling nurse. And they just send me wherever I have to go. And my wife was like, I don't want her. She pointed right at the lady's face.
Right.
I don't want fucking... No, we're never gonna make it.
Yeah, they don't care. They do 10 of those a day.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty
basic. Not special to them. It's not a special moment for them.
The lady that was monitoring all the machines, it was a bad allergy day for her, so she took a pill, like it wasn't non-drowsy either.
Boy.
She went all in, and we're like, great. And I think it was my mother-in-law. She kind of said a thing or two, like, well, our lady in there that's looking at the instruments, she just took a fucking pill. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Oh, like Sudafed.
Vicodin.
Yeah, like Sudafed or something.
Her arm in it.
And we're like, we don't want a lady that just took a Sudafed because it's a bad allergy day. Maybe if it was non-drowsy.
To them, it's just a day at work.
I know. Did you cry when the baby was born, Bobby?
They have the same lackluster attitude we have coming in here every morning.
But we're not delivering kids, man.
Yes, we're doing something more important. We're bringing mirth.
Mirth, jocularity.
I like it.
Yes.
Did you cry?
I cried, yeah.
Aw,
I did cry.
baby.
But it's hard to connect to the situation, though. You think you're immediately going to be like, oh, my... You're in shock.
Yeah.
I saw a head, a half a head coming out of a vagina.
Holy fuck.
And the hair met hair. That's a freaky thing to see.
Oh, man.
And then
Full head of hair?
comes out, full head of hair.
Yeah.
And then it comes out and it's on, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
See, guys aren't being honest. I think most guys, their reaction is, "What the fuck just happened?" Not this loving moment of like, "Holy shit, my son was just born." You're like, "An alien just popped out of my wife."
But my wife did that.
Can we
too,
talk
though.
about this?
My wife wasn't connected fully. She was
'cause
trying
it's so
to connect.
fucked up, and then of course you connect immediately. But that first moment, you're like, what the fuck is this?
I actually think the connection is still happening.
Yeah.
As he gets, I connect with him every day more and more. As he looks, I see his eyes, he gets fuller, his legs, and he does cuter shit. And, you know what I mean?
He's already doing cuter shit?
Yeah, he makes he makes a poo face.
Whoa.
It looks like, yeah. What's that? His face.
Edgar?
He's just looking for a nipple. He's not
An
entertaining.
Edgar
He's not entertaining.
No, not you, Edgar, the baby.
He's not doing anything. I know.
He's just looking for a nipple.
I know.
He can only see about, I think, 2 centimeters in front of his fucking eyes at this point.
He's got blue eyes right now. I hope he keeps them. I'd love a little Travolta.
They don't change, do they?
Yeah, they do.
change. Yeah.
Hair changes.
He's got blonde.
I had
right
blonde hair when I was a baby. I was a blonde kid for till I was about 4.
Me too.
Yeah.
I did. I
didn't.
Yeah,
Wait, but what color was your hair when you were born?
I don't know. I don't think I had much. I was a blood clot pretty baby. That's what my Jamaican friend wrote on my picture. You was a blood clot pretty baby.
My son was born a ginger, and now he's got like white hair, basically.
He's a
white blonde
towhead.
hair, right. So is that going to change again?
Like a Lethal Weapon villain.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that change
Joshua, your son?
Does it change again, though? Make up their mind. What color hair is he going to have?
Dr. Steve has saved my life, by the way.
Dr. Steve.
Did you call him every other second?
Yeah, of course. Because your real doctor has no time for you. Thank God we have a friend that happens to be a doctor.
Oh, they'll call you back 2 hours later.
Yeah.
The kid's blue. He's already in the barrel.
Oh, my God.
He's not joking, though, man. You got these, especially a new parent, when you get the second one, you kind of relax a little bit. But that first one, you don't know what half this shit means. And you call your pediatrician, and they're like, oh, this again. So they get back to you eventually while you were sitting at home panicking for hours.
I put his diaper on wrong, and his belly button thing came off. And I was like, oh, shit, I fucked it up. Like, it's supposed to just fall off, and I ripped it.
And you hear all the air comes out of it.
It flies around the room.
It looks like a blown out fucking balloon, man.
Oh,
that's been in the sun a little too long, huh, Bobby? A little dry or what?
It was disgusting.
Jerky. Little
That
beef
was the
jerky.
worst.
It just pops off one day. You're like, what the fuck?
Christ.
It just comes the fuck. And you keep it. She has it in like a book.
No, see, don't do that.
She kept
women
it.
keep
That's
it.
terrible.
Yeah, she has a memory book.
Aw.
With all these things she has to collect? Did she smear the duty on the duty page?
The duty.
There's a duty page?
What?
There's not a
That'd be
duty
the
page.
worst thing. His first
She didn't smear the
duty.
duty on the duty page?
no.
Oh, you might want to look in the book.
But he shit outside for the first time at Bye Bye Baby, and I had to go into the men's bathroom with a baby and use one of those folded
Baby table?
which
Right.
I've walked by my whole life and went fuck off.
Yeah.
You don't even know how to unfold it. I had no
I used
idea.
to just snort lines off of it. That's the only experience I have with
Anthony fucks chicks on him.
Bye Bye
the
Baby.
barista.
Bye Bye Baby is a terrible name for a store. They're too young to tell.
I think Bye Bye Baby is a horrendous name for a baby store, if you think about it.
Yeah, I know. It's a great name for an abortion clinic.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, shit.
But someone on a corporate level said, no, there's a perfect name for a baby store. Bye Bye Baby.
Hey, we'll take it down to Bye Bye Baby. We'll get one of those abortions.
Let's name a store after a parent's worst fear.
Oh, my God.
How stupid is that?
Wow.
Fuck.
It's funny. If you drove by, there's just a line of young chicks with dudes with mustaches that don't connect.
Yeah, guys in sunglasses.
Let's make that video. There's the viral video.
Bye, baby.
But there was a guy, the baby's shitting so bad it's coming out of the side of the diaper.
Oh, Christ. Come on.
And then there's a guy, a Bye Bye Baby employee taking just a massive dump. And his fucking name tag shoots off at one point and just says "Bye Bye Baby Greg."
I don't work at Bye Bye Baby.
Not you.
Oh, really,
what, did
Bobby?
It fall
Not
off
me?
on the floor and
no, but mine was
came out from under the stall.
Mine was still going with it.
Okay.
Did it come out from under the stall?
It came out from under the stall.
You're kidding, right?
He was taking his shit.
Is that a code for gay sex in the bathroom? You throw your name tag out at the guy you want to fucking.
Hey, I'll fuck you and your baby.
Right. Leave the baby on the changing table. He'll be all right.
Gee.
Yeah, it was. I panicked.
So you've had some blowouts with the poo.
That was the first one.
Have you had one go all the way up to the neck, and you're like, how the fuck is this possible? The back of the neck?
No.
Well, wait till you get that one.
I don't want that.
You're gonna get that one.
I don't want.
Do you carry spare clothes with you?
I'm supposed to.
A spare outfit?
I'm kind of ghetto too. I leave them on the.
You're ghetto. My wife, she gets mad. I'm like, I'm ghetto. Like I can handle any situation. It's New York City.
Yeah, just get a
She
napkin.
packs like we're going away for a week. I'm like, we're just going to the park. Just get
a carrier.
I've put one diaper in my back without wipes because I'm like, I'll find some wet. I'll wet down something.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or I'll put some wipes in like a quick sandwich bag. But that's it. That's how I leave the house.
What did they do? You know,
Stayed home.
100 years ago.
They lived to 35.
I'll tell you, it's the cloth diapers.
I didn't know how to say that.
They didn't have the disposable diapers, and they had the safety pins. We all got a safety pin to our hip. And your mom had to wash out the diapers. Can you imagine washing out the diapers? And so you could reuse them. So you got to wash out the shit, and then you throw them in the fucking in a washing machine.
That's the sky. I would never.
That's
do
how
that.
they had to do it.
People do that now
because you can't afford to throw away cloth diapers. You got to reuse that shit.
There's rich people that have cloth diaper services.
Yeah.
Right.
That's disgusting.
They like that old school.
Have you washed out any of the clothes in the sink yet? Because they got a little too.
No, I don't wash
his own.
I don't do laundry.
Covered in shit.
On the front.
In the front.
That's a big bitch. Holy fuck! She's dressed like the sun today too. Sorry, there's a big bitch on TV I'm obsessed with.
Funny clip.
Oh, the spider?
The weather woman going crazy because there was a spider on her green screen.
Sat down beside her.
Huge.
Right. Very good.
So what else? Did you and then you go home and then all of a sudden you're like, now what? They don't give you enough fucking directions to take a kid home 2 days later.
They don't give you enough Vaseline.
Whoa.
What the fuck is that about?
You got to use Vaseline on the butt. And on the ding-ding on the...
Oh, you have to fucking keep.
They
it
don't
all.
give you. We actually we
go to the baby class at the hospital.
We stole everything from the hospital. Did you steal everything?
Mm-hmm.
We went through everything. I had a bag full of shit that I and then the nurse was like, she came in and she was like, I need to change. Is there a diaper or? Where are the diapers?
Don't look in there.
I had to go into my bag and open it up, and it was just stacked with
your
shit.
Stolen goods.
Oh,
your booty.
I know everybody does that, but fucking,
Yes.
I didn't want to get caught doing it.
Are you walking around the city yet with the kid?
No, I haven't walked around. I just got a new baby holder. What are they called?
Oh my God! Listen
front.
to you.
A Bjorn?
Yeah, Bjorn.
A Bjorn?
Whatever that
front.
How do I
front
know
one?
this shit.
Yeah, it's a front
weird.
back.
Yeah.
I like them. I'll do that.
Yeah.
I don't
This
mind it. I
this
don't
sucks
care.
about New York. Nobody gives a shit. No.
Thank you, Sydney.
My wife has a baby in her arm. I'm holding a carriage. We're trying to go up our stairs, and 3 stupid, fucking dumb white girls on their cell phones. Oh my God! Just walk by, and don't even help my wife. Bump into her. They fucking bumped into her.
Jesus.
Didn't even say sorry.
Yeah, they don't give a
Just
fuck.
kept fucking walking. It's a nightmare having a kid in the city.
Yeah, I would assume that's got to be a little fucking
It's a little
nerve-wracking.
weird.
Yeah.
It is. It's very nerve-wracking.
You walk around like a Vietnam vet just waiting to fucking slice somebody's throat.
Dude.
It's my whole day with
You're
the
all
baby.
protective. That's what
Bobby.
it is. It's all
Me and
about
you are
protection.
similar in one way. Good luck at the playgrounds.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck.
What does that mean?
You're going to pin a 3-year-old up against a fence because he, tripped your kid or something.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you got to search him. I think he stole something.
Wait till when you're out of...
Wait a minute. Did you?
No, of course not. But I've yelled and screamed at parents before, like to watch their fucking kids.
What do they say?
Huh?
What do they say?
Oh, they
about
get
it?
annoyed. You'll see. It's a nightmare. Going to the playground is a nightmare, especially when they're really young. Because kids are just passive-aggressive assholes. They're going to step on your kid. They're going to push them out of the way to get to something. And you're going to be sitting there just following them, and you're going to... You have to fucking figure it out in your head. Because
Uncle Anthony will come with one of his guns.
You'll go...
Right.
It drives you insane. I've bitten my lips so hard because I'm like, fuck, I want to just lose my fucking mind right now.
Crazy. I don't know.
That's the part of having the kid that's going to kill me is the part where I know he's going to break his fucking arm. He's going to get hurt. He's going to get fucking bullied. He's going to cry. He's going to get all fucked.
Pounds per square inch. Per second.
I'll tell you one. My kid recently discovered water balloons, so we go to the playground with water balloons, and I gave him a blue water balloon, right? And he was amazed by the whole fucking thing, but didn't understand the concept of water balloons. He thinks he had this blue fucking water balloon forever now.
Sure.
Like he's going to bring it home and put it right next to his Buzz Lightyear. Like, holy fuck, look what Daddy gave me. So he's on the swing, and he drops the water balloon, and it breaks. He lost his fucking mind. He couldn't put his head around what the fuck happened, and he's screaming, my balloon, it broke. And I'm sitting there going, how the fuck am I going to ever, teach this kid what a girl could do to him?
Exactly.
If he can't handle a water balloon breaking.
Hopefully he'll drop one on the fucking sidewalk and say, best way to break up with a girl.
You know what a woman could do to you? And if you can't handle a water,
losing a balloon,
a water balloon?
Oh, boy.
But he couldn't understand. He just couldn't wrap his little head around
It's like, no, it popped, and I don't even.
But then a week later,
are.
he's now thrown him. He gets it now. But that first time, he was like, "What the fuck just happened in my little brain?"
Yeah, that whole that stuff is overwhelming to me. Like I'm so second by second with this thing.
Yeah, with this thing.
I'm literally. I'm doing this today. I'm going to try to do this today, and that's it. Like I tell my wife, don't.
One day at a time.
I really can't. I start hearing that stuff, and I'm like, I want to Google how to teach you about death.
I get fucked. You've just begun, man. Holy fuck!
You're just in the Gaga Goo phase.
If you look too far ahead, it fucks you up.
Oh,
it really makes you go,
too far ahead.
What's going on? Yeah, because I look at my friends. Like, you got the friends that just go
I know
home.
You're lying.
My friend. Sorry for putting an S at the end of that.
Yeah, fucking.
But do you look at your friends like Norton and Anthony and go, "What the fuck? These guys just get to watch TV. They get to sit down and watch a movie." From front to end.
Yeah, Christmas morning we get to wake up alone again and look at no tree, no presents. Oh yeah, it's a wonderful life. Get to have another escort come over and do nothing, and your dick doesn't work, and you're like, why am I doing this? I just want to hug someone. Can someone just love me? I ask you cunts out to lunch, not even the courtesy of a response. Why do you get hookers? I don't know, you fucking cunts, because I ask you out to lunch and you don't get back to me. That's why.
So this is that's what you've taken away from the whole thing?
That's exactly what I'm taking away from it. Question after, hey, you want to go out to lunch? Nothing. You want to go grab some food? Nothing.
The fuck? What's that all about, Jimmy?
We get all these.
I'm happy to have a baby and a family.
Look,
I can't wait for
very
Christmas.
lucky man.
This Christmas, year we get a tree.
Oh, you'll have a tree. You get baby's first Christmas.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It sounds gay, but I mean, yeah, there's things I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be nice. But I don't know.
It says no, it doesn't sound gay.
I sure there's things
sounds comforting.
There's things I miss doing, but I mean, it's gonna sound horrible, but I wouldn't have it any other way now. Like, it's
yeah. You just this is the weird part. You just go.
You don't even really. You think about it for a second. You just go. Like I was up all night with the kid. He didn't shit. I had to help him poo.
Oh, how'd you help him?
You get a
little Vaseline around the rim.
A little pinky.
A little pinky. You gotta rim.
Nice.
You gotta rim your kid with a little fucking Vaseline.
You gotta put. I do
a little bit.
What makes me shit.
Gotta go inside a little bit too. Sometimes.
Give him a coffee.
A little bit.
Give him a coffee.
A little bit, Bobby.
Give him a coffee and tell him he's got to sit on the subway, and then all of a sudden his mind will go, time to shit.
Prunes are an amazing thing. You're gonna. Well, he's not eating anything yet.
Not yet.
Prunes are gonna become your friend one day.
I get a warm baby wipe and wipe his butt, and then I push down on his stomach, and he just shits.
What kind of gadgets do you have?
Wow.
That's what I've been wanting to ask you. Because you're the gadget king.
I have the best baby monitor out there.
Yeah, all right. But do you have like the baby wipe warmer?
Yes, I do.
Oh, God.
I don't know why we don't have that as adults. It's a baby wipe warmer. You get a baby wipe, and it's warm when you wipe your asshole. It's so nice.
So let's go on Shark Tank. There's our idea.
What? They already have it. You just have to buy one and put it in your bathroom and use as an adult, you asshole.
I'm just hoping it could be our idea. We just erase the baby part.
Shark Tank. Oh, that stupid show.
Let's do it.
I didn't know. I thought you were talking about the one where they build the fucking fish tanks.
No, Shark Tank. My idea is we're going to take the baby wipe warmer, but we're going to just erase the baby part.
And just put a
wipe warmer.
Wipe warmer. Wipe warmer.
There you go.
You know what, though? Who doesn't like the cool wipe?
Sometimes you got to cool some shit down.
If you got to use the wipe,
right.
You like it kind of cool.
Right.
So maybe an air-conditioned one.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
let's go the other way.
Like a nice Mexican meal.
Yeah. There you go.
Or toilet paper with little fans on each piece that blow into your asshole as you wipe. You have to plug in each piece of toilet paper.
Oh, I thought you meant like fans of this show.
Oh, no.
And they go...
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy, do you really want to have kids someday? It's not that I want to have kids.
I think he wants that being a really nice relationship.
I just want someone with a cunt to have lunch with me. Fucking rotten over 30 fucking oinkers. You wonder why you're single at your age. Flaky whores. I want a nice guy. Shut up. Fucking liars.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you, man, being a piece of garbage is the only way to. I've tried the nice route.
Oh,
it literally
you certainly have.
Does not work.
No, huh?
Does
Are you willing
not work?
Are you willing to put in the time with some of these women? You got to put in the time,
dude. I've
you got to
actually
wait
said
maybe a month before you get some action going.
I've said to women, do you want to go to lunch?
Right.
Just
not
lunch.
Dirty texting.
Right.
And then they say yes, and they don't get back to you. And I'm not overbearing, but it's like,
Jesus.
either A, you just lie, but I'm not even asking in a pressure-filled way.
Right.
It's just a nice way I'm asking. So fuck them.
Oh,
Why do you get jerked off for money? That's why.
Mm-hmm.
You should maybe you should move out of the city, get a house like Anthony, and have parties and have a social circle instead of you. All you do is go to the club and go the fuck home, Jim.
My house
you have no
is a
social
disaster.
circle. But I do talk to enough people and
He's
meet enough
trying.
people.
Jimmy's been trying.
And I love being in the city. I love where I am. And if I was in the house, I would just isolate more. I mean, at least in the city, I can step out. Why don't you move in with me and Don? When we move out, we'll get you like an apartment.
There you go.
You take care of the kid.
The dog loves you.
Both dogs do. The baby loves him too. He's great with the kid.
Aw.
He holds the kid. The kid doesn't cry. He just coos.
Jimmy would probably want to be a dad at some point. You still
Maybe.
got time.
All I want now is just somebody we can say, you want to meet at the Brooklyn Diner for a bite.
That sounds nice, Jimmy.
Yeah.
What ends up happening?
No response back. There's one girl I texted. But again, she may have had a boyfriend. So I wouldn't have been mad if she said no.
Okay.
But like you ask, and there's just like literally no response. And it's like, could you give me the courtesy of,
my
and
God.
I can't, or I'd like to, but I'm involved. Okay, it wasn't even a date. I'm not even asking you pigs on dates. I'm literally not. I'm not going to try to fuck you after lunch.
I think it's your tone. It might be your tone.
I've had enough, though.
You might want to tune this down a little bit.
If you're over 30 and you're single, there's a reason you're single.
Wow.
Because you're shit.
Jesus.
You fucking dopes. You fucking flakes. I don't know. I got it. Do you?
By the way, all babies supposedly are born with blue eyes. That's coming in today.
I know.
Boys from Brazil
It
Ice.
comes in. They come in blue, and then around they change. I was hoping they stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not. He's going to be big too. He's from. Her brothers are all 6-something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have to hire some people. My friends just come over. I gotta. Hey, you're not going out tonight? Yes, I am. Well, apparently you are. Me and Jim are just going to sit here. Yeah, he's going to be a big boy.
Jim, believe me, by the time he's going out, I'll still be in the same position. Hey, you got any fucking friends at school that will have lunch with me?
Hey, you're going to meet somebody.
It's fucking... But literally, like, I've tried the respectful route. I really have,
What's the respectful route?
Meaning, you talk to him and his friends... Don't send creepy text messages or dirty text messages. There's some girls I've dirty texted with, but I mean, literally just being polite and being nice. I'm telling you, from my own experience, either they Google me, but it's like, hey, dummy, you've had a real interaction with me.
You're gonna meet somebody that likes you for the piece of shit that you are.
But I'm not even saying I wouldn't be a piece of shit.
Like a Hallmark card.
My wife blew me on a rock the first date.
Well, that's because you're in a foreign country.
But you know what I'm saying?
The rock. Yes, we got it.
But, I mean, everybody's chick knows what piece of shit you are. You can't pretend to be this honorable, hey, I'm not going to offend you.
You know
You're
what?
going to be
No,
you.
but there's good guy. Jimmy's a nice guy.
Thank you.
You are
Because that's what I was going to
very
say.
sweet.
There's a really good person somewhere in there.
Yeah, but so ain't I.
Is
So
he
aren't
here?
you.
But he's got to be more the piece of shit he is on this show.
You got to be that guy. So
don't think that I'm giving that guy up. I'm not saying, I don't know, I'm not being fake with these chicks and going, hey, we'll just hold hands and have a I'm not doing that. I'm only saying, but I'm saying let's just go to lunch. Like, I'm not being creepy and I'm not denying who I am. I'm not saying, don't Google me, it's all lies. I'm only saying, let's go to lunch like a courtesy to get to know someone as a friend. Like, I'm not even being, I'm not saying, look, if she fucking shat that I would make her white before coming over. I'm not saying I'm changing who I am.
Well, thank God for that.
But you know what I mean? I'm not denying who I am or being fake.
The type of girl that likes you, there's got to be, I know.
They don't eat lunch? The type of girls that like me don't ever get hungry?
They don't eat, yes.
That's all he's looking for.
Yeah, but
there's a nice meal and some conversation.
Yeah, but the type of girls that you, I don't know if this makes sense, but the girls that like me when I was single didn't live in Manhattan. They lived in Jersey.
That's true.
And Boston.
God damn.
And Long Island. I used to have to go to Long Island on a train to get head.
Yeah.
Manhattan girls suck.
Yeah, Manhattan girls
New
are
York City girls suck.
So it's like,
yeah, you already got points taken away from you there. Manhattan.
So it's like, Jim, you're going to have to go outside of the city and meet a chick and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And meet a square.
But if I have to do that after it's like, oh. And it's not about getting laid. Getting pussy is, like, literally, it's not hard to get laid. I know that. You can always get your dick sucked.
There's guys everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he has a dress on. What the fuck?
Women with a little extra. We learned that today.
Right, of course.
But honestly,
women with a little extra.
I'll do a circle jerk with you. I haven't got fucking anything in months.
Oh, God.
It's just terrible.
I'm sinking it deep into that fucking mucus plug.
Oh, Jesus. I never reached that.
Oh, poor Bobby.
Is the girl here yet?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Where's she?
Okay. She's not here yet. Oh, she is here? We should take her back.
I think about the kid thing, like if I would have had a child or something like that, and
you'd be a great dad.
But I don't have that. Like, I love when my brother's kid comes over, my sister's kid comes over. It's like fun. But even Travis's kid comes over. It's fun to, they go in the pool. It's fun to watch kids have a good time and everything. But I don't have that fucking parental instinct thing where it's like, oh, I kind of want that.
Dude.
It's
I don't
like,
either, but I'm telling you, dude.
And the other thing is, like, we're like you. I hate everyone else's kids.
Well, yeah.
But when you realize it's your kid, it's hard to explain. I told Bobby, just something gets turned on in your fucking brain.
Weird. It's fucking weird. It's all cliche, dude. It's all fucking cliche.
That's what I hear from everyone. My own brother. I know. I've heard that. Saturday, though, I was like, all right, Saturday, go to the fucking range, blast some fucking rifles and pistols, and then there was a couple people there at the range that were like, they go to parties at my house. So I was just like, you know what? Let's just have a fucking party at my house tonight. All right, like, I love spur of the moment shit.
Well, you want to live like you're Jake in Once for Warriors, but I mean, some fucking there's a line.
That's great.
Just having all the people from the bar come over.
Oh my God, I left the house this morning. All I know, poor Ange, sorry about the house. There's a half a vanilla, like an ice cream cake, that's just
You just left it out
on my fucking island in the kitchen, just melting. It's like, oh shit, beer bottles everywhere. It's just a disaster.
Here's the thing, too. You're loaded.
Well,
so having a kid for you,
his money as well.
You could have done everything.
It's so much easier.
You could have done everything you just explained because you have money. You can go, I got a nanny or a babysitter that obviously has to take care of my kid because I'm doing my thing.
You get a wife sometimes that fucking doesn't want you. You know,
well, you got to
she's got to be home
Charlie
with the fucking
Sheen
kid.
had kids.
Yeah,
you can
I know.
Kids.
I understand.
You got to pick the right.
Then you're going to do the right thing by them.
You'll do the right thing.
No,
just don't.
It takes a lot of sacrifice from what I've seen to do the right thing.
You know,
like you could have a kid and do whatever the fuck you want, and then they're going to grow up like fucking half the celebrity kids, all psychopaths.
As soon as the girl you're dating is able to have children, you should have.
Once that blood starts coming out,
I got to piss badly.
All right, I've said it. Ann would be a great father.
You'd
have a ball.
Fantastic.
You'd actually have a ball. With
I would just start fucking, son of a bitch. Jesus Christ! Don't get all pissy-eyed with me. I'd be just like that. Oh, look, there's people out there.
Yay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
What's going on? Are we being invaded by Amsterdam?
Amsterdam. That is a handsome Aryan family out there.
Yeah.
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 Good.
And Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back shortly.
With Melanie Monroe.
Yes.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. Sirius XM. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
All right. Sorry. I thought you guys would just come back.
We were bullshitting.
It was a fucking baby meeting down the hall.
Oh boy.
We're going to the bathroom. Bobby had a kid, obviously.
In the bathroom?
Our boss.
Give it to him.
Give it to him
Just for today, you
And
think?
Steve Blatter had a baby right around the time Bobby did. So all of a sudden we're talking about baby shit, and then he's turning me on to a great baby app.
The best.
We're a bunch of faggots.
Baby app.
Yeah, dude, he could it's kind of like your
Cameras?
Your cameras.
Yeah.
But he could push a button, and talk to his wife.
Whoa.
I used it the other day because she wasn't answering her cell phone. She wasn't answering her cell phone, so I hit that. And I go, pick up use your phone and call me. She goes, that's not what that's for.
Hey, dude, are you talking about?
Fucking girl, what are you doing?
Are you talking about Dropcam?
Sorry.
That's what Steve said. No,
it's with baby.
It's not Dropcam. Oh,
it's a monitor.
I got Dropcams around my house.
It's a baby monitor.
Great.
Dropcam.
Hey, how you doing? Take a seat, honey.
Wow,
Laney, how you been?
Hey, Laney, how are you too? Yeah, whatever. Hey, what's up?
Hanging out.
Look at your big tits.
Oh my God.
You got big tits.
Bobby hasn't had sex
I
in
might
2 months.
I might have to go. I feel very rapey right now.
Are you rapey?
Those are very nice implants.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Usually they're a horror show. Those are nice.
Super soft. I don't have to wear a bra.
Right.
I like to get the titty sweat underneath.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Damn.
You are on the air, so.
There you go.
Well, good morning.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Melanie.
Good morning.
Why did you get into porn at 32?
At 32. Well, I had a boyfriend for 12 years from 15 to 27.
Whoa.
And then I took like a year off, and then I had another boyfriend for 3 years. So it's like I never really got that wild college crazy experience. So at 32, it was I'm single, I'm in Miami, girls gone wild.
Is that what college is about? Double penetration?
Shit, right?
The good schools, yes.
I'm
Man.
not ready for the DP yet.
Bobby, by the
Slow me down a
way,
little.
I'm looking at Bobby, looking at you,
I know.
and I haven't seen this look since Wild Kingdom.
Oh my God.
You
Oh my God.
Absolutely look
Do you
like a
understand?
guy.
I could cry
you're
right
ready
now.
to- He is tearing up.
Very emotional.
Listen, oh my God. Let me tell you how dirty I could get right now.
You want
I'm
a
married-
titty fucker, right?
No, I want to literally bury my face in her bum.
Wow.
And that's not my thing.
No.
Well,
yeah, you
She's
got
a lovely girl. Why don't you take her to lunch? That always works.
Oh, Jimmy.
Would you like to go to lunch with Jimmy?
Will you go to lunch
Sure.
with Jimmy?
Yes, I'm from Texas. I can eat any time of the day. Let's go.
Oh, yeah? Texas girl?
Jimmy will take you to lunch today. He has a great steak place.
He's being serious.
I have a training session today.
Would you like to ask her out proper?
Someday, yes.
A
but
tranny session?
No,
What?
no, that's every day. No, I have to go to the gym.
What? Jim,
Daddy.
working out? Eating,
Yeah, you know,
eating better?
Daddy, do some sit-ups, Daddy.
No, it's more like, let me hold your legs back, Daddy. You can pretend you're doing sit-ups, but you're really trying to push this out of you.
I do lots of working out during bad sex.
Oh, during bad sex.
Yeah, when I'm, missionary position and I'm not enjoying it, I can get my crunches in.
What constitutes bad sex?
If it's just boring and I'm just not feeling, sometimes I'm just not into the guy, and I was at first, but then once he pulls it out and he gets going, and
Hey, as long as he's into you, right, honey? Good.
and then I'll get in doggy style, and if it's horrible, he doesn't realize it when I'm counting my push-ups.
Oh, then you're doing some push-ups?
Yeah. You're like
he
a
thinks
Braz-
you're just into it.
Yeah.
You're like a Brazilian hooker that is staring at herself in the mirror, doing poses while you're fucking her with all you got. And she's not even affecting her. She's like, like she's doing a photo shoot.
Nice. Nice.
That's gotta be
think
disheartening.
I think older, that you're in your 30s.
I'm 36.
Is so much
36 now?
sexier.
Yes.
You're
so much sexier.
I'm in my prime. This is like when I'm really super horny and
Really?
yeah, and once you get a little older, you're comfortable and you go for strange. You want strange.
Oh boy, do I like uncomfortable. And I like uncomfortable and
Yeah, and after sex likes to have to sit a girl down and put his arm around her and like dab away tears and explain what just happened.
Let's sing this song. London Bridge is falling down.
So less inhibitions, is that it?
Yeah,
You're not as
definitely, that's what it
inhibited
is.
with things, and yeah. Are you a MILF?
Well, I'm officially a MILF now because I just got a little puppy. But I'm not.
Puppy?
Yes.
No kids.
Okay, no kids.
but,
Well, that's
I don't
good.
have any children. But
There's no problem there.
I play one on TV.
You don't have any children.
No kids.
How many abortions?
Oh,
no,
None.
I'm kidding.
This is a good question.
I have never
It
been
is.
pregnant.
Never?
Wow. I'm very responsible.
Wow.
Is it responsible,
That's kinda
or are
hot.
you barren?
Oh, come on, son.
Is your nickname down there Arizona?
Oh, a little dry. Can you move the microphone? I'm trying to get a cleavage shot for the Twitter.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Look at that, right?
Hey, move the microphone.
Wow.
Oh, God.
No nips on
Yeah, I
Twitter.
forgot. Let's be good.
Wow.
Well, fuck Twitter.
Yeah, fuck that.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus, you
Wait,
cock
hey,
blocker.
You're moving
Yeah,
them
go to
together
Vine
too much.
quickly.
All right, right
Oh,
there.
that's good. You have great natural
One,
cleavage.
What does her areolas look like, though?
Beautiful.
I've never
She's
seen
a
it.
lovely girl.
Oh,
I haven't seen an
poor
areola
Bobby.
without milk coming out of it.
I'm so sorry.
Poor Bobby.
Bobby is horned
Bobby's
up right
a brand
now.
new dad,
Right,
so
Bobby?
Oh,
he's
congratulations.
very horned
you.
up seeing you here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been
Yeah.
been a while, you know.
Did you have good pregnant sex?
Huh?
Did you have? Yeah.
What do you mean? Fuck my wife while there's a baby in her belly?
Oh boy.
That's when
we-
the women
we-
are really horny.
We did that a couple of times. It was good, but it wasn't it wasn't the best.
Must have been on your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby, what would you
Well,
like
it
to
was
see?
a baby.
Bobby, what would you like to see next?
What would I like
This
to see
is all
next?
about you right now. Yes. What would you like to see? What would you
Her
like to see?
clitoris close. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Well, she'll show you that.
Her breasts are beautiful.
All right.
but I can't get over her. Is that your real butt?
Yeah, that's my booty.
Are you kidding me?
I'm from Texas.
That's crazy. But this
I
is
didn't
what's
even see
crazy
it.
about it.
You gotta-
Your waist is so thin.
Thank you.
And your stomach is so flat, but your waist is so thin. And you're like an hourglass. You're really, your
Thank
butt
you.
is crazy.
I'm trying. I'm
She's
in
lovely.
that Equinox every day.
That's good because you're like an old-fashioned alarm clock. They're round.
Yo, what's your
Should have said
Twitter?
a grandfather clock.
That would have been
Funnier.
good too. You're right. Damn it.
Yo, what's your
Should
Twitter?
have said
My
Big
Twitter
Ben.
is Melanie Monroe, and Melanie has 2 L's.
All right.
Wow.
Tweet this shit.
Oh.
So do you have a boyfriend?
Oh no,
No, huh?
no.
Now you got into doing some of them the features.
Yes.
Let's say adult features. Did you dive right in? Or did you kind of be like, I want girl on girl, I want to do this first?
No, I really it just happened. I was corporate retail management. I worked for Lacoste for many years, and then, so I was living in Miami, and it got a little wild and crazy. And South Beach is a small community, so you just meet a lot of people. So you meet girls in porn, and then you meet the owner of Bang Bros, and he's like, "Oh God, your ass! You just don't understand." And I'm like, you know what? Let's be wild and crazy and rebellious. So I shot a Bang Bros scene.
Black guys?
It was some Spanish guys with Adriana Deville, that really pretty Italian girl. So they broke me in a foursome, my first scene.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. You were all right.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
So were you on the rotisserie? Were you like,
It's like Boston Market?
One from the back, one from the front?
No, I've been very vanilla. Well, besides my wrestling at Kink and kind of letting them whip me sometimes.
Oh, Kink has some great stuff.
Yeah.
I love Kink.
They're tied into some other sites too. But they have some really hot domination scenes at Kink.
Don't they do a good role play over there too, right?
Yeah.
Do you like role play?
The wrestling.
What's your role play fantasy?
I really enjoy, now that I'm older, I really enjoy the stepson snes.
Whoa.
And I love the lesbian.
He just lost his mind.
You like the stepson?
What about chunky stepson that doesn't fit in?
That works for me. I'm adventurous. Let's do it.
Oh, why don't we do a little role play?
Just a lump in a basement.
We really could.
Bobby, why don't we do a little role play?
You two should improv a scene.
I can't. I would
You're
never.
an actor.
You're an actor. This is acting.
You improv a scene.
Here's what's not going to. This is what will happen. I'll go home and drag that baby and that woman out of my house. And I'll if she gives me her number, I'll call her, I'll pay her whatever she needs to come over my house.
Drag.
No.
Bobby, a little improv. We can stop it at any time. At least
But
start
we
with
can
the
do
improv.
my second favorite thing is I like to get those really young girls that are new in porn, and lesbian stuff was always a fantasy, and I never really got to experience that.
Stepson is pretty good though.
Jimmy, would you like to be
teaching the
stepson?
girls scissors.
Jimmy should do stepson.
Jimmy should do stepson.
Jimmy's good at improv too.
I don't know if Jim would do it.
Huh?
Oh, maybe.
I just want my son to see this 19 years from now. I was fucking 3 weeks, Dad. 3 weeks.
3 weeks, and this is what you were doing?
And you're in a studio with those fucking assholes.
Oh, my God. Brings over his new fucking black boyfriend for you to meet.
I'm glad they're both dead.
A little rebellious.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so rebellious. Ha! Mr. Kelly.
How would you start a stepson role play? Like,
Very
say,
good
with a guy who was very shy.
Maybe.
Can I be the dad?
The great actor.
Can I be the dad that leaves?
Chip Chipperson?
You can be the dad.
I'll be the dad that leaves,
The
and
extra that gets like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Good.
I'll be the dad that leaves, and I'll yell at my son.
Bobby, we want you to be stepson.
No, he looks like the
How about
stepson.
two stepsons? Maybe that makes it a little easier for you.
No.
Or sometimes I have my son's friend. He comes over. He's like, Miss Monroe.
What do you think?
All right, how about I'm your son? That's my friend. That I go, look, wait here, buddy, and I'll be right back. Wait with my mom. And Ma, can you make him something to eat? All right, let's do this. Ready?
Okay.
Wait, but that's not a stepson thing.
No, but we're doing son's best friend, which is sexier.
E-Rock, you got some light music in the background?
Yeah.
Way sexier.
Let's turn the lights down a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, is E-Rock there?
Sexy.
Let's get it cooking.
Make it sexy.
Get it
All right, ready?
cooking.
What the fudge?
All right,
no.
someone needs to yell action.
Yeah.
Action.
Oh, look, the lights are a little
With
dimmer.
the music, fatty.
Action.
It's
Now we
coming.
need a little music.
Hang
Oh,
on.
boy.
Fuck yeah.
All right, whatever.
So
This is very interesting
hey,
porno music.
It really is.
Oh, we didn't want to go
theme
hack.
song.
We didn't want to go hack.
E-Rock,
I
a little-
appreciate the selection. Maybe a little Beach Boys in the background.
Okay.
that's good for an opening scene of a porn.
Yes.
Something
Let's go
just,
different.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Something like that.
Don't you want
I
to
think
rape
the
her?
music is the irrelevant.
Yeah, the
part.
music isn't
All right,
really.
who starts?
Let's go. Ready?
Who starts?
I'll start. Me and Jimmy are walking to my house. We'll go, Chip. Your name's Chip.
Chip.
That's
What?
his name for the thing.
Really?
All
Yeah.
right.
That's a weird
All right.
name.
Hey, dude, I gotta go to my house for a sec before we go to the game. You cool with that, Chip?
What do you got to get from your house? I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh, look, you can go to the bathroom, but don't do what you did last time. All
I
right?
couldn't help it. It clogged the toilet. It ain't my fault.
All right, well, listen, you can use the bathroom. Use the one downstairs. My
My mother calls me the double flusher. I got to double flush everything.
Your mother's such an asshole. All right, listen, we're going to go to my house. My mom's home. Don't be so fucking gawky this time, all right?
Can't help it. She's really pretty.
I know she's pretty.
She makes my pecker jump.
Hey, Chippa, it's my mom.
Sorry. Remember, she had to get me the plunger? That was so embarrassing.
Yeah. Hey, listen, use the bathroom downstairs. So we're gonna go in. Just be cool, all right?
Okay.
All right. Ma,
how come you don't have the keys to your own house?
I lost them. It's a little. I lost them last week. I'm doing a backstory.
Why don't we just walk in?
It's a backstory.
I want to see your fucking house.
I want to see your mother. She's wonderful.
Hey, Ma.
Hi, boys.
Ma.
Hi, boys.
Hey, what's up, Ma?
Come on in.
I got Chip with me. Remember Chip?
Yes. Oh, yeah, he's such a cutie.
Hey, what's up, Miss Monroe?
Always a little nervous around me, though.
He is.
I ain't nervous. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I gotta go. I forgot my books at school, Mom.
Okay, well, go get them, and I'm gonna keep Chip here. I need some help.
What about my fucking books?
I'll get your books too, Chip.
I don't like my books. School's for queers.
All right, listen.
Miss Monroe needs help moving some boxes from the garage.
I hope they ain't heavy, though. I hurt my fucking back, Miss Monroe.
Well, I'll give you a back massage if you need it after.
Okay, but careful. I got a cyst.
Jesus. I like it so far.
It's got a cyst. I'm not feeling the backstory's good. I'm not feeling the sexy yet. That's for sure.
It's coming.
Let's get a time.
Okay. Listen to this music.
Relax.
All right. Well, come with me into the garage and remove your shirt so that I can take a look at this cyst while you're doing so.
Okay. I get embarrassed though. You're gonna look at my body.
No, it's okay. You're just such a little cutie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. I got a port wine stain.
You look so nervous.
I am a little bit nervous. My hands are sweating.
Okay, well, I'll just show you how to pick up the boxes. You just kind of like bend over and pick it up, and make sure that you use your legs and not your back.
Careful, your underpants are showing.
Very cute. That little pink string, Chip? That little bitty pink string?
Yeah, that's way too small. My mother wears big underpants. They cover her, and she's a very Rubenesque woman.
Oh, well, I bet she's a sweetheart. But you know, if I wear
she has big
pants,
ankles. She could lift a safe up the flight of steps. She's very strong.
How do my ankles look?
You got very nice ankles. Careful, your feet are hitting my pecker. She got very nice ankles.
You like my ankles?
I do. They're really nice. Hey, your toes are blue. What are they, cold or something? Fucking home run, Chipperson.
That's my sexy hot single MILF look.
What's a MILF?
A MILF?
Yeah.
That's a mother I'd like to fuck. That's what you would
Oh,
call
that's
me.
very crass. I don't go for that talk.
You don't?
Can I see your feet without the shoes? Hey, look, your shoes are made of wicker. What are they, chairs or something?
Oh, those are just some Louboutins.
What, Louboutin? Who's Louboutin?
Nothing special.
Oh, is he friends with Frank Baton?
Okay, take your shirt off. It's time.
I don't want to. I'm embarrassed. I get a big port wine stain and a cyst, and I sweat. I perspire a lot. Can I see your feet?
Yeah, you can see my feet.
I don't have a foot fetish or nothing, but my mother makes me rub her toes after a hard day's work.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she said that sometimes Lamar holds them too tight, and they're really sore.
These may be a little bit more enjoyable for you.
Oh, these are very lovely toes. Look,
thank you.
My mother makes me do the little piggy game on her.
Oh, no. You should spend more time over here with my son, seriously.
Yeah, he's cool, though. Sometimes we go into the basement, and he wants me to watch him tug his Peter. One time behind a washing machine, he pulled down my pants and was rubbing his pecker on my backside. He said he was going to pop my cyst with his pecker.
Oh,
and he had me bent over. I got tied all over my shirt.
You sound so stressed out, sweetheart. Why don't you take down your blue jeans and let's just do it on the
Because I'm
boxes.
scared.
Don't be scared. I got you. I'll guide you through it all.
Oh, you want to see my you-know-what?
Yeah, I want to see
I'll give
the
a fuck.
cyst,
I'll take it out.
the penis. Let me see it all,
It's
sweetheart.
fucking big.
It is?
Yeah, fucking huge. People tell me that fucking pecker should be in a museum or something, Chipper.
That feels so good.
Yeah, I'm rubbing your feet.
Is your penis getting hard?
No, I have erectile dysfunction.
Oh, no.
Because sometimes I was taking medication for my anxiety and it dries out my mouth and gives me erectile dysfunction. So sometimes I got to try to put it in soft.
I can do that. Put my wet, juicy lips on it, and I bet I'll cure that erectile dysfunction.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get juicy wet like two fucking nice slugs crawling up and down my pecker stairs.
My panties are wet at this point.
Fuck yeah, I know that. People tell me I'm the cooter dampener. I get a cooter so sloppy and wet it looks like someone threw a bucket of lard on it.
And the setup is over and cut to sex.
This is fucking hot though. We're getting there.
Yeah, it's getting good, man.
We're getting there.
Mom. What are you guys
Oh, you gotta
doing?
go upstairs, Miss Monroe. He wants him and I to fool around a little bit. Sometimes we play spin the bottle and he makes me kiss him on the mouth, Miss Monroe.
Chip, that's not true.
I don't like that at all.
Chip, it's not true.
I don't like kissing your son on the mouth.
I don't do that, Mom.
Hey, Chipper, let's practice kiss.
That's lies. I'm gonna leave.
I don't like.
Wish Dad was here.
We're gonna have to have a talk.
I don't like practice kissing. I'm rubbing her feet though. They're very nice feet.
Great.
I noticed the Chip character is really getting into rubbing, rubbing your feet.
Am I hurting your feet?
No, it feels incredible.
Yeah, my mother would make me rub her feet. Sometimes she has big bunions. She would say, "Look, Chipper, my 6th and 7th toe." I would kiss her bunions.
You're so silly.
Man.
I hope you don't talk when we start fucking.
Whoa!
No. Oh, I talk with my pecker. I just say, yeah, fucking take that shit.
Let your pecker do the talking.
Fuck yeah. I give a good fuck.
Holy shit.
It's the face you're making. It's great.
Yeah. You should see me when I'm licking a cooter. I'm down there. I'll look right up in your eyes. Look at me. Look at me.
It's the sexy glances that works well. The staring is gonna really just like make it awkward.
I could see your cleavage though. I didn't mean to look.
Can you see my titty sweat?
Yes, Miss Monroe, I can. I was looking at that one time. I was over here. Remember one time when your son was? I came over one time. And Bobby was sick. Remember he was in a hospital? He was really sick. We thought he was going to die and you was going to go see him. And I said, why don't you stay here first and show me your you-know-whats?
Don't tell all of our secrets.
This is fucking good, right?
You liking it?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Cocksucker went to market. This motherfucker stayed home.
Oh. She have nice.
Now, you know, in a porno at this point, it would be on in action time.
Yeah, you'd have to fucking start fucking. Yeah.
I'm rubbing her feet pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Should we get the ass involved or what?
I already am.
That is quite the ass. That is quite the ass.
You should do the ass. You should rub the butt.
I think I'm gonna rub my butt on your penis.
Chip just kissed
the
toe.
Yeah, kissed the toe.
Nice.
Did you enjoy that cocoa butter lotion?
I fucking did.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It smells like cocoa butter.
Yeah.
It's cocoa butter and a little bitter apple so my puppies don't bite my toes.
Does that stop your dogs from biting your feet?
Oh, yeah, I've got bitter apple all over my house.
You know what else will stop the dog from biting your foot? You kick him, your foot.
Yeah. Or you put milk on your pecker, Chipper.
Oh, that's not what you do. Wow, all right.
We gotta
getting
finish
up
this
right in
off.
your lap. Wow.
Let me get
Oh,
Chip.
boy.
Look at that ass right there.
Yeah, I gotta be
Wow.
honest. It's really nice.
Yeah?
Wow. Yeah, it's...
You digging that?
Yeah.
A lot of the movies, A lot of the movies, like, focus on your butt there.
Yeah, there's some movies where it's like it's all about the ass.
All about your ass.
I just did.
Oh, is it? Why is it going up?
Okay?
No, I'm sitting off to the left. Okay.
You're sitting on your penis? How big is it?
No. I was just...
That's 145 pounds on you,
I have
buddy.
to fix my penis. It's not in you. There we go.
Exactly. No. I zipped up the head and I got a scab on it.
More romance.
I was in a rush.
We're gonna double up the condoms on this one.
I was in the bathroom and a fire alarm went off. So I zipped up the hole over my pecker by mistake.
Oh, that'll hurt.
I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
What about my bum hole? Are you gonna do my bum hole?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna put my pecker in there.
Yeah.
Ass play, no fear of dick in the ass, right?
For 4 years, I never did a bumhole scene, and 2 weeks ago, I did my first one for Evil Angel.
2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
How was it?
Thank you.
Oh, that
Wow.
Who would
I am
Evil
now-
Angel?
Let's get some
Evil
flowers.
Angel is a company.
No, I know. But who would Evil Angel shoot?
Mike Adriano.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Big dick.
It was, he's a very nice size.
Oh, she's sexy.
How'd you take it? Was it good? Did you?
They gave me an anal training kit, so it was like 5.
What is that?
It's 5.
It's an application for here.
Penises. You know,
5.
Your bum hole is a muscle, so you've got to stretch it out to get ready for this.
Was it like those Russian dolls?
Very similar, but more pointy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You can do the same thing with your mother's shampoo bottles.
Yes, you can.
Or her hairbrush. Chipper, my hairbrush smells. Have you been at it again?
Oh, no.
So you work it like small first.
So I practiced a little bit, but really I didn't. I've only had maybe anal sex, a few drunken times in my life. And I'm 36 years old, so this was probably number 5, and I just I just went for it.
So that's when you make 2 number 2s and a 1.
No, Chip. I don't think she meant that.
So your asshole is crystal clean. Like it's not all beat up. She's wondering.
I can't get a rod in front of people, but it's I probably could, but I can't.
Probably fucking inconvenient when you're fucking. How you can't get a rod?
Do you know how pathetic my dick feels right now?
Really?
Why? She probably thinks it's awful.
I think you're precious.
Oh, isn't he? Yeah. So you get it in the ass on film,
right?
And then did they capture some real live like holy fuck? Because I know when I see a girl taking the ass on a movie, I'm kind of like she looks like but she probably has done this before.
It was my first one, so they wanted to catch that nervousness and that initial entry. And the initial one, he went in and I screamed and I go, I can't do it, and I ran off and I went to the bathroom. I took one of those like Melanie Monroe breathers, like, you can do this, girl, you can do this, and I went back out there and I did the whole scene, 25 minutes.
Talked yourself back up, and
once it gets going, as long as the head doesn't come out, it's very enjoyable.
Oh, okay.
Were you afraid though? This is the thing. I had an ex try to put a strap on in. This is true, and I couldn't do it because it was like I wanted to do it because it was so kinky and dirty,
right?
But I couldn't do it because physically it just is too uncomfortable, and I kept feeling like I was going to shit. And it was like I know that was but that's true. Like I couldn't do it.
Until you get a baby to shit.
There's a whole process for anal. It's graphic.
Oh, you gotta what do you what are they called? Enema out and I just get it clean out, right?
All the night before, and then you don't eat. You don't eat the next morning. Then you pop the Imodium, lock the system up, and you're ready.
Imodium?
Wow.
Oh, I never thought of that. That's the problem.
Lock the system up.
I tried having a strap on.
You gotta lock that shit up.
Lock down.
I went to Chipotle first.
No, that's probably not the thing to do.
I did. I had 3 coffees and a Chipotle. The next thing you know, the lady was wiping off her thighs.
Oh, But I liked it. It was. I actually enjoyed it.
You did.
I did. So that was my first one for a company, and I'll probably just continue exclusively the rest of my anal life on my website. So that'll be kind of something special.
Well, that is special.
And it's, by the way, it's
got sponsorships.
MelanieMonroe.com with 2 L's, and you're going to be at the Exotica in Chicago, July 12th through 14th.
Yes.
And you're very fun. Like that's why I love the Penthouse girls at Laney Briggs, because they're always got personality and they're like they're fun people to talk to and they're honest.
Awesome. Yes.
But so many of the girls we get in don't want to talk about anything.
I know.
It's annoying.
I hate those girls that just lay there.
I know. They don't want to talk. They don't want to take their clothes off.
I'll get naked here. Don't test me.
Get naked.
Let's get naked.
Don't do that because the company policy doesn't allow for that.
Let's get naked over here.
You can't get naked anymore in here, right?
All right, what the fuck? Take your clothes off.
Fuck them.
She get naked.
What?
You get naked.
She get naked.
You want it?
Why would you get naked?
We would love to appreciate
Do you want to
your
see
body.
Beautiful brown nipples.
Please.
Yes, I love them brown.
Wow. Oh, man.
Wow, wait.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby, where you
going?
Bobby,
he's got to check on his kid. Bobby,
where you going, Bob?
I need a break.
He's taking a restroom break.
He really can't.
They look very, very real.
Thank you. You can touch them. I don't mind.
Oh, all right.
Well, there's a guy that wants to touch him outside too. Whoa. He's touching them properly right there.
They're nice and soft, right?
Wow.
Really beautiful,
How do they feel good? They like
feel
normal?
perfectly.
Like, feel like
they look.
They could be the best implants I've ever seen.
Wow.
Well, you know what it is I used to be a big girl. At 26, I had gotten up in a few years, a bad relationship. I gotten up to 224. I lost 87 pounds.
Oh my God.
Shit. I did, and I kept it off. But basically, I had those like Discovery Channel empty sack hanging things.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's why once they put the gummy bears in there, that they
gummy bears.
They hung so well.
Did you do you shave
gummy
everything?
Bears.
Oh yeah, I haven't.
Let's get her naked, Bobby.
I haven't seen my Nuki hair in like years.
That's been you shaved that off, right?
Yeah.
Not going old school. It's
Yeah.
Chippa making his little face.
You have no hair down there at all?
Bobby's eyes are
Yes,
going
I
crazy.
do.
Look at
I'm a-
Bobby's
I'm a
eyes; they're
little fu-
crazy.
I
You're a little
haven't
fucked up right now, huh?
Well, look, I love my wife and
I
my
get
child
pissed all the time.
I love.
He's just
There's nothing.
preaching.
There's nothing better than what I have right now. It's just I've been having very vivid sex
Can we see you?
dreams.
Can we see you
And
naked?
this
Just
is
Bobby
here.
hasn't seen a girl naked in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, we would love to.
I've seen my wife naked. It's just
But
not
I mean, you
the
know,
same.
a strange girl naked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you some booty here.
Oh.
Some booty.
She has a.
Wow.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Oh. Wow.
What?
Very, very lovely butt.
That's your real ass.
That's Texas.
That's my booty.
That's Texas.
Wow,
Texas ass right
I
there.
never shave it at
I
all.
grew up on cornbread.
You shave.
Wow.
You shaved the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I've shaved the whole thing for years and years and years.
Are
when
they
I-
big or small? Yeah.
Have you ever? Can I ask you a question?
Jimmy
My
Jimmy wants to see your pussy.
There you go.
Wait. Whoa.
Oh wow.
There's the pussy.
It's beautiful.
I have to see too. It's in
Oh
the, it's in the rules.
Bobby,
It's in the rules.
What do you think, Bobby?
Yeah. Imagine being down there, Bob, licking away, just going lick, 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 fucking lick, 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 fuck, lick, 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 fuck.
I love that song.
Fuck yeah.
How's it go again?
Lick, 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 fucking lick, lick, lick. That's what you say while you're doing it.
Will you say it
Look
while
her
you're
right
doing
up
it?
in her eye. Lick, 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 fucking lick, lick, lick.
I don't think
Come
they-
bucket.
That's a hit song. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
It would work, huh?
Have you ever? Can I ask you a question? Have you ever just randomly met some dude in a hotel or somewhere?
Yeah.
And just not you, Chip.
Come on, Chip.
and ever just fucked him for shits and giggles? Just 'cause you were-
Never a stranger. Always somebody that I know from meeting. Like,
Oh.
But
you
in
know,
your
somewhere
life,
like
you've
in
never
at
done
a
that?
radio show.
The one night stands.
We got that guy outside that wants to feel her up too.
Oh yeah, this guy Edgar wants to take.
Would you mind?
He's not supposed to because he works here in this video. He's a maintenance guy here. He's not supposed to do that shit.
Would you mind?
Of course. No, come on in. I'm a jungle gem ready.
I want to. Can we blindfold you?
Sure.
We got a blindfold.
Plenty will watch out for you. No one
That
knows.
sounds kinky.
You're blindfolding me, so I don't know who it is.
Yeah, he's embarrassed. Actually, he's an employee and he's like fucking fucked up. You have to take your shirt off.
Probably Who Kid or something.
No.
Who kid?
Who Kid?
Would you take your shirt off so we could tickle you?
Yeah.
He won't hurt you.
Who Kid highly recommended you.
Yeah, he spoke.
Yeah, yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah, Who Kid's Instagram makes me feel shitty about my life.
Just hanging out with like
everybody.
He gets some serious moisture, hot chicks.
Oh, he's a shredded, talented black guy with a huge cock.
He's funny.
Does he have a big penis?
I've never had sex with him.
Have you seen his penis?
I enjoy that sexual tension, so
I'm
it
telling
makes a good
you.
show when we're together. We're always just like,
I'm telling you, he has a big penis.
You think?
I've had sex with him.
My mother loves him.
I bet.
I don't know. I'm in a big competition now with him. Now that I've got the puppy, I'm this like total chick magnet, and I'm very bisexual. So I'm having those hot Asian girls that I like so much.
Oh,
They're
yeah?
just
Yeah.
this little puppy's so cute.
Oh, you like being with another girl?
I do enjoy scissors. Yes.
Yeah.
My mother said that's sinful. She said my Bible says Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Chippa.
Where's my feeler? Where's my blindfold?
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah, let's blindfold.
Chip
Melanie
ruining the
Monroe.
sexual vibe.
Yes, Chip is destroying any sexual vibe that might be built up. You wreck it.
I promise I
You should take the headphones off.
You have to take and you have to take your shirt off, or do you not want to take your shirt?
Well, I'll just hang it out.
No, but so you can touch. You want to touch
Yeah,
your.
you can get around. You can get all around with my shirt. Yeah,
All right. Yeah. Well.
Well.
All right.
you can get all around.
That's
Okay.
Or
yeah.
she.
Yeah, that shirt is more
That's
like
it.
that's a.
Make sure she's
Oh
blindfolded.
my god! Look at her stomach is amazing.
She's fantastic.
That's that Equinox.
Yeah. How'd you lose the weight?
Green juice and Equinox.
Yeah.
Is it Equinox or Equinox?
Go to the gym.
Whatever you want.
Go
Go to the gym. Eating
Whatever you
better.
want to call it.
Going to the gym. Eating better.
Eating better.
Eating better.
Ah.
I like my stomach fat.
That
like my
is
titties
nice,
big.
man.
Thank you.
God
Yeah.
damn.
All right.
Bring in,
I'm so nervous.
Bring in Edgar.
This is Edgar.
You can't look. Can you look up and see?
She,
I stay right there.
she's fine.
No, I really can't. It's
How many
blurry.
cocks are out in the room right now?
I have no idea.
Yeah, right. How many?
Edgar. What's up, Edgar?
Edgar. There he is. Edgar's
Hi,
wonderful.
Oh, we're just getting a microphone.
What's up,
for
Edgar? Oh my god.
There's a mic.
Edgar, slow down.
Okay, it is a man.
Where are What are you doing? Scratching her back?
Wait, I don't feel her.
Are you
Edgar.
squeezing that thickness?
Shut up.
Check out. It's the cupping.
Edgar's feeling the ass. Edgar doesn't look like he's doing.
Sounds so funny.
Not very sexy. Oh, look, the pants are coming down.
Holy doo-doo.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah? You like it?
Yeah.
All that?
Wow, Edgar's feeling the ass there. What?
Can I touch Edgar? No. No?
No.
Can't back up on him? I'm trying to. Let me see.
Oh, there it is.
Let me see.
Oh.
Oh, Edgar's
Oh,
really
Edgar.
turned on. Edgar, relax.
Edgar.
She's not a moralistic woman.
Edgar, why are you you're like scratching her?
Edgar.
Cup it.
How is Edgar's touch?
I mean, I'm gonna have to teach him a little bit, but he's doing a good job so far.
Yeah?
He's fingernail.
He's manicured.
But they're sharp. They're like sharp little baby nails.
She's got small breasts.
What?
These are small breasts.
Oh, he said April Fools.
He said April Fools. That's his thing around the office.
April Fools, as he says.
Falls, right.
Oh, wow, Edgar.
You're so sweet, Edgar.
Edgar's
licking.
How's he doing, Edgar?
Like I'm a little puppy.
Getting worked up, Edgar?
No, get away from me.
Get away from me.
Ow.
Oh.
No, I'm...
Edgar's ticklish.
Are you ticklish?
No, I'm...
Where did you go?
I'm here.
Oh. Now I'm going to try to cheat and see.
Oh. I think Edgar's a little ticklish.
Looking at me.
Stop looking at me. She's tickling Edgar all over.
Quit tickling.
He doesn't want to be tickled.
Yes, I am.
Yeah?
I go to the gymnasium.
No, you don't.
I'm totally trying to cheat and I can't see.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Blindfold.
Yeah.
That's a good blindfold, right?
No, I did not.
Smash over the head. Wouldn't even know.
Put you in my gun closet. The weekend.
I'll bring you some pictures next time.
I like A cups.
Oh, you like
You like A cups?
April Fools.
Oh, April Fools.
Oh, wow, okay.
April Fools.
I don't want this.
I see. April
No
Fools.
worries, babe. I'll bring you something you like. I got a lot of hot chicks.
You could take the blindfold off. That's wonderful. There was Edgar.
She didn't know.
I didn't think she. Oh, I didn't know she didn't know.
I had it, yeah.
Yeah, an idea.
Of course.
Little bit.
It's like, of course.
Looks like you two have to do lunch.
Yeah, you guys should do
You
lunch.
should do a little
lunch.
Yeah. Right?
Lunch is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe have a little lunch.
Ah.
That's what you do. You say regular things in a sexual kind of a tone. You want to maybe get a little hummus.
Yeah.
What's that? Eating pussy song again, Chip?
Yeah.
Hold on, we gotta get this on film.
It's fucking. You
Hang
get
on.
down
Hold
there.
on, hold on. Wait, hang on.
You open up that fucking cooter. You take your nails.
Take your nails.
You got to dig your fingernails into the lips and you open them and you wrap your nails in them so they can't come out and you just fucking start going.
Hang on.
Lick, 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 fuck, lick, fucking lick, lick, lick. You do that until she fucking comes all over her leg. How's it go? Lick, 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 fucking lick, lick, fucking lick. And then her fucking cooter gets so wet that you could fucking, whatever, put a slip and slide on it.
Oh, slip and slide.
I'm telling you, you throw this over a beat, it's a hit song.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Great.
good. Good to know.
Fantastic.
Melanie Monroe is a trooper.
She's fantastic.
And now she wants to come on the bus trip possibly with us or be a part of one of the stops.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, you should go. It's going to be fun.
Oh, gosh.
That's the vibe we need
Yeah.
from the girls. Fun.
Actually, right.
Where are you going on the bus?
Everywhere.
Yeah, we have like 5 stops.
Yeah.
Down south a little bit, and then
That's where I'm from.
Then we're actually gonna end up in Austin, Texas.
I love Austin, Texas.
We're gonna be on
the best.
We're gonna be on the
Yeah.
Titty Mountain Highway.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Yes.
We gotta get out and take those little,
Highway.
those little bicycle girls. They're hot.
Bicycle
With the
girls?
little, yeah, you don't take taxis in
They
downtown
have them in San
Austin.
Diego too. Same thing where
Yeah.
they ride around and you
just ride in the back, and they're always like dressed in superhero
Are they
costumes.
hookers or no?
No, they're totally not.
Damn it.
Okay. I had a girl one time. I was in San Diego at Comic-Con, and remember, you understand?
Oh, yeah.
There was a girl on one of those bikes, and she was stopped, and she's standing there with her foot propped up, and she was wearing little shorts, and I could see like one of her lips.
That's dope.
And I'm fucking talking to her, and I know she saw it, and I just gave her 20 and kept talking to her, and she just stood there. So it's one of the most turned on I've ever been.
Wow, so
sexy.
you think she stayed like that because you slipped her the 20?
Absolutely, without a doubt. You think so? You remember that moment? You could see it, right?
And what were you just staring down at her?
I literally, it was almost like that someone stole her head. If she was Ichabod Crane and I was just chatting with her vagina, because she was showing it to me.
Right. Holy fuck, man.
So,
those girls are hot. So that's a nice thing about Austin.
That was
They got
fun.
the food trucks. Oh, yeah.
I love Austin. I've only been there a couple of times, but it's a really fun city. I never really hang out there. I just kind of go.
Because you go in for the thing and you're in and out.
I can't wait to go. This is going to be a good time, definitely.
I guess we have to plug everything.
Yes.
I definitely want to plug the great Melanie Monroe.
Melanie, thanks so much.
Not Yakuta. No, I didn't mean that. No.
Chip.
I didn't mean that to be crass.
No, I know. It's just a... Fucking Chip could suck the sexuality out of the room.
Did Chip ruin the sexy vibe?
Oh, God.
No.
Oh,
My panties are still wet, so we're
He brought
good.
it back.
Oh,
with the
no,
fuck
you
lick
should
lick
probably
song.
be careful because you're going to get chafed. My mother one time had her thighs and vagina chafed.
That would be horrible.
She's incontinent. A lot of times she'll wet herself on the bus.
See?
Like the
Just
end of,
like this.
Like the end of Midnight Cowboy.
Well, that's what happens to me in the summertime. If I like to wear tights or pants because little short shorts because my thighs, they're very thick and round like turkey legs, and they rub together in the summer, and they get red, and there's gets like a little.
You gotta put salve on them.
Salve.
My mother would have me rub salve on her thighs.
Talking about his mother and salve.
Chipper, my thighs are raw.
Whatever turns you on, baby.
Supposed to be.
I was doing it because she's a very good woman.
Why don't you stop talking about your mother?
I know she's an asshole.
Got a beautiful girl here.
This Melanie Monroe is very lovely.
To talk to her all nicely and
talk to her, Chip. She's right there.
You're very beautiful.
Oh, see, that's nice.
Hold her hand.
Chip.
That's good, Chip.
Hold her hand, Chip. No, whole hand, not the finger. You fucking alien.
I'm holding a fucking hand. What the fuck?
Like he's guiding someone across the street. It's the worst. It's really terrible. Oh, she's rubbing your hand.
Yeah, she's petting my hand like it's a small giraffe or something.
Humor's good too, Chip. You're doing good.
That's a good one, Chip.
Yeah. Now don't screw up this sexual vibe you got going
His
now.
palms are sweaty. He's
Oh yeah.
My palms are wet like I've been
ready.
juggling with wet avocados
No,
or something.
stop. Don't try that. Now, compliment her. Talk to her nicely. Yeah.
You got fucking great hair.
Thank you. I love my little bob haircut and my bangs.
Who's Bob?
Cracking himself up
It's actually
again.
my dad's name.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
My mother's name is Dolores.
Nothing about your mom.
Don't bring your mother up.
Don't bring your
Chip.
mother up. It's not sexy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk to her about like how
My
sexy
mother's
her-
hot. She runs marathons.
How old is she?
She's 58, but she's banging.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll fuck her. Chip.
Talk to her about how sexy her body is.
Yeah. Talk to her about
Your
her
body
lips.
is fucking so hot that I would fucking tear it up.
Thank you.
Talk to her about her lips, Chip. How sexy her lips. How you like to kiss them.
Yeah, I'd love to fucking smooch with you till the cows come home. I'd fucking lay in bed and just fucking smooch with you while the TV's on.
He's growing on me. He's growing on me.
Good.
Yeah, I'd
Isn't
fucking
he?
stick my tongue down your throat so far that it would come out your cooter.
My cooter?
I think once again you're kind of blowing the whole vibe here, Chip.
You should give her a kiss on the cheek.
So
Chip.
what's allowed on the bus? Is there sex on the bus?
Yeah. Shenanigans and
I just have
hijinks.
one rule: no number twos on the bus, and we're good.
Yeah, fuck that.
never.
You mean blacks, right?
You silly goose.
Holy shit, Chip.
Silly goose.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Melonie's fun.
Melanie
thanks.
rules.
Thank you, Melanie.
And Melanie Monroe on Twitter, and it's Monroe.
And it's two L's, too, in the Melanie part.
I tweeted,
How about we spell the whole thing? MELLANIE
And yes, Melanie will come on the bus with us, and she'll be Exotica in Chicago in July 12th through 14th. What a fun personality! And
Thank you. I
Wonderful.
love my job. I'm having so much fun. Like,
That's
this
nice.
is my sexual peak. My website's really cool because it's very interactive. It's the only place where, like, when you join, you can actually private message me. You can tell me what kind of porn you want me to make for you, because I get to, create whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I'm on their live webcam all the time, and if you're a member, it's free. So
damn. So
it's a good deal.
Nice.
Fucking jack off while you're watching.
Yeah, you pump your Peter till you fucking shoot it all over the top of your flip flops. Then your mother goes, "What happened?"
That's so silly.
Chippa.
So yeah, go to her website. Go to MelanieMonroe.com. It's nice to see. It's someone like you. It'd probably be very fun to interact with live like that.
Absolutely.
You can tell she's like a real pervert. It's not fake.
Thank you.
You tolerate a lot of silliness.
I'm nasty. I'm pretty nasty. I was pent up. I had one boyfriend that I was faithful to 12 years. So.
Damn.
Was he shredded?
I'm
like
getting
a
it all in.
UFC fighter?
No.
Did he have a big penis?
No.
Really?
Wow.
Did he hunt fucking possum?
And it was from
He was a DJ. He was way more into that than anything else. But
Don Johnson.
This is what
he was just thin and wore a mouse hat.
He would never. I would never get to finish.
Oh, DJ, he was a damn Joe. My mother always said, "Chippa, the Joey Kite burgers will take all your pennies."
Jesus Christ.
Chip.
You never got to finish?
I never got to finish. So once we would do our little 2-minute thing, he would go and take a shower, and I would sneak into the walk-in closet, shut the door, hold my breath, and wait and make sure he didn't come out, and I would masturbate and finish off.
Whoa, wow,
that's pretty hot.
So now I'm super sexual. It's like, whew.
Damn, what would he just fucking blah, blah, blah.
What would he think when he was in the shower?
I don't know. He would lock the door.
Lick, fuck, lick, lick.
Wow.
Yeah, I make a girl come so many times she don't want to do nothing but fucking come again.
I mean, I got that same thing that I do get sometimes. For 12 years I got that. Oh, you're just so sexy. I couldn't hold it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to say that sometimes too, and it's like then I got to take my pants off and have them washed. Yeah, one time I came while I was high-fiving a girl. I was the coach of the soccer team.
Are you a size queen?
What do you mean?
Not you.
Me, I'm actually I have because I do so many squats in the gym. I get that my pussy muscle gets.
Yes,
that's vulgar.
I'm nasty. I can't help it. So I do a lot of Kegels when I'm doing all those squats and all the kickboxing. So it's really, really tight. So the big ones, I'd rather a regular sized penis. In all honesty, I want a regular sized penis because I can sit on it all the way. The Texas cowgirl.
Hang on one second. What's a regular?
Fucking 15 inches, right, Bob? Wink.
6, 7.
Yeah, that's how wide the head is on
average,
mine.
I mean, that's average.
So one potato, 2
penis.
potato, 3 potato?
I can fold a pillow in half, ride it, and come. So penis size really doesn't matter.
I don't sleep too well. I got apnea.
That doesn't.
That's what she's
I'll put you
talking
to
about.
sleep.
That's what she's talking about. Chip.
He's trying to relate to the conversation, but he's missing
sit
it.
on his face with that ass to help us sleep apnea.
Oh man, right?
No, I couldn't breathe that way, Bob.
No, yeah, you would stop breathing.
Yeah, I'd like go get off me. I can't breathe on this.
That's my point.
Yeah, a girl put her butt on my face one time. She's like, "Go ahead, Chippa."
What happened?
You gotta get your butthole over my face. I feel like there's a bunch of raccoons dancing on my face or something. Fucking hated it.
He just doesn't understand.
My fucking head hurts right now. My fucking head hurts.
Yeah. Till I put my finger in a girl's butt and she tightened up and dragged me around the room. He was cracking up. He really dragged me over the coffee table.
He really took all the sexuality out of it. I'm fine
Everything.
now.
It's impossible.
Like, I just want to go home to my baby,
you just start,
my wife.
Oh my god!
You just start getting into a conversation. And
Go ahead, I ain't trying to fucking interfere. Say what you want.
And then he
trying to
goes
help.
into a horrible
No, you're
conversation.
hilarious. I'm loving it.
I'm trying to help out.
You're doing
Maybe
good.
Melanie has a question for Chip.
Or any of the guys. I don't want to know
Melanie,
about
what do you
me.
got?
What do you want to
Are you
ask?
single or married?
There you go. That's a very good question.
Fuck yeah.
What does that mean?
Either or, Chip.
Which one?
Oh, she didn't specify. She did. I'm single.
You're single?
Love to mingle.
Oh, no, I'm the same way. I am very single too.
I eat Pringles.
Horrible line.
Maybe ask him what he likes to do on a date,
Yeah.
Melanie.
Where I know you like to go to eat.
Fuck yeah, Coda.
What else do you like to do?
Fuck.
Me too.
Stick it in fucking deep.
As a single man, how many times a week are you having
Hundreds.
sex? Oh, you beat me.
Fuck yeah.
You beat me.
It's a compulsive liar.
Go ahead.
But when I'm home in New York, I don't, I rarely date. It's very rare. I wish I could date more. I'd like to.
Yeah, I'm always on date.
You live in New York?
I do live here.
Look at that.
I live
Chipper.
right down the street.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We probably live
I
in the
live
same
in
building.
the Trump house
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm not that
on
fancy.
30th Avenue.
Okay.
Could you imagine being neighbors with her?
Fuck yeah.
I'd drill a hole in that wall
Would ya?
quicker than you can fucking...
There's a other
Yeah.
famous porn
Watch her
stars
take
in my
a
building
dump.
as well.
Really?
Yes.
Watch it.
Yes.
Jesus.
Me and Brittany Andrews are neighbors.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I
Must
know.
be a party at the old garbage chute.
It's crazy over there. I can't wait to see her
Yeah.
come downstairs sometimes just to see the outfit she's got on because she's DJing now, so it's awesome.
She dresses very provocatively.
Oh, yeah. Hot pink fishnets, patent leather boots. She'll come in the lobby like
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
pack some leather boots.
that. No fear.
Get it?
Chip.
But I'm in love with my Hitachi. It plugs in the wall.
Who's he? A Japanese fella?
He's my magic wand. He helps with my abs because I'm totally crunching for an hour. I can get 10 in with that Hitachi.
Wow.
I can get 10
So
good ones in.
I was watching a lot of woman masturbation fucking like squirt videos last night.
Yeah.
I got on this fucking thing. What's with these fucking videos where it's like this virtual reality monster fucking these chicks now? Who's getting off on that garbage?
I love that stuff.
No, it's so stupid.
Looks like a battering ram.
It's
I've
like
never
video
seen that.
game looking monsters, and they superimpose them like
wow,
they're
I never saw
fucking
that.
chicks.
Oh, wow.
It's so silly.
You never played a girl on like Call of Duty, and you and her, instead of fighting in the battle, you snuck off to a hut, and she just crouched down and went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and said, "You like that? You fucking."
No, never happened.
Pretty hot.
Never
And that's why they
happened.
invented that other stuff
I know.
for him.
I was watching that. I saw some girl in a video. She was masturbating, and she had to be real quiet. She's in her room, and then she took her hairbrush and started going off.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it was a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
If I can hear my neighbors are home, I have to sometimes like turn on my hair dryer.
Yeah?
And they'll keep the water running in the shower just for extra
You
noise.
use a hairdryer?
No.
I've used a
That's a
hairbrush
good
in my
idea.
backside before. I get on my hands and knees and I move it back and forth like I'm trying to jimmy the coin slot in the washing machine.
Okay, our first date, you're going to get waxed.
No, I don't. My hairs are natural and wild.
Natural juices and berries.
Yeah.
Show her the arm hair, Chip.
I have very wispy
Oh, it's
arm
Jimmy.
hair.
It does.
Jimmy, how you
It's
doing?
really weird. Just pet it.
It's very ticklish.
There's no hair there.
I know.
I know. Right?
He is a hairless.
Do you shave it?
No, I only shave my face and my dick. I don't shave my stomach, my legs, anything.
He's
got
no hair
no
on his
hair.
bum.
Balls are good. Smooth.
Yeah, I don't really need to shave my balls. I do, but they're very. I'm
Yeah.
Irish, so I'm very not too hairy.
Nice.
That's so funny. I
Very
never
hairy.
knew you wereIrish.
Yeah.
I never asked you what
Norton?
you were.
Irish Jimmy.
Yeah.
Never, I
Yeah.
never
Comes
knew
out once in a while.
Yeah,
what his
comes out.
Jeff.
It's obvious when I talk to Ozzy that
Yes.
I'm a Protestant and fucking
It's an accent. Belfast.
Go to the
Aye.
gym and eat a little better.
Trying to eat a
My
little,
name's Jimmy Norton.
eating better.
Yeah. Fucking skip into the Lewis something.
I get a shillelagh.
Eating better. My crooked shillelagh.
Hi.
Yeah.
So let me
Y'all
ask
are
you,
so silly.
oh, I
Bobby,
know.
where are you going to be? What gig do you have? I just love that.
I think he's going to be on the
that's great.
Travel Channel tonight. We didn't talk about it at all.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I'm not supposed to talk about it, but.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
they-
talk about it because I want to fucking.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it at all. But
I'm gonna
Bobby's got a show on the Travel Channel tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
What time? Just because I want to know.
It's, well.
I want to see my pal.
9:30.
Why
9:30
can't you
it's
talk
on.
about it?
They don't want
Top
me
secret?
to. They don't want me to. They want a cold watch. They
Yeah.
want to see who would watch it
without
promotion.
any.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
I didn't know that. But all right,
Nobody
9:30
tell.
tonight on
Yeah,
the Travel
yeah.
Channel.
Yeah.
I'm going to check it out.
and
Yeah, so- and then I'm at Foxwoods this weekend.
Foxwoods.
Doing a YK, you know what, dude, podcast show all weekend at the casino.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
He does a very good podcast, Melanie.
Yeah.
I have one
Very
announcement.
good.
Are you
I'd love
playing-
to have you on. Will you be
Are
on?
you actually
Of course.
performing there?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm doing a show Thursday, Friday. 1 Thursday, 1 Friday, 2 Saturday. I'm doing a nasty show late Saturday.
Ooh.
So it's like a few people on the show. And
Who's on it?
Sexy.
Some nasty people.
I'll come right up and do some fucking hilarious stuff.
Would I love Chip to do a fucking set?
I'll come right up there. Fucking peckers!
You think that'll get the crowd right away?
Fuck yeah!
You just yell fucking peckers at the
suck
crowd.
it, everybody! Fucking suck peckers!
I'm gonna spit hot coffee on her tits.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Chip knows how to grab that crowd right from the start.
Fuck yeah,
he would be
walk
great.
out. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Walk out.
Yeah.
What do you want the MC to say to bring you up?
This is the funniest guy in the world. He's fucking usually does the garden, but he's here tonight. Makes millions of dollars.
Those are all lies.
And what's your second joke?
I just go like fucking peckers, and they fucking cheer. If you ever get a girl to suck your pecker so good that her fucking hair falls out or something, why would her hair fall out? She's getting like chemo.
Oh,
That's not even
horrible, Chip.
Why would you do that? Why would you have sex with a girl who's going through chemo?
She's on a bed laying there, and you're like, whatever, you don't look too busy. You pop this giant fucking pecker into your open mouth. Holy fuck! You're all horrible. That's horrible. It's not even funny.
I don't even know.
It really is not funny.
Oh my gosh.
Chip, huh?
What the fuck?
You ever see a comic, Chip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go up there. It's a rapport with the audience. It's a joke.
Yeah,
that was a joke.
No,
I
it
wouldn't
wasn't
really do
really a
that.
joke.
Fuck yeah, it was.
All right.
So that's all you do is just...
Yeah, I just...
How do you leave the stage? What's your closer?
Whatever. I'll say something like, you guys been great and I've been chipper. I'll fucking clap my hands and drop the mic and just let them stand.
Do you know how bad I want to see this?
I know. It sounds like something I
This
want to
doesn't
see.
happen in the near future. You guys are all assholes.
Oh my God.
Fucking brilliant.
Saturday, July 20th, we added a show to the Sands Casino Antisocial show. The first one is sold out. This is a 10 p.m. show with myself, Attell, Amy Schumer, and Artie Lang.
Jesus, what a fucking show.
Yeah, I know.
Great.
Tickets are selling very well.
Do you guys have like a poster or a T-shirt for that?
It's a billboard.
I don't know. We have a billboard outside Lincoln.
You
but
guys should do a T-shirt. Like, I mean, how great would that? I'd love to have a shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember the old concerts with the
the
list on the back?
Yep.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
did
should
do that once.
something. That'd be
We
great.
just haven't done enough dates in a row to make the list.
And you're not going to be able to see that. You don't get to see that many comics like that. That's all
That's
headliners.
good too. Yeah.
Right on,
Who
brother.
follows who?
I host. It's the way we've done it is I've hosted it. Then it was Amy. Then it was Dave. And then it was Artie. We had when the first year was myself hosting, Bill, and then Jim Brewer, and then Dave. You know, it varies. I host it, but so it's I have the easiest gig. And then we all go out together at the end and just fucking riff for like 10 minutes. That's fun. That's my favorite part.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just go out there and steal a fucking show.
I see you in like a black latex onesie.
Fuck yeah!
I see you like in this S&M outfit one time.
No, I wear a leather vest on stage when I do jokes.
A leather vest?
Yeah, with a fucking studded gloves. I come right out with my thumbs up. What's up,
That's what I'm
fuckers?
picturing.
What kind of buttons on the vest?
No buttons. Why button it when you show what you got? Fuck,
do you
the
got?
chick's wet.
Yeah.
All the guys want to be you.
I would definitely see that though. I would.
I would Chip on stage.
Ridiculous.
On a nasty show.
You know how quickly it would get old though.
Oh, you don't
You'd just
know.
be sitting there going like, yeah. First thing you peck is, and then you just start going like, all right.
I tell you, that's the beauty of Chip is he always disappoints.
Yes.
Like whenever there's a video, like go ahead, be Chip. It's like, huh? He just panics.
Like, don't you fucking know what we want?
He's not the anti-hero who wins in the end.
No.
He's a fucking zero.
You got to have him do like 7 minutes before Jim Norton.
Oof.
Jim Norton probably couldn't follow 7 minutes of Chip.
But you come out with a fucking wig and the whole thing, man.
Jim Norton sometimes does Chip towards the end.
I know,
And
I
it's
know.
very fun to me to watch.
Yeah.
To watch when they get sick of it.
They start getting tired of him.
They should do Chip on that bus thing you guys are doing.
Chip.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sure Chip will be joining
should
us on the
come
bus,
out.
I'm sure.
Chip will be joining you. You'll be lucky if you see Jim for 5 minutes on that stupid trip. It's going to be all Chip and fucking Edgar and fucking Uncle Paul.
Yeah.
He really did create other people so he doesn't have to deal with you
So
guys.
he doesn't have to fucking.
Do you know how great it is that Jim can stay in New York while fucking Chip goes on the bus trip?
Fuck, I
But
never
Melanie
thought of
was
that.
very fun.
Absolutely.
You really
Yeah,
went
yeah.
into a weird show, but you were very fun.
We loved you, man.
Yeah, she was fun.
We got to say it because Lainey knows. It's hit or miss.
You know,
Melanie was
some of
a
these
fucking home run.
Fucking bitches you bring in here.
We've had them run out crying, and we're not even doing anything that bad.
Yeah. Cutting farts.
I mean
us.
But Melanie was great. Melanie Monroe on Twitter.
Very beautiful.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks.
Come back and see her.
And fun and sexy.
All right.
And she would have been very sexy, like behaviorally, if Chip hadn't spoiled everything.
No, man.
You went with it.
I enjoyed Chip. I actually did.
Sexual kryptonite.
Next time we'll do something different. That worked, man. That was hilarious.
Whatever.
I want to see that porno.
Yeah, me too.
Really do. I just want to see
Chip
that.
sticks it
How
in.
fucking awesome would you see a hilarious, like a funny porno? Just some character
Fucking
railing.
fuck, lick, fuck, lick, fuck, lick. Holding her fucking hips, going, go ahead, come again. I ain't doing nothing.
I'm game. We're taking you down. We're going to get you tested, and you're a porno star.
Get tested for what?
For the AIDS.
For cooties, chippy cooties.
I don't got no fucking AIDS.
Chippa-cooties. I like chippa-cooties.
All right, we got to go.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Bobby.
Thanks,
Bobby.
man.
Good to see you, Congrats on the little child.
Thank
That's
you,
nice.
man. I can't.
Very
Can I bring him
sweet.
over to the pool?
Yes.
All right.
Believe me, anytime.
Sure,
Bring him over to a potty, a pool potty.
I'm saying yes for you.
Yes.
Have you brought your kids over to the pool yet?
Oh, you should come over.
No, I haven't been over to Anson in a little
We should
bit.
do an
great.
all kids day.
You know
I
what?
agree.
No, Paul doesn't go.
That's every Saturday night
I was going to say a
party.
regular fucking day. We're just throwing a few babies in there.
I mean, kids.
I got you.
Yeah, non-fuckable kids.
I'll bring my puppy.
Yeah,
I'll bring my puppy for the kids.
There you go. Come
and
on
I'll wear
over.
a onesie.
Sure.
I'll wear a one
Oh,
piece.
oh, a onesie.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would
A
not be able
one
to.
piece. Those old school one pieces.
One piece?
Yeah, I'll do it for the kids.
That's actually hotter to me.
Yeah.
We should have a pool party day. Where your brother and the kids.
You know
and the
what?
kids,
Bring the
me and the
kids.
kids. we bring-
Absolutely.
Jimmy
Let's
comes
plan it.
out.
Yeah, I entertain them. I tell the little long
Travis,
jokes.
of course. Travis, Lisa, and Riley.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of children's activities.
Want to hear?
Oh, we'll have you in a lifeguard chair, naked.
Yeah, have her in a lifeguard chair. Have me sneaking in the pool house with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, hey, give me some mouth to mouth, wink.
Again. Fucking.
All right. I guess we'll see you tomorrow then.
Fuck. The Opie and Anthony show is pretty much over. Pretty much over. Pretty much over. This show will be available later today with SiriusXM On Demand. On Demand. After 1A Live is next. SiriusXM. Hey, hey, hey! And now, the Opie and Anthony show continues. This is After O&A Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Oh, they're red, Bobby.
Make it red.
Oh, they're red.
Make
After
it red.
Opie and Anthony Live.
The Bob and Sam
Bob
show.
and Sam show. Sam, Bob, and Who Kid without Who Kid.
I miss Who Kid.
I miss him every day of my life that I don't see him.
Really?
You a little calm down now? You're very horned up.
Hey, dude, you know what? Look, here's the reality of it. I
Tell me.
love my wife. I love my life. I love my kid.
Right, but
my sex is not a thing that it used to be.
Did you just say my sex?
My sex.
My sex is not happening
My
like it used to be.
sex.
My
Yep.
sex is just, it's not around anymore.
It's not, there's certain sacrifices you have to make later in life.
For instance, my sex.
My sex. And I feel weird talking about with these little hot interns walking around.
And they're
like
just
little
kinda-
smoking dirty elves.
They're just looking at you, but
Yeah,
not
who-
looking at you.
Who hired them?
Nagel.
Well, thank God for Nagel. You've been hiring creeps for fucking 5 years. You finally hired some nice girls who want to do.
believe-
Look at them work.
No, they're not. They're
work-
working at the same rate as any other intern we've ever had. Except we've never paid attention to any other intern we've ever
but they
had.
both look. I like the hoodie outfit she's got. I
Yep.
like the summer dress that she's got on.
Nope, that's Jackie with the summer dress.
I like
on.
Jackie. It's a great name.
Oh,
shit.
bag.
Chicks are in.
There's
Hi,
Chip.
ladies.
There's
They just
Chip.
laugh.
Yeah.
They don't even acknowledge that you're saying hi.
Fuck yeah. They're both into me, but I'm like, it's not appropriate.
Nobody's
likes
into you.
Chip. Nobody likes you.
No
Yes, they
guys
are.
think that you're cool.
They
no
were
girls.
emailing me and going, "Hey, Chippa, maybe we could go out for a drink or perhaps a fucking Waldorf salad."
Did
And
they
I
say
was-
fucking Waldorf salad?
Yeah, I was
even
like,
know
"Why
what-
don't you talk like a lady?"
You don't even know what a Waldorf salad is.
Yes, I do.
What's
What is
in
it?
it?
It's a fucking salad with a bunch of Waldorfs on it. Cocksucker.
Home run, Chipperson. I got to give that one to
Sammy.
you. Got to give that one to you.
Fuck yeah.
What do you got going on the rest of the day?
Fucking just a bunch of puss.
Yeah.
What?
Gonna go
What do you
fuck
mean?
a bunch of puss.
Are you going to go to lunch with that girl?
No.
Why?
I ain't got no money. How much? $1.60.
Well, make her pay. She has money.
She wasn't into him, Bob. Did you? I mean, you saw that. She was freaked out by him.
And first of all, she was into Chipper.
You guys
I don't think so.
Yeah, here's the little words back. You're block cocking. Fucking think about it.
You're right. You can take those. Goodbye.
Bye, Chipper.
Bye, good Chipper. Words back.
Yes,
yeah.
you're married. You're done. You were never a creep, though. I don't know how you exist on this show. With you have like a normal sexual experience, like a normal sexual life.
Yeah, I stay on the periphery of things. I was talking with Jess this weekend about like partners and stuff, like who's the most whatever you've been with, because we know each other's lists.
Did you start using a calculator on our iPhone?
Yeah. Well, that way, I mean, we banged, but we didn't, you know. But neither of us, we've been together since we were 21, 22, and, you know, we've been with a handful of people each. Neither of us are creeps.
Well, it really depends on how sex was brought up in your life. I mean, sex was forbidden for me, and then I learned sex from other friends my age or older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if your parents are smart enough to teach you about sex and it's all right, and you learn about it in a healthy way, I learned about it in a fucked up way, so it was more like a thing you do to feel good, or that your friends do, and then it became an addiction in my 20s and early 30s.
So did it start rebellious, and so you're like, yeah, this is cool.
It's like something to do. It's like eating is now with me. You know, when you have, like, when you're an addict, I'm an addict.
Mm-hmm.
You go to drugs, you quit those, alcohol and smoking, and then it's food and sex. And
well, yeah, I'm not an addict.
Yeah.
And so I don't have that, you know, I don't have that problem.
Fuck, I wish because, I mean, you know, it's hard now because, I mean, I don't think about it when I'm home.
Sex, you mean?
When you have the responsibility of your family and, you know, you're working or you're doing stuff all the time. But when you have that downtime that comics have in the hotel room all day.
Yeah, the day, from the time you wake up until 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, you usually have radio and then you're around all fucking day.
Yeah.
We're like vampires.
Right.
And it's like, what are you going to do? Sex is so easy. The hunt, even porn. It would be great to go home right now and hunt everything she's ever done down and put like little blocks on my screen.
You're talking about Melanie Monroe.
Yeah, and play every one of them at the same time and see where I come.
And then you'd be thinking about her being in here and giving you a hug.
Yeah.
And what could have been.
I don't think she would. She'd be thoroughly disappointed.
Maybe, but still, that's not the part that you think. You know,
I think about that now. I have image, body, image. I hate myself.
Body image issues.
Yeah, that. Yeah, if I was in shape, Bob, which I've been 4 times on this show.
Now, I've known you as in shape, Bob.
I think 3 in shape, Bobs.
Mm-hmm.
I would have. It's harder for me. That, you know what's weird?
No.
As I think Sam Bones, and this is what you're going to think is weird.
Tell me.
So now you tell me if it's weird.
Okay, I'm going to tell you if this is weird after you tell me what it is.
I think me in food and being heavy is subconsciously I do it and keep it on because it keeps me away from being a creep.
I see where you're going.
Because if I get into shape again, I get more opportunities to get my ding touched.
Yeah, but
what?
That you can still get your ding touched and be out of shape.
No. I would have to pay for it. It's like an incident like this, maybe I could. But when you're in shape and chicks want you, there's something about a girl wanting to touch your shit.
Yeah, but you're on stage, you're a comedian, you have a good personality, you know.
No
you make the women laugh.
Listen, dude, laughter only goes so far.
Is that right?
Yeah, man, it's not going this far.
Mm-hmm. yeah. Laughter. There's a poundage that we've exceeded that laughter will make up for.
Yeah, dude. I can I go to a certain amount, but no, so I think in a way it's almost like, fuck, maybe if I get shredded again, and then, sex is the worst. The food sucks because you have to eat, but sex is terrible.
Well, sex will ruin your life, but food can kill you.
Yeah,
literally can kill you. It will give you disease to kill.
Yeah,
I mean, James Gandolfini.
He died because of drugs. Let's be honest.
They said there was no drugs in his body, didn't
they? Well, that doesn't matter. You could be sober. I know people who have been sober for years and died because of their drug abuse on their heart and body. Over years and years of abuse with food and alcohol and drugs and stress
but you can't get comfortable being out of shape. Like you can't sit there you can't sit there and say, okay, I'm going to be heavy. But I mean, I'll stop here. I'm just going to keep getting heavier and heavier. I think this is going to be me.
I think there's a point. Right now, that's not it. I mean, I quit smoking, and then I had a baby. I mean, I've totally given myself every excuse in the world. But I think now it's at the point where I have to, I gotta put the brakes on, and I gotta take care of business because I gotta run around with this motherfucker in a couple months.
Right. So baby's gonna start walking and running, and
I gotta take care of business. It just sucks.
Plus, I mean, it's for your health. At this point, you're like, okay, now this thing that just popped out of my wife
is not a thing. It's my son.
It's reliant on me being alive.
No, my son. We can say my son now.
This organism.
No, when it was inside, you could say that, but now that it's out, you can say son.
This
No, none of
it. Came out. This
we could say Max.
Yeah, we could say, but it's also just kind of this.
No, but you can.
Blob,
No, not a blob. It's not a blob.
It's not a blob.
It actually has a shape. It looks like a human.
Right, like this human-shaped sack of flesh and blood and bones that has not developed yet.
Yeah. No, that's not it.
It's relying on you being alive.
Yeah,
and so you can't be out of.
Be a fucking alive. I'm not. I don't not go to the hospital. I've been checked out yearly. I'm fine. Everything's fine. My heart is fine. I don't even have high blood pressure, for God's sakes. It's but yeah, it's just you're absolutely right. Yeah,
you got to be in shape.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for people who. I love people who email me and have gotten into shape or are fat. They have that addiction. But there's a lot of people that don't. You don't have it.
No.
You've never been.
This is probably
big.
Right now is as fat as I've ever been, probably.
Right. I mean, you're unattractive to me, fat.
Right.
Like I don't want you anymore.
Right. No. Yeah. Like that sort of baby skinny. Like my metabolism is obviously catching up. I'm getting older.
Yeah. Your 5 o'clock shadow's a little thicker.
Right. It's there. Well, I had to stop shaving every day because bumps on my neck.
Right. Well, I don't know. What are those? What?
So, razor bumps. Razor bumps. So I can't shave.
Everybody has their own cross to bear.
Yeah.
I'm fat and you have bumps on your neck.
Right. I prefer that because now I just shave every 3 days.
I want to know, did you see Superman?
No.
You didn't.
I saw this weekend, I went to the first summer movies I've been to all summer.
Right.
I've been sleeping on everything. I didn't see Iron Man. I didn't see Superman. I didn't see World War Z. I didn't see any of these movies.
There's a lot of good movies out right now.
Have you seen This Is the End?
What's that? I heard that's funny.
Oh my God, is it funny?
Is it?
It's really funny.
It looks hilarious. And those movies usually turn me off, but that looks funny.
And all the guys that are in it that you might be tired of because they've been playing the same thing over and over again.
They're the only guys in comedies for the last 4 years.
Exactly. They're funny in this because they're making fun of everything that they're hated for.
It's
you know what I mean? They're taking
funny.
on
it's
these.
A fucking smart thing to do. And you know what I love about those guys is they always help. They've helped each other become famous.
Yeah. Yeah,
I wish I wish we did that.
Right, they all you see these guys and they all start together, but
we just come on this show and stay the same.
I just shit on each other. We try to push each other down.
We just shit on each other and keep each other exactly where we are.
The only people that hang out with your group of friends, the ones that get famous are the ones that escape. Kevin Hart's in this movie.
That makes me sick.
At one point, he was at the cellar.
First of all, Kevin was with us for seconds.
Really?
Yeah, he came in. Keith brought him down. He hung out for a couple minutes, and he was gone.
And was he gone to go on to something else, or did he start getting famous right away?
Look, man, there's certain guys. There's people that are born that way. Dude, my acting teacher said that. Tom Cruise was born famous.
Right.
You're born that famous. You don't get to work hard in acting class and become a great actor and get to become that famous. People that big or people
predestined.
It's just the way it is. But there's a whole other there's a lot of room in between there and fucking not famous.
Like Philip Seymour Hoffman was probably not born famous. He actually developed a skill.
Absolutely.
And became good.
Absolutely.
And it's like, that guy is so good.
Yeah.
But like Kevin Hart, I swear, not only is he in this movie, but before This Is the End started, you know, you're watching the trailers.
Yeah.
And the trailer for his stand-up special.
Yeah.
That's coming to theaters.
He's got flames.
Yeah. He's got fire going.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
It's like a movie.
Yeah. The microphone's almost as tall as him.
Yeah, he's a little guy. He's a movie though.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
Well, he did what Eddie Murphy did it years ago. And then who else did it? Fucking
not very many people.
Well, yeah, but
Kings of Comedy.
Yeah,
but that's
exactly.
4 of them.
Yeah, but it happens every once in a while.
Yeah,
it just happens.
He's a very funny guy.
It happened. Look at, there's 4 of them. Think of who was the out of those 4 Kings of Comedy, who really became a star?
Well,
not all 4 of them.
No,
I mean they're all popular. They all make a great living. They're all funny.
One of them's dead.
But that's the one who became a big star.
Bernie?
Yeah, he popped.
He was the one who was in the movies. You're right.
He popped.
I mean, Steve Harvey found his thing. They all found their thing.
They all found their thing, exactly.
But Bernie Mac was the one who went on to blockbuster movies.
Yeah. So, I mean, Kevin Hart is just that guy. Dane was that guy. Who else was that guy?
But do you think
Patrice wasn't that guy?
No, but he's the guy who was as good as anyone.
Patrice, let me tell you something, man. I listened to his album the last week. I've been starting to take the train more. Just so I can move. I love cabs.
You know what? Patrice might have been that guy, but rebelled against it.
Patrice, but he was never that guy. He was always always on the out. He was never on the in.
But didn't he put himself on the out specifically? Didn't he have these opportunities?
Because he was. I know what you're saying. Yes, because he's Patrice, he was on the out.
Right.
He never kissed ass or gave people what they wanted. He just gave them what he was.
Right.
Which, if he showed up and he didn't like your face, he'd tell you.
He would tell you.
Yeah, he'd
no
kick
matter
out
who you were.
half the crowd before he started the show.
Right.
But he was that good to do it. Like, you know, there's certain comics you can't just kick out half the crowd.
We got to wrap up.
He was the best, though.
I think he was.
His last CD that I listened to this week, I was laughing hysterically on the train.
Yeah.
And it still makes me go, fuck, I suck.
He was on stage, there was nobody funnier, and in life, there was just nobody funnier.
He was probably the greatest comic of our time.
Probably.
Yeah, and I'm the 50th.
Well, you're working, though.
Of our time.
You're getting there, and 50 is high.
I don't know. No, but of our group, not of our time. Of the people you know.
Yeah, the people who come on ONA. You're about the 50th
I got my special
best.
coming out this summer, though. We're filming it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you going to come to it?
Yeah, where is it?
It's going to be, it's either going to be Jersey or New York.
I'll be there.
So we got to pick. I'm thinking Jersey. I like Jersey people.
Jersey will be fun.
But,
all right, look, Ron and Fez are coming up next. Bobby.
Yeah,
thanks for hanging
this
out.
weekend.
Foxwoods this weekend.
Tonight,
Look,
I can't talk about it.
I'm going to be watching Food Network tonight at 9:30, but that's just what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do it too.
But that's what that's just like we're doing. We might hang out and watch Food Network tonight.
I don't know what the fuck. It's not Food Network, it's Travel Channel.
That's what I said, Travel Channel.
Oh, you said Food Network.
No, I didn't. I said Travel Channel.
Oh, okay.
I said tonight I'll be watching Travel Channel at 9:30.
Oh, all right. I'm going to watch Travel Channel too. But
You are?
I don't know why.
Whatever. All right. Ron and Fez are next. Goodbye.
Bob and Sam Show.
Opie and Anthony Show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next.
Hey.